All right. Think we're live? Think we're live? What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are here for, you could read, free agency. Oh well, I don't want to have that echo. I don't want to have that echo. All right. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? This has been the craziest offseason since 2019. What's going on, Dark? What's going on, AMF? What's going on, Ethan? 44 Build Dog. What's going on? How we doing, Phineas and Go? What's up, Benjay? How we doing, man? You got a lot of jersey swaps this offseason so far. What's up, Jazzen? What's up, Alex? What's up, Raymond? What's up, Brendan? Rock, Harper to Wemby. What's up, man? How we doing? Sorry if I'm not gonna be able to read everybody's name. C. Kingston. What's going on? Y. I. Seuss. What's going on? Heath Muller. How we doing, everybody? How we doing, everybody? Okay, I don't think I can read everybody. Last one, Terrence. What's up going on? Or what's going on, everybody? So, like I said, this has been the craziest, I think, start to an offseason we have had. I was just thinking about this before. Like 2019, we had KD, Kyrie go to the Nets, 80 to the Lakers. We had Kemba to the Celtics. We had Jimmy Butler to the Heat, Anthony Davis to the Lakers, Kawhi and Paul George to the Clippers. But it does feel like this is the start of like an absolute, I don't know about generational offseason. It could be, though, if it's going to rival 2019. Hopefully it all sounds good. Hopefully I'm coming through clearly. But yeah, we've had Giannis. We've had Giannis get traded, LaMelo get traded, Naz Reid as well, Miles Bridges, Julius Randle, Nick Claxton, Isaiah Joe. We've had Devin Carter. We've had Aaron Wiggins. We just had Kawhi Leonard. We had John Morant get traded. There's a potential Jaylen Brown trade to be on the horizons as well, or on the horizon. And who knows what other sneaky trade we can have, because there's just so much to unpack. Okay, audio is good. Thank you, Benjay. Could we see someone said Zion trade? We're not doing this again. Joe Dumars does not want to do a damn thing. He doesn't want to do a damn thing. But yeah, we're going to talk about kind of offseason moves. Free agency starts in 48 minutes, and we're going to talk about every free agency signing that happens. We're going to react to it live. We're going to follow Shams' Twitter, obviously. I'll be constantly refreshing it, probably falling for bait when you guys tell me to refresh it. And we'll talk about some of the moves go down. And obviously, LeBron James, I didn't even mention before, LeBron James is going to switch teams. Like, that's unreal for the first time since 2019, or sorry, 18. Let me read some of these super chats so I don't forget. What's going on? Still Bill Black, thank you for the $10 donation. Thank you so much for the content. You are my number one source for NBA news. Thank you, man. That really does mean a lot. I appreciate that. Ethan, thank you for the donation. What's next for Portland? Dude, I don't even know. Shea and picks for Trey and Herb. Interesting. Or do they buy low on Zion? The Ja trade makes sense only if they make another move. I thought so too. Like when I did my Blazers rebuild today, when I got back from like a quick trip down by like the Jersey Shore, I was like, this team has so many guards. Are they really about to roll like Drew Holiday at the 3? Are they really about to operate like that next year? I like the idea of Trey Murphy. I don't think Jaylen Brown is going to happen, but we'll see. You never say never if the price does drop, which there was a report that the price could drop. So we'll see if that ends up happening, right? Like it does feel like there's another move coming because Ja, Scoot, Sharp, Dame, and Ja, Scoot, Shea. Yeah, all those, like 5 guards that should be playing like 30 minutes a night. It's just not going to work. And you only have like Kamara, maybe City Sissoko, Denny of Diaz, like your forwards next year. Shout out to Spotcheck. I know they can't update everything, but actually John Morant got traded in the new league year. Like you have Young Hansen, Vic Krejci's a guard-ish wing. Like they don't have many forwards. Jay Slavinator, thank you for the $2 donation. I manifested that Rui idea and it might happen. What was the Rui idea? Is it Rui back on the Lakers, Rui on the Spurs? Fitz, thank you for the donation. What do you make of Tranjan Langdon's moves so far, and what do you think the Pelicans will do? So, okay, I get Tranjan Langdon, GM of the Pistons. I get him and Troy Weaver mixed up, I guess for obvious reasons. But I don't know, man. The Pistons have had a very weird offseason. I don't know if I love the Kevin Huerter deal just because he really wasn't like great with the Pistons, but I know they absorbed that with their room exception. I don't mind the Isaiah Joe trade. I didn't really like the Stewart trade. And is there a reason to have Duncan Robinson, Huerter, and Joe all on your roster? No. So I don't know if there's going to be a Duncan Robinson wave, a Duncan Robinson trade. Are they going to get back Jalen Duren, or is Jalen Duren about to be a king? We'll see, man. And then and what do you think the Pistons will do? I think I read that as Pelicans, and that's why I got confused. I think there's got to be another move, but I do think Jalen Duren has to be back. No way he leaves, right? But like for a team that just won 60 games, are they really about to blow up this roster or have a lot of turnover and Marcus Sasser might leave? Like, why? I don't get the Stewart trade. Hey, what's up, AP Hoops? Thank you for the donation, man. Can't rate the Clippers Raptors trade until I know what the picks are, but how do you feel if the results in LA acquiring Watson or Jaylen Brown? I think I would like that more. Now, it depends on the Watson number. And I agree too. Like, I obviously love this for the Raptors, but that doesn't mean I dislike it for the Clippers because Ingram elevates your floor. You get Grady Dick to take a flyer on him. He's going to get way more opportunity next year. Does this allow more money? Yeah, for Jaylen Brown, but like, are you rerouting these picks for Brown? I don't mind that, but I honestly don't hate like the Clippers. It's been a sunk cost. They haven't had this draft capital. I'm okay like seeing what they have in Wagler and Garland and Yannick. Any young flyer or two in the offseason. Thought it was weird they declined or didn't guarantee the Miller and Sanders contracts. But if this does result in them getting Watson at a favorable contract and not bringing back Mather, and I think I can like that for sure going forward. But 2 firsts and a swap, like we'll see. Who knows with the new lottery odds, right? Like the Clippers could be like a fringe playing team. The Clippers can make the playoffs as the 8th seed and give the first overall pick to the Thunder. Like the new lottery odds are such a crapshoot. Aiden, thank you for the donation. Braun on the 12 mil mid-level exception to the Heat veteran minimum after. I mean, I don't know how the Heat pull it off because the Heat have a lot of financial restrictions right now when we get to the new league year. But if they could pull it off, man, if they could pull it off, I don't know if it'd be a sign and trade. I don't know where LeBron like would fit in, but you figure it out. Like LeBron back in Miami makes them, I think, the finals favorites. If the bench is something. Thank you for the donation, man. Sandwich, thank you for the donation. Haven't felt this much hope as a Kings fan since Tyreek Evans. We need Jalen Duren in purple yesterday. I found it funny. Like, I'm going to hate on the Kings. Not hate on them, but make fun of them a little bit here for a second. But like, a 22-year-old that was just an all-NBA player in a 60-win team wants to go to Sacramento. He wants to go to Sacramento because they're the team that's going to give him $45 million a year. That's why he wants to go to Sacramento. But I mean, it sucks the Devin Carter pick didn't work out. I think it was smart for them not to trade for Ja Morant. We'll see if they can find any market for Sabonis. But like, you waived DeRozan, you'll be off the Hunter money soon. You're going to be off the Levine contract next year. You kind of have a clean cap sheet for the most part going forward. I thought Precious was actually pretty good last year. So I think that's a good get back. And I hope for you, like Acuff's a superstar. I can't wait to watch him in Sacramento. Mike, thank you for the donation. What's up, Matt? I really wish we didn't have, thank you for the $20 donation, man. I appreciate it. We didn't have an owner who cares about the second apron because I really want Mitch back in New York. And it's the same owner that'll apologize for making us wait 53 years to get a championship. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty frustrating because there is a realm where the Knicks can go into the second apron and get out of it next year. They would just need Cat to sign for like $55 million, $53 million on an extension and opt out. Like Josh Hart, they could decline that, but give him more guaranteed money. Like there's a way the Knicks will get out of the second apron next year. But I agree, man, it does suck that they're going to let Mitchell Robinson walk. Now, seeing that Jock Landale got $14 million, Robert Williams got like $40 million. I don't know if the third year was guaranteed, but the centers are going to have a strong market. So I can't fault Mitch for getting $40-50 million more of guaranteed money on the open market. But I do agree, man, it does suck. I'm glad they were able to get back Shamet, Alvarado, and Daiwar. And I do wonder what big they would replace Mitchell Robinson with. Would it be not Jock Lockdale, sorry. Would they go for like Emisi? Is it Kevon Looney? Could be one of those guys. Super Pony, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Indiana Pacers will do? I think they get one of those like mid-market wings, like Kelly Oubre, let's see, Kelly Oubre, Luke Kennard. I thought Shamet could have been an addition for that team as well. Just going through here, reunion with Mathurin. Like they could take a flyer on a former lottery pick that hasn't worked out. They've done that before with like Jet Howard, but like I think they'd go for somebody with a little bit more experience, like Marcus Smart, but I think he's going to be a rocket. Gary Trent Jr., like one of those guys. I don't think it's going to be the splashiest signing for the Pacers because their owner's kind of cheap. Malik Price, thank you for the donation. Oh man, I'm behind on some of these. Sorry. Loved you with Kenny Pierre and the numbers on the board crew. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We'd love to see more collabs in the future after that big win against the boys. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Definitely. It was a great time to do the trivia stream. And thank you. Yeah, hopefully some big things coming. Freddie Simpson, thank you for the donation. Hi, Matt. Do you think my Nets steal Mitch from you? I think there's a good chance the Nets, the Lakers are a team that snags Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks. I'm definitely going to be referring to Bobby Marks a ton in this stream because he does a great job kind of laying out some of the cap space teams. Here's just kind of like a list of who has cap space. Yeah, the Nets. I mean, the Bulls maybe not because they got Claxton, the Lakers. Any one of these teams that have the mid-level exception could go after Mitchell Robinson as well. Keep an eye on the Pelicans, man. He's just from there. I don't know. I could see it being a Joe Dumars thing. Fallen Angel, thank you for the donation, brother. I've been watching you since I was 15 years old. I'm now 24 with a child and still follow you. Dude, that's insane. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. I also, yeah, no, Jay Slavinator. Oh, it was rude to the Spurs in the water stream. That's a good pull if that does happen, man. I like that. Again, thank you for the donation. If LeBron's main goal is basketball fit, I feel like Indy is a super underrated landing spot. How do you feel about that fit and keep up the great work? Well, I did see, I don't know how much, if it's any of aggregation, but if we go to Underdog here, they did say that like Rich Paul has been instructed by LeBron to talk to every team around the league who is interested and come back with options to make a decision. So yeah, like if the Cavs, you had LeBron, that's obviously a great addition. Same with the Heat, the Warriors would be super entertaining. But like, what if he went to the Spurs to play with Wemby? What if he went to the Timberwolves to play with Ant? What if he went to the Pacers to play with Halliburton? Like if he's actually opening up his chances, I think that's going to be pretty sweet. Spartan Guy, thank you for the donation. Look at the potential Detroit deals. Any big names? Let me go through here. Detroit deals. I mean, I don't know what, like, I think Tower Hero, like Norman Powell, I would just keep an eye on one of those two guys. I don't know if they're going to be a splashy team. Like, I don't think they're trading for Jaylen Brown. Brayden, thank you for the donation. What's the goal for the Sixers today? So the Sixers, I mean, it's the new first offseason for Mike Gansey. They don't have a lot of money to work with the pending roster. I mean, like, it's just very top heavy. They got to fill out a lot of roster spots, but like, we'll see. I hope they are able to land like a Dean Wade. I think that's going to be the goal for them. AJ McCoy, thank you for the donation. Who do the Wolves need to get to make it to the finals? LeBron James. No, I'm just kidding. They need another power forward. I'm calling up the Memphis Grizzlies. This team has a million forwards. Like, you're probably not getting Grant. I mean, Aldama's kind of expensive, but like, take a flyer on Hendricks, Chris Murray, OMP. Probably not trading GG Jackson, but this team has a million forwards. Isaiah Stewart, like, I don't know. I think they need another 4. Eastside, thank you for the donation. Could we get Mitchell Robinson re-signing news at the start of free agency, or will all Robinson news within the next hours be him signing elsewhere? I feel like it's going to be elsewhere. That's just my gut feeling as a Knicks fan. D. Hardy, thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Celtics should sign with the mid-level exception? I floated out the idea of like John Collins. I think a little bit better of an athlete than Vucevic and kind of fits that role a little bit. I think they could use another point guard. I just don't really know what's going to happen with the Jaylen Brown stuff, because if that changes everything. But another guard like Colin Sexton, if they can convince him to come here on like a 1-year deal, it does get thin here. It does get thin. I'm not going to say Russell Westbrook, but I would say John Collins. But I don't know if that's going to be Steven's MO. Arpan, thank you for the donation. Are the Mavs going to do anything? I feel like they had an awful draft and no direction at all, which is what I thought Masai would bring. I don't know, man. Masai's a very interesting front office guy now, just because it didn't end the best in Toronto. I mean, I'm glad they didn't trade for Kawhi. I would have hated that. I would still try to sell off Gafford if you can, Washington, but I don't mind seeing what this team can do next year. Like, it's not a bad roster. They probably could use another guard. And I do wonder like what type of guard they could end up getting here. It's thin, but like, can you get one of those fiery shot creators? I mean, Sexton, Simons, I'm not sure who they've been linked to. Gary Trent, Tim Hardaway Jr., Quentin Grimes. I could mention him for like every team we're going to talk about. OG, thank you for the donation. Scoot to Chicago. How would that trade look like? I like that. Like, somebody free Scoot, please. I mean, I don't know where Giddey, like, honestly, I think Scoot's best chance right now to keep developing might be shooting guard. So like, I'm all for him going to Chicago. Isaac Okoro and a pick. I don't know. It gets there financially. It does get there financially. Spartan, thank you for the donation. Where are you in Philly? Do you live? Favorite sporting event you at? I live in Old City, Philadelphia. Kind of it's a nice spot. Favorite sporting event you at? I guess I've been to. Knicks game 1 against the Hawks. Trae Young beat the Knicks, but like, it was probably my favorite game to be at. The energy was amazing. Matt Murray, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Celtics should do besides trading Jaylen Brown? So I haven't been reading the actual chat too much. I just obviously feel like I need to talk about every single super chat. So thank you. If you have, let me just make sure I can see the chat, because I have my phone next to me, so I know if anyone's saying Shams, we're good. Bronny Orlando, Prawn to Indy. But yeah, what did sorry, I was reading Matt Murray's donation. Thank you for the donation. What do you think the Celtics could do besides trading Jaylen Brown? Yeah, I think I talked about that earlier with like John Collins, maybe another guard. We'll see about another big. I don't know, man. Like, is Jaylen Brown gone? It feels like everything is pointed to Jaylen Brown gone, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't think they really need to add any wings, like at least right now. I would try to add another point guard and another big. Yeah. Unless they're really sold on Amari Williams. MUE, thank you for the donation. So Durant to Sacramento for Sabonis is a lock right now. Definitely not a lock. This could be a whole leverage play behind the scenes, so we'll see what ends up happening. But I would not say it's a lock right now. Ryan, thank you for the $10 donation. What do you think the Nuggets trade package would look like to get Brown? I think actually Bill Simmons had a good mock trade. It was Brown and Hauser for Murray and Cam Johnson. Maybe there's a pick or two going in there, but we'll see. We'll see. I would say that. I'm very intrigued about the idea of Nikola Jokic and Jaylen Brown. I will not lie. Spartan, thank you for the donation. You and Kenny have a rivalry. Do you guys fight now? TD, thank you for the donation. As I did get a Twitter notification. Jake Fisher's been locked in, man. Very nice guy. I got to talk to him at the Bleacher Report stream this year at the deadline. He did say, barring a last minute change here, Dean Wade will test the market. Low-key underrated defender. I'm not saying he's like Nickeil Alexander-Walker this year, but we'll see. TD, thank you for the donation. For the Lakers, Jalen or Walker, who else should they try to get? I think Walker Kessler is a better player just because I'm getting this guy for rim protection. Now, Jalen Duren's a really good player too, but I think if I had the choice, I know Jalen Duren was just an all-NBA guy, and Kessler's coming off an injury, so that might be a hot take to say, but I think I would go Kessler slightly. If the Lakers can walk away with one of those guys, which they're going to have cap space, man. The Lakers are about to have some cap space because LeBron James is gone. And this Reeves extension is getting delayed, so they have more flexibility. It just sucks. Like, Rob Pelinka, man, you have $30 million tied up between Vanderbilt, Aiden, Laravia, and Connect. And those guys are either unplayable or negative assets. All right. I see everybody saying Bucks in the chat. Zach Chasser, thank you for the donation. Aphids, thank you for the donation. Odds the Magic jump in on a big player, Jaylen Brown? I don't think so. I think Sean Sweeney runs this team out mostly next year. They could lose Mo Wagner. They could trade away Badatse. But I think the team says it. I think they should think about trading away Suggs. Dane, thank you for the donation. In a hypothetical, how would a big three of LaMelo and LeBron do in the West? I mean, I don't know how that would look in the regular season. You need them to stay healthy, but I do think that this team could end up being, I mean, a top three team. I don't know where the seeding would be because I don't know how the regular season would go. But man, you're able to get LeBron James in Minnesota, where you would have LaMelo, Ayo, and LeBron Randall. Or no, sorry, it would be LaMelo and McDaniels, LeBron Gobert. That's insane. That's insane. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat as well. Everyone's spamming. What's up, Danny? Do you think your Warriors get LeBron? I think so. I think he's gonna end up being a Warrior, but you never know. Ryan, thank you for the donation. Grizzlies matching Darren Watkins off for $20 million. Darren Watkins kind of underrated, man. Like low key, not enough people know about his on-ball defense, switchability. Yeah. Has good synergy on the floor. Satchester, thank you for the donation. Love from Jersey. What's up, man? What's the Blazers' next move? I mean, they brought back Robert Williams. I just didn't get like the Young Hansen pick. I know he's a developmental guy. I think they need to add a forward in free agency. I'm not sure which forward specifically. Need to add a forward. I think Mamu's going to have a very robust market. What website is this? This is Spot Track. This is Spot Track. Spartan, thank you for the donation. Is Detroit in the LeBron sweepstakes? I doubt that. Hungry Hippos, thank you for the donation. Rui, Braun, Smart, and Kennard all gone in Luka's first offseason as the face of the Lakers. It's tough, man. Yeah, like losing Marcus Smart is crazy. And I know the last one didn't really work out for the Rockets signing Dorian Finney-Smith. We got 5,700 people in here. Thank you, guys. And we got free agency starting in 40 minutes. So in 40 minutes at 6 o'clock, moves can be official. Benjamin, thank you for the donation. What do the Hawks do now? I don't like Carter. I think it's worth taking a chance on Carter. I thought it was interesting that they moved on from Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know if there's a reunion there, but like this team has to add another center. I like the Vasar pick. I like Okongwu offensively. They need to add another defensive-minded center. The Lucky Draw, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Nets will be doing? I could see them poaching Mitchell Robinson. I could see them trying to snag another. I don't know if they're going to get like a lead card. Like this team has a deep, like a lot of these guys are under contract. It's basically a 14-person roster, right? Already? 13-person roster. Okay, you eliminate Smith and Johnson, so they have 11 guys. I mean, they do have some cap space. I could see them getting another center with Day'Ron Sharpe and Mitchell Robinson. P-tier, thank you for the donation, man. This offseason has been crazy, man. Respect for covering it all. Cheers from a very happy Raptors fan. Thank you, man. Means a lot. I appreciate it. J Money, thank you for the donation. Hype for Kawhi and Scotty. Can you whip up Jakob trades? We could talk about Jakob trades, but like I don't really even know. I don't even know like where the Jakob trades can come in because I think you have to give up draft capital to get off Jakob's contract unless you're trading him for like Patrick Williams, which could work. And I don't know if they're going to go back to the Sabonis thing. They're not getting Anthony Davis. It's just like there's not that many rim protectors. Daniel Gafford could be interesting, But like, would you kick in another first, like an unprotected 2033 first? I think that's risky. I think Jakob is going to be a Raptor. And then Nicola, thank you for the donation. I forgot, who did the Lakers draft in the first? We're not doing this, man. We're not doing this. Camp car. Ethan, thank you for the donation. Rate the Portland offseason now if they get Jaylen Brown. Well, it depends what they give up for Jaylen Brown. I would say right now it's like a B. They didn't draft anybody. I like them getting back Robert Williams. They needed him to come back. And I do like the flyer on John Morant. I like him as an asset better than Jeremy Grant, so we'll see. But I would give it a B right now. If they get Jaylen Brown, it depends what they gave up. I assume it's the guards. I'd probably say a B+. Dominic, possibility of Rui to the Spurs, I think pretty high. The Spurs do have that mid-level exception, which I do want to NBA teams cap. Let's get a setup tour. I don't think I can do that right now, but I did promise somebody that last stream. So if we look at the cap space down here, it should be able to tell me, yeah. So all these teams have the taxpayer exception. Is that right now or is that next year? I think this is accurate. Maybe not. Maybe this is where I got to look for Bobby Marks here. But every one of these teams should be offering Rui Hachimura a contract in this tier and over. Colin, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Bucks do with Turn, Hero, and Kuzma? Why am I tripping on who? Oh, Miles Turner. Duh. I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna trade Turner. I don't think they find a market for Kuzma because I think this team wants to try to be competitive next year. They don't have a reason not to be. They don't have their first round pick. I think they keep Hero. Sorry, I think they keep Hero. How's Charlotte looking for next season? I don't think they're going to be good compared to the East compared to last year because Toronto's better, Miami's better, Washington's going to be better, Brooklyn should be more competitive. I think this team is probably going to finish where they want to, and that's like probably like around the 10 to 12 seed in the Eastern Conference, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a fun watch, but like I don't think they're going to make the playoffs next year. Tea time. Thank you for thank you for the donation. Can you please talk about my Magic, our future as well? Thank you for all you do. I mean, it can't be as disappointing as it was last year. I mean, for how disappointing it was last year, you guys were 3-1 against the Pistons in round 1. I just hope Sean Sweeney can fix this team. I thought about trading, like they should trade away Jalen Suggs and that could happen. I wonder if ownership is going to try to shed a little bit more money. We'll see. We'll see. But I think you should still be optimistic. Like this is still an incredible young core. Incredible young core. Yeah, it said AD was not for sale. I saw that too, guys. So, well, I don't know. I don't know, though. Like, what if the Warriors offer 2 first-round picks unprotected for AD? Then they might do that. Steve, thank you for the donation. Matt, huge fan. Thoughts on Philly making a move? I think, like, Dean Wade, we talked about earlier. I think, like, those forwards, they're going to be in the market for. Can they get a meeting with Tari Eason? I don't know if they can get him to not match that. Usman Jang, Gershon reunion, maybe for the minimum. I think they need, like, one of these forwards, I would say. Marvin Bagley, good offensive backup center. D-Maris, thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Lakers should target? I mean, they should try to bring back Rui, but if they can land Walker Kessler or Jalen Duren, I mean, that's a home run. I think Walker Kessler's perfect. We'll see if they can give him enough money where the Jazz are like, all right, we'll sign and trade or something. Because the Jazz can afford to bring him back, so I don't know why they wouldn't match it unless it's for like 40 a year. Anger, thank you for the donation. Do you think Kessler or Duren ends up with the Lakers? What's next for them? I mean, it's tough because they're a restricted free agent. So, like, this could be the DeAndre Ayton thing 2.0, but, like, the Lakers are going to have cap space after LeBron is leaving. So, I think, like, the odds of that just skyrocketed. Like, look at this roster. They have plenty of cap space right now. Yeah, so I think it's a possibility. G. Ion Bung, thank you for the donation. What are your thoughts on Norman Powell to Chicago? I saw that, too. Like, I don't know if I like it. I mean, Chicago does need a shooting guard, but, like, doesn't fit the timeline at all. He's 33 years old. I don't know. I guess Chicago wants to be competitive next year or good enough to finish 4 through 10 so they can get a better draft pick. Like that could end up being a possibility. So that makes sense. And then honestly, like Powell was an all-star in the first half. Maybe you flip him at the deadline. But I think, is Norman Powell from Chicago? Let me look that up because I feel like there's a reason. Is he from Chicago? No, he's from San Diego. How's the connection there? And he went to UCLA. I don't know what his connection is with Chicago then. I thought I saw something. Rieger, thank you for the donation. Kessler has landed in LA as we speak. Sheesh. Yeah, I think he's meeting with the agency with a bunch of teams in Los Angeles. Checking out the chat here. Thank you to everybody in the stream. Like we have over 6,000 people in here talking and we got 36 minutes till free agency starts. So thank you guys. And I got the chat pulled up too, so don't worry. I'm doing good, Mikey. I can't believe people call me old, man. I'm only 26. John Collins and Philly would be, I think, a good addition. Spidey. The Sixers got to add to that front court. The Elijah, thank you for the donation. Love you, Matt. What do you think the Mavs should do? Appreciate the support, man. I think like another guard. I don't think they really need to touch the front court at all because I do like their front court at the moment. They're going to obviously be moving on from Clay in a year. Caleb Martin's got 2 years left. There's probably a Christie extension, so we'll see. I think another guard. I wonder if they do bring back Brandon Williams, and I think Marvin Bagley's a good player. But like, I don't think they're going to bring back Bagley because they drafted Morris Johnson. And I think De La Rey might be a Euro stash. We'll see. Matthew, thank you for the donation. Do you think my Thunder trade Lou Dort? If so, to who? I think so. I think they picked it up to trade him. There must be a market for him because no way I would justify paying that unless they're fine with going into the second apron. But there's a Casey Wallace extension looming. So they traded Joe. They traded Wiggins. They brought back Hardenstein. Just big contract. But like, I think it's fine. You have Topic, who needs minutes. Sorber, who needs minutes. Sturts, Ademara. They got to trade Dort. This team needs wings. Like the Thunder, sorry, my phone just stopped. The Thunder either have a guard or a center, it feels like. Like J-Dub is their only wing, and I assume they bring back Kenrich Williams. Omido, Klay Thompson, buy out any returns to Golden State on a minimum. That'd be cinema. Olden State. We need Olden State next year. Logan, thank you for the donation. Sorry if I asked already. But what do you think happens with Jaylen Brown, Boston fan here, thinking the relationship might be shattered above the vids? Thank you, man. I feel like it's 50-50 right now. Like I could totally see a realm where Brad Stevens, who's been a great front office executive since he took over, learning from Danny Ainge, he's made mostly good moves. He's not going to trade Jaylen Brown unless it's a great return. So if he's not getting great offers, I think they just keep Jaylen Brown into next year. He's just not going to play. But he's got 3 years remaining. It's a hefty contract, but I think he's worth it right now. I think he should have a market. I wonder if the Clippers would pivot now. Mason, thank you for the donation. John Collins to Portland for the mid-level exception. That would be huge. They need another forward. In my John Morant Blazers rebuild, I think I signed Precious Achiuwa. I'm like, they need somebody out there as a forward moving forward. So we'll see. What else we got? Deke, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it. As the Kings fan, how realistic do you think the Duren sign and trade is? Love the content. I mean, sign and trades, like I said, it's tricky because it could just be a leverage play. It could just be like the agency of Jalen Duren bumping up the price. So yeah, the Pistons pay what they want. But like there is a framework where, so if it's a sign and trade, they're going to be sending out $45 million, we'll say for Sabonis, but the Pistons are technically only sending, I think, like the cap hold or something. So it's only like $20 million out. So they would have to attach Duncan Robinson. And Sam Vecini said on his podcast, like the money pretty much works. So I think that could be the play. Like, I think if Jalen Duren is not on the Kings next year, or excuse me, if he's not on the Pistons, he's on the Kings. But if I had to guess, like the Pistons just can't let him walk. They won 60 games. He's 22 years old. I just think they can't let him walk. Adam, thank you for the donation. Sorry if it said message retracted. I'm not sure what it said. I don't know if it was a bad thing or not. Matthew, thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Hornets should get with their trade exception? Dude, trade exceptions are so weird because teams like never use them. I mean, I don't know if they're going to get anybody right now, but I always wondered, is this going to be the Jaylen Brown team? We'll see. Because Charles Lee coached Jaylen Brown in Boston, and now Charles Lee is the head coach in Charlotte. Charlie, thank you for the donation. Can Stone get any shooters on this Rockets team? Dorian Finney-Smith and Van Vliet gone. What do you think? I know a lot of Rockets fans think Van Vliet could be gone. I mean, could this team trade for Tower Hero? I think that'd be a good addition. They have some tradable contracts. I don't think you want to give up Adams. Like, he's a rock solid role player. It sucks he got hurt last year. But like Finney-Smith is essentially an expiring. Like none of that's guaranteed. And he's not getting that guaranteed. I just don't know what guard they're getting. Like they didn't want Ja, obviously, because there was some shooting concerns. Like floor spacing wise, even though Ja's a very good point guard in which they need. Like Hero, I think makes a lot of sense. And then shooters like Luke Kennard, but it looks like they want to go after Marcus Smart, which does a lot of the no, yes, which I don't know if that's what they need watching them last year. Steve Breezy, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the Mavs clearing up space to add LeBron? I don't think that's happening. Unless LeBron really does want to play with Cooper Flagg and Kyrie again. I just think it makes more sense for him to go to Miami, Cleveland, or even Golden State over Dallas specifically. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out who the worst teams in the NBA are going to be next year because like there's so much talent on these teams. Hey, Sleep, thank you for the donation. Pels fan here. Love the videos. Thank you, man. Two genuine questions. What do you view the value of Herb Jones and Trey Murphy are? And what is the realistic outlook for the Pels seeing as they won't go full rebuild? Well, to answer the second question, I don't feel confident with Joe Dumars right now. Don't feel confident with ownership. I don't know why they haven't made a single move this offseason pretty much. I don't even know. like who else they would technically be adding. I guess they did draft Jaron Pierre, but like, I don't know. I don't think Herb Jones has as much value as we may think. It's a pretty hefty contract, and the shot hasn't been there in a few seasons. But I think you could still get like a first or a swap. And then Trey Murphy, I think you should go for what Desmond Bane went for. I think 4 first-round picks. Maybe you got to take back a semi-bad contract, but that's a phenomenal deal. I know he's extension eligible next year, but Trey Murphy's a damn good player. I think I could pull up. Like, just should have like Basketball Reference just to use as a baseline. But Murphy, like, this man can score, and he's 26 years old, and he's making like next to nothing. Not next to nothing, but 16% of your cap for that. That's great. Thank you for the dono, man. Sports Story, thank you for the dono. Is there a world where Jalen Duren is a net? I mean, yeah. The Pistons want choice, Randall. They do have the picks to probably outbid Sacramento. I mean, there's a world. I don't know if Sean Marks pulls it off. Adam, thank you for the donation as a Spurs fan. Congrats on the chip. Thank you, man. You guys will be back. Giraffe, thank you for the donation. Who would you suggest Orlando move Suggs for? That I don't really know. Just because, like, you're moving Suggs to probably extend Black. No, because you're going to roll with Franz and Paulo. Like, Suggs would be for draft capital, in my opinion. Just recoup some of that draft capital and maybe like a Marcus Smart level role player, I would say. Not Marcus Smart specifically, but like off the top of my head, it's hard to think. But there's plenty of teams that could probably use a Jalen Suggs. Like, Denver could use a Jalen Suggs. I don't know if there's a match made there. Chicago could use a Jalen Suggs. Charlotte could maybe now use a Jalen Suggs. I'm sure Boston would like Jalen Suggs. Atlanta. Like, there'd be a lot of teams that would want Jalen Suggs, I think, for the defense, but I don't know what they would kind of be looking back in return. Montas, thank you for the donation. Hello, Mr. Straws. Valanciunas to Zalgiris. So I know I'm butchering that. I apologize. Yeah, I could see Valanciunas. Is that the team he was going to play for last summer? And the Nuggets were doing everything they could to, like, block that? Maybe. Dominic, thank you for the dono. Spurs grab Rui and convince LeBron to join. I mean, that'd be sweet. That'd be freaking sweet. LeBron playing with Wemby. It's like the present versus the present, or the past for the past playing with the present is what I meant to say. That'd be sick. DDG, thank you for the dono. Raptors make another move. Jamal Murray, a center. I don't really know what they can offer for Jamal Murray because now they're dwindling their draft capital. You would have to give enough for them to, I don't even know, take on Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett. Like, you'd probably have to do Quickly and Barrett to get there financially, maybe some draft capital. But I think that's where you would have to throw in like Walter, CMB, which they're not going to do, or Alan Graves. And I don't think the Nuggets are going to do it. I'm Nick. Thank you for the dono, man. I appreciate it. If you had to guess, what is the biggest move that the Pistons are gearing up for? Must have shed some cap and gain some flexibility for a reason. I agree. I don't think it's going to be Jaylen Brown. I think they want to pay Jalen Duren, but I would not be surprised if they ended up with Tyler Hero or Norman Powell, which I don't know if those are the splashiest names. I mean, thank you for the dono. Is there any team out there willing to take Levine? It's just a 1 year expiring, so maybe. But like, I think I would just run its course with Zach Levine in Sacramento. Antonio, what's up, man? Do you see a world where JB goes to the Cavs if they don't get Braun for Mobley? I mean, that's been talked about this offseason. I think they would rather try to do like, I don't know. Is there just a Donovan Mitchell for Jaylen Brown swap? Five, what's up, man? What should San Antonio do to elevate the team? I mean, they brought back Champagnie. They have a lot of wings. They need more size in that front court. I don't know if that's going to be like Carter Bryant. I know they did draft Quaidance and Reed, but I don't know if we can rely on those rookies right away. They need a power forward. John Collins, Dean Wade, Rui Hashimura, LeBron James, like one of those guys, I think is what they need. Or they call it Memphis. They have a million power forwards. Michael, thank you for the dono. Walker Kessler is in LA because, from TMZ. He likes Luka. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's in LA. I think they're taking meetings. He's a free agent in 26 minutes. So like he can listen and he can accept a deal, but then the Jazz will have the opportunity to match it. Borworthy, thank you for the dono. What should the Grizzlies do? I mean, they got to shut up some of this front court. They just brought in Isaiah Stewart. You have Edie. Like, is there a market for Aldama? Like, I just don't see where Hendricks works out next year and Clayton and like Gigi Jackson takes a step. I think it's very crowded. But I think they should just stay the course. They have a really good draft pick chest right now going forward. They have a Lakers first next year. This swap with like 4 teams. They have this pick in 29, this pick in 2030, this pick in 2031. They're in a really good spot where they're not going to have that many. Like KCP's gone this year. Aldama can get declined. Ty Jerome could be an all-star level point guard. Maybe not, but like You could trade him, you can extend him, and then you basically have one bad contract after this year. And then maybe they hit the restricted free agency market or something next year. Ethan, thank you for the dono. Sorry for all the Portland questions. What are your thoughts on Joe Cronin's tenure based on what he's done? I mean, I didn't really like it towards the end of the Dame era. The Dame trade was great, obviously. The Denny trade was great. And I don't know if Sharp and Scoot have lived up to the hype of where they were selected, but the Tumani Kamara, DeAndre Ayton trade was obviously fantastic as well. The Klingon pick was great. There's been some good moves. There's been some bad moves. I didn't love the Jeremy Grant extension when that happened, but they were just able to get Ja. I didn't think Drew made a lot of sense, but I think it worked out. I don't think Ja makes a lot of sense, but it could definitely work out. It's a weird team right now because the West is just so tough. But thank you for the dono, man. Say, thank you for the dono. I've been watching since 2018 before you had 15 channels. Yeah, got maybe too many. Random, do you know what mic Kenny uses? I'm not sure what mic he uses. I mean, I use like a Elgato Wave 3. I know a popular one is like the Shure MV7, the Shure M7B. Those ones are very popular. Boris, thank you for the dono. Kmart, thank you for the dono. Walker Kessler reportedly in LA. I'm here. We'll see, man. But the Jazz can match it, so it's not like he's going to guarantee himself as a Laker. 3T3 Boogie, thank you for the dono. What are your thoughts on Portland's offseason so far? I'm guessing they're not done yet. We have picks and young players to go get a guy like Trey Murphy. Yeah, I talked about them a little bit before. They need another forward. They need another forward. They have the assets to like not feel the loss to get that forward. I like Trey Murphy. Andy Schultz, thank you for the dono. Hero and Turner to Golden State for Jimmy, plus picks, sign LeBron. I like it, but like what? I don't know. Like, I don't think they're trading Jimmy to Milwaukee. I think there was like that talks at one point, like, oh, for Giannis. I don't think we see that anymore. I think they're going to trade Moody, though. I think they're going to trade Moody. Logan, thank you for the dono. Donovan Mitchell and Mobley for JB and White. I think that's too much for Cleveland. I think White's lost a lot of value in the last year. I'm Nick. Thank you again for the dono. 61 team. For a 60-win team, all of their assets, the Pistons' big move being Hero or Powell would be hilarious. Anticlimactic. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I mean, they were very cautious at the deadline. They didn't really do anything. I'm just looking at this roster. I'm like, it could win 56 games again, but the East is going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot better. And you're asking Cade so much next year. So much. Sammy, thank you for the dono. I'm a Kings fan. How could we not be horrible? I mean, don't sign Kuminga. I don't even know. Like, it depends on Jalen Duren contract. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would give up picks, but I'm excited about A-Cup. I think you guys made the right pick. You guys are going to have a pretty clean cap sheet, and I think Keegan Murray still could be a really good player. I'm not done on him yet, but if he's bad this year, then maybe I will be. And then this turns into a pretty gross contract. We'll see, though. We'll see. But I think stay the course. Don't trade any more picks. And then you hope Scott Perry drafts well. And then maybe you see a team be desperate. And like, maybe remember the Suns a couple years ago that they wanted to get off the Nurkic contract so badly. Like, take on a mediocre contract for a draft pick or a swap. Like, keep making those type of moves that like Charlotte has done. Thank you for the dono, man. Blur Worthy, thank you for the dono. Do you think there's a specific position for Memphis that they should get or a certain player? I don't really know if Memphis is going to do much more outside of like maybe move a roster guy or two, because they have a lot of guys on their roster right now. They have about 19 guys with Small and Meshack who showed something for them last year. I think they'll either cut or, I mean, they're probably going to waive like Taj Gibson. Like Chris Murray, I think could have a market. Hendricks can have a market. These guys with thighs could have a market. I think you're going to just maybe set off those guys for seconds and you roll into next year with Jerome at the 1, Coward, Wells, or Coward and Gigi on the perimeter, Boozer and Edie, and then like Grant as a 6-man. Aiden, whoa, thank you for the $50 dono, man. Go. That is so nice of you. Thank you. Been watching your videos since I was in 3rd grade. 2K17, that's crazy. I was like my freshman year in college. I'm about to be a freshman in college. Okay. This is my token of appreciation. Oh man, that is way too kind. Thank you, man. You didn't have to do that. Good luck in college, man. It can be the best 4 years of your life, and obviously do everything you can in college, because you'll never be in like that. I don't know if you're commuting or you're in college, like on campus or commuting, but if you're on campus, like you're never going to be in an area with kids your age, like all around you ever again. So you got to live it up. Matthew Grosser, thank you for the dono, man. Not big fan. Thoughts on the Celtics might do. Talked about them earlier too. I think like I said John Collins, I said another guard. I thought they were going to trade Jaylen Brown, and the Clippers could still trade for Jaylen Brown. Apparently, the Blazers aren't that interested. We'll see if there's a surprise team. Like, I'm just wondering what Atlanta's doing. Is Atlanta going to trade for Jaylen Brown? He's from that, like, he's from 30 minutes from Atlanta. We'll see. And apparently, the price has gone down. We'll also see, because there's been so much smokescreen. I was so annoyed this morning because Underdog tweeted, they like obviously aggregate a lot of stuff into one, which I think it's very useful the way they do this. But they tweeted out this morning. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see. Was it this one? Yeah, it was. The Clippers haven't pursued Jaylen Brown and don't plan to. That's from the Steinwein and Jake Fisher, guys that like I respect a ton for what they do. And then they also tweeted out, I forgot Arrow Bordy didn't get a deal. They tweeted out, I think the day before, if I could find it. Oh man, if I could find it. I might have passed it. I don't know. But it was like from Vince Goodwill of ESPN. The Clippers want Jaylen Brown and they want Jaylen Brown bad. And I'm like, so they were never in on Jaylen Brown or they wanted him bad? And I remember it perfectly. I took a screenshot this morning. I can't find it, but it's in there. I know it's in there 100%. And I'm like, all right, unless Shams tweets it out, like I just know it's not happening. I'm done with the smoke screen. I'm done with the rumors. Andrew, thank you for the $1 dono. Casual, thank you for the dono. I've been a Westbrook fan for 10 to 12 years now. Where do you think he'll go? Go to Miami. I want Westbrook to ring chase. I want him to at least have a chance at a ring. I felt so bad watching him on the Kings last year, and he was like their best player. Spartan, thank you for the $2 donation. Got any crazy college stories, party stories? Jail? No. No, I don't think so. I think it was a pretty normal college experience for me. And I don't know if I had one. I don't know if I would say it here. Remember, God, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it, man. We got 7,000 people in here. Free agency starts in 19 minutes. It's Walker says in the chat, what do you think about the Warriors? I'm all for Golden State. I don't know if it's going to win any games in the playoffs next year, but I want LeBron. I mean, screw it. Give me AD. Give me Clay on a buyout. I want to see like a last dance in Golden State. That's what I want to see. Westbrook off the bench in Detroit, Sean? Yeah. I mean, they have Dennis and they have Ibuka, so I don't know. But we'll see. I got my notifications on, but like, we'll go through Twitter. This is like all the pending free agents here. I can't believe LeBron's going to be leaving. I can't believe it. Carter, thank you for the donation. What moves do you think the Nets will make? I think they sign Mitchell Robinson or another center. The center market is very thin. Maybe they trade for like Yves Missi. Maybe they end up with like I don't know if they'll get Kevon Mooney. Maybe they throw a bag at Mamu. They'll have the money to. Maybe Mo Wagner, Zach Collins, sure. Andrew, thank you for the $1 dono. Yeah, I went to Temple, Jaden. I'm in Philly. What time does it start? It starts in 18 minutes. The Golden State Big Four is dead, I know, but that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. We need Woj out of retirement, yeah. Nick Culver, thank you for the dono. Thoughts on the Cavs? Can you say what's about to my boy, Caden? What's up, Caden? How we doing? For the Cavs, I mean, go get LeBron. Go get LeBron. I mean, I don't hate the idea of trading one of the Big Four. I just don't know if it's going to change next year. Like, they need a dog. They need a Dylan Brooks. Like, I think Dylan Brooks would be the second most valuable playoff player on this team because they need somebody with like that FU mentality. I don't know if that's going to be Jalen Tyson one day, but like they're going to try to shed some money. Strus, Schroeder, Merrill. Go get LeBron. I think it's going to be Schroeder or Strus gets moved. But like if they run this team mostly back, I don't know if I like that, man. I don't know if I like that. I think they got somebody in the draft that I like, but I'm forgetting. Did they make a draft? I thought they made a second round draft pick that I like, but now I'm not really knowing who it was off the top of my head. They brought back Thomas Bryant, right? I would try to bring back Dean Wade. Did they draft somebody I liked? Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. There's been so many things going on. Oh man. Gregor, thank you for the donation. Hey, any thoughts on what the Hawks will do? I think they got a big move in them. I think they could trade for like Daniel Gafford. They need a rim protector. I guess they did bring back Jock Landale. I should have mentioned that earlier. And they have Aaron Wiggins. They just have so many wings. So many wings. Maybe they don't really make another move. Maybe it's just Vondale and Okongwu. Mike, thank you for the donation. Minnesota is interested in LeBron per NBA Central. I mean, take NBA Central with a grain of salt, but I do think that'd be freaking electric. I don't know if LeBron wants to spend his final year in Minnesota, but if he does, sign me up. That would be so much fun to watch. Stanley, thank you for the dono. As a Raptors fan, Kawhi should never have left us. I agree. Grass is always greener. I mean, he wanted to be in LA. Masai did everything he could. It kind of sucked. Like they won the title and it was immediately like, all right, you're going to lose your star franchise player. Like that kind of sucked. Will, thank you for the dono. Thanks for the hard work this offseason or this season. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Is this offseason a one-off or are they going to be like this with the new lottery rules and a second apron? I mean, I think last offseason was a little disappointing, but I do think most of them are going to be like in the middle of last offseason, this offseason. I don't know if they're going to be all like this, but like we could see the floodgates open once Giannis got traded. And I think the new lottery odds do change a lot. And next year not being like a strong draft. Yeah. I think we could see crazier off seasons now. Parting guy, thank you for the donation. Most drunk you've ever been. And then no to the latter question there. But I don't really know if I could pinpoint. Definitely have been. I don't even know. Like the one night, I don't know. I guess there's some in my head. Austin, thank you for the donation. How do you feel about the Cavs? I just, like I said, I think they need to add like somebody that with a little bit of like FU mentality, dog mentality. They need to get somebody that's going to like light everybody up. Can be a really good defender. Like they need a Dylan Brooks type guy. I don't know if they don't grow on trees, Dylan Brooks or Jaden McDaniels or OG Anunoby's, but they need one of those guys. Sexy Princess Writer, thank you for the donation. Hornets reporter on radio said they want Strus. Sure. Let's get every good 3-point shooter in the NBA with Charles Lee. I'm all for it. Is there like a Strus for, I mean, they have the money to do it. Strus for Pat Connaughton. Strus and a second for nothing. Why not? Braden, thank you for the dono. What does a Lakers and Jazz sign and trade look like? I mean, if it's a sign and trade, it's got to be like an unprotected first round pick from the Lakers. Because they, like, what would the Jazz want? They don't want Vando. Maybe they'll take a flyer on Moravia in a first. Something like that. We'll see. I don't know, though. I think it would got to be like a first, maybe a swap or something. NY Sports Act, thank you for the donation. Where do you think Mitch goes? I think it's going to be the Lakers, actually. It's a little bit of a cop-out because Kessler is really hard to pull off because you need the Jazz to not match it. So I think the Lakers, the Nets, Pelicans would be a dark horse team. Spartan Guy, thank you for the donation, or Spartan. Super Bowl prediction. Fantasy Football League with subs. That could be fun. Favorite show all time. Breaking Bad or Suits. Suits, I really like Suits. Super Bowl predictions, Steelers. No, I'm just kidding. Probably Rams. I want to say Rams Texans. Like, I want to think the Texans can get there, but like CJ Stroud just needs to, I don't know. They've won a couple playoff games, but we'll see. Their defense is just so good. I'll go Rams Texans. A little maybe different. Man, we got 14 minutes till free agency starts. I'm excited, man. I'm excited because like nothing happens usually right away, and then like a bunch of moves will happen. I plan on going live tomorrow, depending on like how today works or finishes out. Gregor, thank you for the donation. What is the trade value for a Okongwu if the Hawks trade? I think teams would value a Okongwu. I don't can't really pinpoint like picks right now. Like I think he would have similar value to Naz Reid. Like the contract's better. It's 16.1, 16.8. Maybe like Naz Reid-ish. Maybe Naz Reid-ish. Definitely more value than like Claxton and Randall. Captain Dream, thank you for the dono. What about LeBron, Simmons, and falls to the Sixers, man? What could have happened if that happened in 2018? That would have been insane. Oscar, thank you for the dono. Am I the only one who doesn't like Bron in Cleveland? He'd be going from 2 ball-dominant guards to 2 worst ball-dominant guards coming to Miami. I mean, yeah, like playing with like the Cavs who've had some disappointing playoff exits in recent memory, even though last year they made it to the conference finals, is a little questionable. I didn't like the James Harden for Garland trade when it happened. I don't know if you still do that. Like they finally made it to the conference finals, but like I do like LeBron playing with Mobley. I think, is there a LeBron Allen sign and trade? Like what leverage do the Lakers have there? LeBron's already leaving. I like LeBron at the 4, Mobley at the 5. I don't know how I feel about like LeBron, Mobley, Allen. And I agree. Like, I mean, Donovan Mitchell has showed up, but then he kind of fizzles out a little bit throughout the games after a great start. E. Danderson, thank you for the dono. Where do you think LeBron ends up? Golden State. If I had to guess, it's going to be Golden State, which I think he's got a better chance of winning. Obviously, if he goes to the East, I don't know what East team. I guess the Cavs or the Heat would make the most sense. And then Spurs, Minnesota, I would say are some fun dark horse teams. NY Sports Act, thank you for the donation. Who do you think signs? I'm going to say New York. I don't know if that's what you meant. I think the Knicks get Kevon Mooney to replace Mitch. Not exciting. And like, I was excited about Gershon last summer and it didn't work out, but like, we'll see if it works out here. You don't like Barnes re-signing Baba? Yeah, I saw that, but like apparently Jared Weiss reported like he means so much to that locker room. So I think that was a little bit of like a locker room veteran tax, but I agree. They need a better power forward. Carter, thank you for the donation. What moves do you think Brooklyn makes? I said it before. I think they can go after Mitchell Robinson. Could they be like a dark horse Jaylen Brown team? I don't think Brad Stevens wants to send him within the division. They have a lot of like power forwards, right? Like Wolf, Clowney, and Randall. I did like the Sharp and Minot contracts. I think they can get Mitch. I think they're going to add a center. Maybe it's Mitchell Robinson. Maybe they find a way to give Jalen Duren or Walker Kessler a contract. More worthy, thank you for the dono. I feel like Draymond to Denver would be a great fit. Draymond and Jokic, sure. Like there could be some synergy with how good of passers they are at their positions. Like what's the trade? Or well, I guess he's a free agent. But like, Draymond's not leaving Golden State, I think. If it didn't happen before, I don't think it happens now. And I think he opted out to get LeBron by his side, but we'll see. Thank you for, like, we got 7,800 people in here, and we got, what, 21 minutes until free agency? And then I'm excited, because then we could, like, refresh Twitter, and we could see some deals go down. I know a lot of guys have re-signed already. Like, a lot of guys have re-signed. But I think a lot of guys are still available. Bobby Keane, thank you for the donation. Would you kiss Wemby for another Knicks finals dub? I mean, someone's got to take one for the team. Oh, NY Sports. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for the dono. I meant, who do you think signs tonight? I mean, it's tough to predict. Like, I don't think LeBron signs tonight. Like, Harden probably resigns. I guess a lot of these guys have already resigned. Like, could Tobias Harris sign tonight? Rui's going to have a lot of suitors. I can see Rui signing in like an hour and a half. I think Simons or Sexton, one of those guys signs. Maybe Grimes, like just Mather and getting like a deal tonight. It's really hard to predict. I don't know. I don't know these guys. I don't know their agents. But I think we could see some notable moves happen. I hope at least. Teddy, thank you for the dono, man. I appreciate it. I hope we get a trade. Like a trade on the live would be cool. Trade on the live would be cool. We got 10 minutes. And I'm also going to get my Kawhi Raptors rebuild up tonight after I stream. So you can be on the lookout for that. I didn't have enough time to record and get that uploaded, I think, between that and the live. Matthew, thank you for the dono. Who do you think is the next superstar to ask out? I mean, who do I think is the next superstar to ask out looking at these teams? So I guess we already got Jaylen Brown. Like Donovan Mitchell, if he doesn't sign the extension, keep an eye on him. Does Orlando break up Franz or Paolo? But I don't think they just got new contracts. I don't think they're asking out nobody down here. I mean, AD could ask out if he doesn't get the extension. I don't think Denver, anybody asks out. I don't think Book is asking out. I don't think anybody in the Rockets is asking out. Like KD would have done that already. Booker's not asking out. I don't know about a star, but somebody on Portland, if there's like a lot of mouths to feed at the guard position, could ask out. Zion's not asking out. Kyrie's not asking out. I don't really know, man. I don't really know. Maybe Markkanen. I don't know if he would ever ask out either. He's under a great contract. DD Page, under a great contract for him. What do you think about this 3-team trade? Murray to the Raptors, Brown and Quickly to Denver, Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, and Jakob Poeltl to the Celtics. Who says no? I think Denver says no. I don't think... Brown and Quickly for Murray, Gordon, and Cam Johnson. I don't think they say yes to that. I don't think Denver does. I mean, Boston gets Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, and Jakob. Jakob's got an unfavorable contract. I feel like that's a pretty good trade. Like, Toronto trading away Quickly and Jakob Poeltl for Jamal Murray feels like a heist of all heists. CCW Gaming, thank you for the dono. Not a free agent, but thoughts on my favorite player, John Conchar. I can't say I watched too much John Conchar last year. Was he in the... Yeah, he was in the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade. I don't know. I guess I don't really have thoughts on John Conchar, to be honest with you. He got that $6 million year contract from the Grizzlies a couple years ago. From Purdue, Fort Wayne. Like, cool career. Cool career. Sorry I don't have much more thoughts on him. Is he your favorite player? Because I don't know if he's like from anywhere. Anthony Edwards is the next one. That's what people were saying. Thank you, Epic Gamer, for the donation and the kind words. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you for the dono. Hey, Matt, what was your childhood look, or what was my childhood like? I don't know. I played sports, went to school, hung out with friends, played video games, played a lot of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, watched my Knicks suck, watched the Mets suck, watched the Steelers be good. Daytong, thank you for the dono. Pacers predictions. Said it before, but like, not like Landry Shamet because he resigned, but like Luke Kennard, Kelly Oubre, Dean Wade. I think one of those guys is who they end up with. And Benjamino, thank you for the dono. 8,500 people in here. Not really a crazy notification, but the NBA did just announce that the salary cap is going to be set at $164 million. The tax is going to be at $200 million for next year. Does it say? Maybe that's just how we all knew that was. I don't know if this is new information. I don't know if it's gone up. Maybe somebody maybe one of the cap guys will give a good explanation on that. We'll see. I can kind of just scroll through here and we'll see what ends up happening. Keith Smith's pretty, he's not pretty. He's really good with the cap stuff. Very good follow. Hackle, thank you for the donation. Don't know if I'm going to read that out loud. Gregorian Thunder, thank you for the donation. What could the Hawks get for Brown? I mean, they have some picks. They have like that Bucks Pelicans swap wars this year. They have all their picks after this year done from the DeJounte trade, I believe, right? Yeah, 2028, they have a swap with Cleveland from the Hunter trade. Like, they can offer Reese Ashe, they can offer Naw, they can offer Kungwu, they can offer Daniels, not all of those guys, but a mixture of them. Buddy Hield's $9 million. Ace and Newell. Like, obviously, Jalen Johnson's off limits, but I think everybody, and like Kingston Flemings is off limits. I'd say Zuby's off limits, but like, I don't know if they'd rather trade Zuby or Newell. I'd assume it'd be Zuby, but I don't know. Colby, thank you for the donation. What's up, man? What team do you think Brown ends up on? If it's not Boston, I just feel like Portland or Atlanta, but there could be a surprise team. Nobody thought Ja was going to end up on Portland. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I guess I can refresh this underdog because they got something. We got 5 minutes till free agency is live. 5 minutes. Kate Breezy, thank you for the donation. Jalen Brown and Hauser for Franz and Suggs. I don't think Orlando does that right now. I think they want to see what they have with Franz and Paolo. Isaac, thank you for the donation. Free agency targets for Portland. Mamu, I think would be a good addition. I think it'd be a great stretch four next to Donovan Clingan. I think like one of those forwards, John Collins, Rui, those might be pipe dreams. Could they trade for Trey Murphy? Tobias Harris, sure. Kenrich Williams, could they convince him to leave? Dean Wade, I think any of those guys with size, Tari Eason, they probably can't afford enough to overpay for him not to get matched. I'd just say a power forward like that. Tyler Paris, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thunder predictions. I think they trade Lou Dort, and I think they try to extend Cason Wallace. I really wonder what's going on with Cason Wallace because something feels weird. Like maybe a deal gets done and he won't be a restricted free agent until next offseason. But this team has so many guards and bigs. Like, they don't have many wings. Cab, thank you for the donation. Hey, Matt, wonder if you know anything about Amari Monroe and where he would end up. Hope someone picks him up. I do not. Is that a... Why does that name not even sound familiar? I'm not sure. Maybe he was an undrafted guy? Maybe. But I hope so, man, because maybe you know. Amari Monroe, I don't know if that was like one of those things that I just sounded like an idiot saying, but no. I wonder too. Let me actually look up who that is because I feel bad. I played a Quinnipiac. Shout out Quinnipiac. My sister went there. Good ball player. For a summer league team, that'd be cool. Flatford, thank you for the donation. Blazers fan here. What are we doing? I don't know. Running out every guard you can next year. But like Ja's like a better asset than Jeremy Grant, or at least I'm willing to take a chance on that. So we'll see. But Underdog tweeted, Pistons have offered what they believe is the most lucrative contract possible for Jalen Duren. Detroit is not interested in any sign and trade deals and will match any restricted offer sheet he signs. That's from Mark Spears. See, I guess they might have said that on ESPN because I don't think I feel like that's where they pull it. Why is that? Oh, there's Mark Spears. Do I follow Mark Spears? I do not follow Mark Spears. Yeah, he did tweet that. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like Mark Spears, it's a pretty good source for the most part. So yeah, we got free agency starting in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Jacob, thank you for the donation. Cavs fan here. Get Bron, Harden, and a first. Oh, get Bron, Harden, and a first for Kyrie. Sure. I mean, you could have probably done Garland and a first for Kyrie, but like they made the Harden trade. The duration of the contract. Well, let's see what happens here, man. I'm excited. I wonder if Pete Smith said anything about that salary cap tweet. Now, Leonard Miller, fully guaranteed for Michael Scotto. Cool. The Bulls wave Cam Jones, then. One of my biggest draft misses. Like, he didn't work out in Indy. I know there was like that, like weird, I don't know if he got arrested, but it was like a car thing earlier in the year. And then he's got waived by Chicago. I loved watching him at Marquette. I thought he was a damn good player. So Keith also tweeted out, the Lakers have $51 million. The Nets have $41 million if they delay adding Randall. And then the Bulls have $31 million. Like Peyton Watson, the Clippers could create $31 million cap. Peyton Watson to these teams. We'll see about Duren. We'll see about Kessler. I feel like it is more likely that Kessler leaves than Jalen Duren at this point. So the second apron's at 221. I feel like we knew that. That might have already been like kind of pretty much projected. I can't believe Kawhi's a Raptor. I can't believe it. We got almost 10,000 people in here. Free agency starts in a minute. We'll see what happens. Ben Jamino, thank you for the dono. Do you think LeBron could team up with AD and DC? Thought about it. Would be cool. I don't think so. LFX, thank you for the donation. Go Hornets. What are we doing? I think you guys are trying to finish with like the 10th best lottery odds, win the lottery next year, and then have like a clean cap sheet going forward. Because they have a lot of guys. Like, I don't think really Charlotte's making any more trades, to be honest with you. Or like, they have most of their guys under contract. They will have 13 guys basically. And no, they got, yeah, they pretty much got a full roster set out, especially with Steinbach and Anderson still need to be added. D4N, thank you for the donation. Any idea on what the Bucks will do? I think they'll see the market for their veterans, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I feel like they're an interesting team right now. Could they trade Tyler Hero? We'll see. Yeah, free agency has officially begun. Guys. It is time. I remember last year when I was streaming with you guys, nothing happened like for like 10 or so minutes. We'll see if there's something like right on the dot. Mavericks, you know, they wanted to tweet this for season tickets. Also, people were saying that Jalen Brunson could be on the cover of 2K because it's like it looks like a New York City subway. Would be cool. All right. Anything? Also, if you guys could maybe drop a thumbs up on the stream, I appreciate it a lot. Coco, thank you for the donation. As a Mavs fan, I want back Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I could see that for sure. He's going to have a good market. I think he leaves Denver. Quentin Grimes would be a fun get back as well. Quentin Grimes. Not Quentin Grimes. Cam Jones. I thought he was going to be good, man. I mean, he still can. But, like, unfortunate rookie year. Not even, like, play really for the Pacers with all their injuries. Is Cam going back to the Nets? Cam Johnson? I mean, they could try to help the Nuggets save some money. They already got that 2032 first and a better player in Michael Porter Jr. Where do I think Kuminga goes, Marco? Sacramento, and I don't like it that much. Wemby's already on the cover of 2K27. I can see them doing like some alternate covers or something like that. I don't know if this has changed. Like, I gotta read into that cap stuff after this. Emmett Ball, thank you for the donation, man. Thoughts on Charlotte trading for DeJounte Murray or Scoot? I think we need a playmaking one to stay competitive. I like Kobe running the second unit a lot more. I feel that. I wouldn't advise trading for DeJounte Murray. I would say Scoot, I'm interested on a flyer. Scoot and Miller on the same team would be kind of funny. I'd take Scoot on a flyer more than DeJounte. I would like that a little bit more. Thank you, man, for the dono. We got 11,000 people in here. Thank you to everybody that's came out. If you could drop a thumbs up on the stream, maybe subscribe if you're not already. Great Warrior, thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Wolves are grabbing? I think a power forward. I mean, I've talked about every power forward that every team should go after, like Dean Wade, John Collins, Tobias Harris, Rui Hashimura. Then they don't have a lot of cap space, so I wonder if they're like a trade team, like Jayshawn Tate, Ochai Agbaji. Could they take a flyer on? Jalen Wilson? Jameer Watkins, I think, got non-tendered. Not really a forward, but like has some size to his game. Spencer Jones, could they poach him? Any Raptors thoughts? Center spot? I think you guys roll into next year with Pirtle and Conroy Boyles. Maybe you sign like a minimum guy. LeBron to the Knicks would blow my mind, but it's just not happening. It's not happening. Even though I wouldn't beat LeBron for Mitchell Robinson sign and trade. Maybe Dolan will go into the second apron for him. Oh, man, my heart, like, oh, my God. This was the worst day of my life. When that happened. All right, come on. Give me, like, the first signing soon. Like, we got to get some signing soon. All right, 603. So maybe there's no tampering because you don't want it to come out right away because you might think that the league might think that you're tampering right now. Yeah, I needed Nurkic to come to Philly. Trev, thank you for the donation. Rockets getting any more help than Marcus Smart? I don't think like a free agency splash. I'd assume they bring back Tari Eason. I don't know if I like the Marcus Smart signing because like it just feels like Dorian Finney-Smith 2.0. I know Smart was like really good for the Lakers last year and probably better than Finney-Smith was. And Finney-Smith has been so hurt. So I wonder if there's a trade there, to be honest with you. Like, can they trade Finney-Smith's expiring for somebody that has like 2 years left with not as much of a favorable contract? We got 12,000 people in here. Thank you guys for all coming out. I appreciate it. Sixers, I think same thing. I think the Sixers need a power forward. They need a center. The problem is if you need a center, because they could use a backup, it's not a strong free agency market. Like Kevon Mooney is going to have some suitors. Drummond's going to have some suitors. Like Nick Richards, take a flyer on Nick Richards. Drew Eubanks. Ariel Porty. I don't think he's the best player in the world, but worth a flyer as like a third string center. BZ, I was thanking for the donation as a Hawks fan. Trading for DeJounte Murray never works out. Yeah, also that too. Could have mentioned it didn't work out for the Pelicans. Didn't work out for the Hawks. Matthew Taylor, thank you for the $5 donation. Hawks predictions. I thought they were going to trade for a center, but giving Jock Landale $14 million, I don't know. I think this is going to be their roster. Since they got Wiggins, they didn't bring back Kuminga. I wonder if they're going to be the Jaylen Brown trade. That's like the only thing I could see happening. Maybe on like a bigger scale. Yeah, we wasted all the entertaining stuff. I don't know. Like we needed these trades to go down before free agency pretty much because teams wanted to know like what cap space they had. Hey, thank you, Finley McQueen. I don't know what my I made it moment. I think just getting like recognized in public is kind of crazy. LeBron, thank you for the donation. LeBron's son. Yo, Bronny, like where is he going to be? Thoughts on Emmanuel quickly and Jakob Poeltl for De'Aaron Fox? I mean, we're talking about bad contracts for bad contracts. As much as I'd say the Raptors should do that, because I think that's a really good trade for the Raptors. It doesn't help their floor spacing issues, but Kawhi's a better three-point shooter than Ingram. I don't think the Spurs do that. The Spurs run back Poeltl. I think the Raptors would have to kick in some draft capital because those contracts are like this Poeltl contract is not kind, and then that quickly contract has 3 years left. Come on, give me the first free agency signing. What do we got here? I'm like checking my like any notification I get. I'm like, is it the first thing? But I don't know. With the second apron, like teams might want to wait. I don't think there's like a Giannis thing like there was last offseason holding it up. Like Giannis got traded. I did tweet out where the free agency signing's at. Shams' Wi-Fi's out. Yeah, I don't know. I remember last offseason though, like I'm not like pressed. Like I think it took a minute. I forgot. I think it was it Thomas Bryant? No, wasn't it like a Celtics big? Was it Chris Boucher? There was somebody that signed like like immediately last year and nothing happened. So I think there's gonna be some time, and then like Naw came in and some of the other guys. The Wizards hold all the cards. Thank you for the donation, man. I mean, if we want to get if we want to talk about conspiracies, maybe they do because of the AD trade. IG Knack or IG, sorry for butchering your name. Imagine LeBron goes to OKC. I don't think he would do that just because it's not worth it for the PR there. Khalil returns. Thank you for the donation. Been watching since I was 12. Now you're 20. Oh my God, that makes me feel old, but thank you, man. I would assume you Glazer. Thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Wolves could get? I've said this so many times, but any of the power forwards, Collins, could they take a flyer on Kuminga? Dean Wade, Rui Hashimura, one of those guys, I would say. Could some team trade for Justin Champagnie? Because the Wizards have like a million guys to play, and Champagnie might be like the most underrated guy there. Sam Hall, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Love your content and commitment, bro. I think could potentially get Mikal Bridges if they want. Who? Save Knicks money and they add an elite 3-and-D. Oh, you don't have the team in there that adds Mikal Bridges. But like, I just don't think the Knicks are breaking up their roster like that. I don't think they're trading anyone of the top guys. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks traded Deuce McBride this offseason. Is there like a Deuce McBride for Yemisi? Like you have Alvarado, you have Shamit. They might bring back Clarkson. I'm not sure. Harry Goat, thank you for the donation. 2 of the Heat, Hawks, Wiz, Hornets, Knicks, Cat. Okay, basically every Eastern team are going to flat out miss the playoffs this year. That's crazy. Love you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I know. Like, I don't know what team I can confidently say is going to miss the playoffs next year. I feel like Brooklyn, Chicago, maybe Milwaukee, Charlotte, I feel, I guess, better about. So that means like there's going to be 11 other teams. So 3 of those are not going to make the playoffs, which is crazy. I agree, man. I think we said that last year too. And then like, yeah, Indiana fell off. But like Milwaukee fell off. But yeah, it's wild. Both conferences are really competitive now. Julio, thank you for the donation. Been watching since I was a freshman and I'm starting med school next month. No way. Let's go, man. That's huge. Proud of your growth, man. Thank you, man. Congrats, dude. That's huge. Sean Blake, thank you for the donation. Big Nets fan. Who do you like for us? Maybe a center? Yeah. I said Mitchell Robinson earlier. I stick by Mitchell Robinson. A-Dog, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Been a fan for a while now. Always love your rebuilds. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Braden, thank you for the donation. Could the Heat get one of their OG shooters back? Robinson, Strus, Vincent. If they become free agents, yeah, like Gabe Vincent on a 1-year deal. Why not? They brought back Fontecchio. I think so. I think the Heat, like I think Anthony Simons would be a great pickup for them. Aiden Connor, thank you for the donation. Love and appreciate your content, bro. You still think Jaylen Brown to Portland is in the cards? I do. Like it just makes sense. But all the reports are saying no, it's just not happening. Nothing here. Nothing free agency. Freddie deactivated his account. No way. That's crazy. People were hate. I don't even know what was going on with that. My phone fell again. But yeah, nothing. Come on. What's the first news going to be? What's the first news going to be? I need something, man. I'm beating it. We're ungrateful as NBA fans. We really are. Brady Carpenter, thank you for the donation, man. So who do you see the Magic going for, and what should they try to do in the offseason? I talked about before, maybe they trade away Jalen Suggs, just because you're looking at the cap sheet and it's going to be an issue financially one day. Carter Jr.'s making a decent money. Do they trade Badatse to bring back Mo Wagner? I think there could be a Badatse trade still. They need another shooter. Is there a minimum shooter out there? They need a guy that can like run the offense, and there's not that many good, point guards, like pure passing point guards here. Like Ty Jerome would be a great trade piece for them. Like Mike Conley is a veteran. Like, sure, take a flyer on Mike Conley. Bones Highland, like not. I think like the playmaker they need. Did Kyle Lowry retire yet? I don't think so. Ruby, thank you for the donation. What do you think about LeBron in Minnesota? I think it's freaking awesome. Like LaMelo and McDaniels, LeBron, Gobert, sign me up. I'm watching every Wolves game. Thank you for the donation. From a Sixers point of view, would you do Grimes for Portis? Yeah, probably, because they need more size, and Grimes was just legitimately not good for them down the stretch. But I think Portis is a little overrated, but they need more size. Joshua, thank you for the donation. What do you think about the Pelicans? Any opinions on what they should do? Trade, I hate to say it, but everyone, like, you're not competing in this Western Conference. You have your pick again, which I know you don't want to be in the relegation zone with the new lottery odds, and maybe that's why they're not doing anything. But, like, what is this team accomplishing next year in the West? Like, it's not a terrible team. Just there's so many good teams and that are, I think, better than them. Like, are you just never going to trade Zion? Are you going to trade Trey Murphy an offseason from now when he is even less value? We'll see. True, thank you for the donation. What do you think are the top 3 Bron destinations? Golden State, Cleveland, Miami. But like Minnesota and San Antonio would be fun. Ginger, thank you for the donation. Hashimura, John Collins for the Spurs. I like Rui more. I think Rui's a perfect fit. Matthew Smith, thank you for the donation. Could you see the Magic trading for a Harden or Kyrie Irving? I mean, those guys make sense, but like they're older. Do the Magic think they can win it all next year? I'm not sure. They kind of blew their load a little bit on the Bane trade. Are they going to extend Black? I don't really know what the Magic do. Oh, like, thank you for the dono. What is the best chocolate? I think I'm just a milk chocolate guy. Over a dark, at least. All right. Anything. Not one thing here. Mark Spears, you want to give me something? Come on, man. Give me one free agency signing. I don't care if it's Kevon Looney. I don't care if it's Bones Highland. I don't care if it's the last guy on this list, if it's Sharif Cooper. Give me something. Luke Breen, thank you for the dono. Big fan. Clippers get their 27 pick back somehow. I don't know how they would do that because the Thunder have it in an unprotected swap. So it'd be very tough unless they took on the Lou Dort contract for them, which I don't think that's going to happen. James, thank you for the donation. Been watching since 10th grade, 2018. That's crazy, man. Thank you. Love the rebuild's been whacking the past couple of weeks, dude. That's more than fine. I upload enough content. Happy for you, the Knicks one. Thank you, man. Means a lot. Come on, give me one thing here. Give me one thing. Any aggregation from NBA Central? That's how desperate I am. No. Give me something. Shams, I've seen so many Shams memes. Shams fell asleep. Oh, man. Somebody give us something. Like, we need Zion. I actually do need Zion getting traded. Francis scored. I've been not locked into the World Cup. I was watching Wimbledon a little bit earlier today. Zion to the Dodgers. It's Shriver. Thank you for the donation. Without the AD trade, can the Warriors land LeBron? Yes, I think so. Like, you have Porzingis. You have like somewhat of a front court because like you're gonna get Jimmy back at one point. It's an ACL tear in 2026. Like, it's not the end of the world. Jimmy is older, but like Jimmy, like the synergy with Jimmy, like in LeBron, we'll see how it works. But like, yeah, I think you can still sell LeBron this team, but you got to trade Moody. Michelle, thank you for the donation. What are your thoughts on the Wolves and Rockets rebrands? I love the Wolves rebrand. Do they have it updated here yet? Yeah, like I like the Wolves rebrand a lot. I hate it's another basketball circle logo just because like what they used to be, but it's fine. The Rockets, they don't have it here. Hold on, let me rebrand it. It's like kind of looks like the Dorito chip here. It's fine. It's different. I don't know if I like it. I think, isn't it like an alternate logo? It's the global logo. It's fine. These are, I don't know if this is real, but that's really clean. I like this color scheme. I think the Wizards and maybe the Hornets need a rebrand as well. We're actually more showing interest. Spurs, yeah, kind of knew about that. All right, who's tanking for Wemby next year? Thank you, Flapper, for the donut. Yeah, who's taking for Tyron Stokes? Manny, thank you for the donation. Who will my Lakers target in the Luka Reeves era? I think centers, right? Like, you got to land somebody. You got to land Mamu. You got to land Mitchell Robinson, Kessler, Duran. Maybe they trade for Gafford, reunite him and Luka. Stanman, thank you for the donation. Saw your reaction when the Lakers sniped Carr. Yeah, I was very disappointed. I wanted my Knicks to get him, and it was, of course, the Knicks pick. Same thing with AJ Mitchell. Same thing with Keyshawn George. Come on, give me something. Jake Fisher said on his BR stream that he expects Quentin Grimes to sign a contract in the range of $10 million annually. Okay, interesting. Shams. At least I do appreciate Shams. It's like everything he tweets is usually like the Giannis thing kind of got dragged out a little bit, but it's been usually like notable news. Stewie says the Suns are reportedly interested in Kennard. I saw that too. I think that could be realistic. They need to replace Grayson Allen, so that'd probably be a semi-good replacement, I would say. For probably cheaper, you could say. Krill, thank you for the donation. Big fan from Italy. Hey, shout out, man. Went there for the first time last year. Beautiful country. Do you think the Pistons may do a sign and trade with Jalen Duren, and who could they get? I mean, it's been reported it could happen. I don't know if it will. But like, if it's going to happen with the Lakers, it's probably draft capital. If it's going to happen with the Kings, it's either Levine or Sabonis. Yeah, we need tampering to come back. So we just have, I think like Dylan Brooks, like Brunson, Van Vliet, like those guys signed so early in the 22 offseason. I can't believe Kawhi's a Raptor, man. Josh Giddey to the Magic, I don't hate that. But like, is it Josh Giddey for Suggs? And then we have a Bane Giddey backcourt. Oh boy, I don't know how I feel about that. We still got 13,000 people in here. Thank you guys. Thank you to everyone that's came out. I'm ready for something. I need a reaction to something here. Come on, give me something. Oh man. Okay, no, I thought that was something new. It's a retweet. But yeah, shout out to Precious, man. He wasn't bad for the Kings last year at all. Ben Simmons, I saw he came out of the woodworks a little bit recently. He was like, I might go to Miami. I like Spo. ESPN is saving the news for the show at 7. Well, I don't think they're doing that, right? Like they gotta just have it when he has it, right? You guys are unreal in the chat. LeBron to the Spurs would be sick. I'm not gonna lie. De'Aaron Fox traded to Subway. Stop. We gotta be nice, man. Haynes kind of hinted at Charlotte move on NBA TV, raises eyebrows talking about their traded player exception. I mean, are they just giving up draft picks in the TPE for Jaylen Brown? I don't know how big that is. Yeah, I guess free agency was not today. Oh man. Yeah, come on. Not one of these guys had a contract done. Even a re-signing I'll take. Big Baby Goat, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Love you in every form of content you give. Hey, appreciate that, man. Are you under the opinion there are no bad one-year deals? Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's a such thing as a bad one-year deal. Could you have given that money to somebody else? Sure, you could play it like that. But the McCollum and Mondo contracts, I'm all for it. Like, I think I'd rather give you 1 year 14 than 2 years 14. In some senses. And for those guys, yeah, I don't hate it. Mondo is a little much, but like, if you weren't going to use that elsewhere, and I think Mondo is pretty underrated as like a 4 spacing 5 too. How it was made. Thank you for the dono. You're the GOAT, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. We got almost 14,000 people in here waiting for something to happen. 14,000 people. We need something to happen. We need one thing. Come on, Shams. Give us something. Dude, give me a Jaylen Brown trade right now. I'm greedy. Pacers interested in Kelly Oubre. Saw that too. I think that could be an ad. I wonder if he's going to be gone. Oh, Shams, you scared me. But it's like a playback. I mean, we can maybe listen to this. Can you guys hear this?
Where he can have happiness. And what does happiness mean? Sources close to LeBron James told me a place where he can play meaningful basketball, can compete on a night-to-night basis. And we've seen the last couple of years, there's been a lot of changes come to this Lakers organization. So for LeBron James, the priority in leaving LA and going to a new home is finding that happiness and finding a place where he can compete at the highest level. I'm told this is not going to be a financially driven, money-driven decision for LeBron James coming up. And then you get to the who of it all. I am told LeBron James will not be in a rush in his decision, but expect a dozen teams that are contending, teams that have aspirations to potentially go far in the playoffs, reach out to LeBron James, express interest. 3 notable teams that everyone around the league is keeping an eye on with LeBron James: the Golden State Warriors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Miami Heat. 2 of those teams.
All right, I don't think any of that's too shocking, but I think we talked about that before, maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to hear what Sham said there. Sorry if I missed any of these, but Brandon, thank you for the donation. Do you think they'll hold all the deals until the 7 p.m. ESPN free agency special? I don't think so. Like, I guess, like, Shams, if he knows, he's getting it out right away, so nobody else beats him to it. Rico, thank you for the donation. Big fan since 2K18. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Still remember that Nets rebuild with all those 90 overs. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite rebuilds ever. With like D'Lo on the cover. Thank you. What do you think the Nets do? Any shot I can insert for you? Maybe in the future, man. If I'm looking for one. But for the Nets, I think Mitchell Robinson. I think they're going to add a center. Mitchell Robinson, Mamu, somebody like that. Maybe they're the Kevon Mooney team. Nosferatu, thank you for the donation. The waiting gimmick to act like they didn't tamper. Yeah, right. No, that's literally what we're doing here. Mr. Man, thank you for the donation. Will the Heat be able to trade away Jovic contract? I don't know, man. It hasn't even kicked in. Well, it kicks in now. I don't think so. It's not great. So the Jovic contract is 16, 14, 15, 16. It's not great. It's not great. Lewis, thank you for the donation. What pick do you think Yax would have gone if he's young? I mean, if Jackson Lendenberg did what he did at 18, he's going like 2, but he's not. That's why he ended up going 11. Colby, thank you for the donation. While we wait, do you think there's a trade? Where do you think Trey Murphy goes? If Jaylen Brown gets traded, I think he ends up in Boston. If not, Detroit. Could Detroit be saving some money to get Trey Murphy? Maybe. The Pacers should open up the checkbook because he wants to go to Indiana. Luke, thank you for the dono. Big fan. Can you make a starting 5 out of the free agents? Like the best ones there? I mean, I won't count Harden because he's going back. Like LeBron at the 4, Peyton Watson at the 3, Kessler at the 5, or Duren at the 5. I mean, actually, I might go LeBron at the 1, Rui at the 4, and then like Norman Powell at the 2. Not a lot of defense there. Rui and Kessler are going to have to help out a lot of defense. But for thank you for the dono. What does early bird mean next to Tobias Harris? So they get their early bird rights, I'm pretty sure. Where they could have gone like over the cap, like, which is kind of like bird rights. You can go over the cap to sign your guy back. And I guess early bird rights is because they had him for a multi-year deal and they're able to pull that off. Oh, we got our first deal. Sorry, I'll go back to the super chats in a second. Thank you, Jacob, for the donation. We finally got a contract. Welcome to free agency. Welcome to free agency. Ousmane Dieng. It's on a 3-year deal, $17.5 million to return to the Milwaukee Bucks. That is the kicking off free agency. Oh, Chris Haynes. DeAndre Jordan is going back to the Pelicans. You can't make this up. Oh, man. The Pelicans. That's exactly what moves they should be making this offseason. Oh, we finally had something go down at least. Yeah, I mean, Ousmane Dieng, $5 million a year, the upside is there. The upside is there for sure. Jacko, thank you for the donation. Gabriel, thank you for the donation. 80 to Golden State, Jimmy to Boston, plus picks, JB to Washington. Thoughts? Boston's not doing that unless you're throwing him like every pick. And Arpad, thank you for the donation. Last year's as a Mavs fan, I was excited about getting D'Lo. 2 years ago, we were in the finals. Nico Harrison is my sleeper. Steven, I know, man. Life comes at you quick. All right. DeAndre Jordan and Ousmane Dieng have kicked off free agency. Oh, Bones Highland is back in Minnesota. You can definitely trust John Krasinski. Yeah, that's a big get back. That is a big get back for them. I wonder what the numbers are there because Bones was legitimately good. He was better than Dillingham. He was better than Conley. Yeah, it's a big get back. Yeah, I guess DeAndre Jordan, man, is just he's the veteran in the locker room. I wonder what the Bones Highland dollar amount is. Like, I assume this is just the veteran minimum. And thank you for the donation. I love that Will Dawkins, big dog, Rich Paul, re-AD. He's saving the win single-handedly. I mean, he's done a good job, Will Dawkins, for sure. For sure. DeAndre Jordan, Usman Jang, and Bones Island. Well, I wonder what the Bones Island dollar amount is. All right, we're getting some deals. Come on. We just had to break the ice. Now we're gonna get more things to come through. I mean, we're gonna be live for a decent amount, so we can definitely get some things at. Oh, it's maybe a 1 year deal. Maybe a 1 year deal. That's interesting. I'm surprised there wouldn't be more of a market for him. All right. Kessler's in LA. Yeah, we'll see about Kessler, man. I'm excited. I hope we get like something about that. Duren for Brown. I mean, that was thrown around before like all these trades happened. Could see that. New NBA salary cap 165. Like every team's above it. Shams officially tweeted out DeAndre Jordan, but he was not the first person to find out. We knew about this a minute ago. Rich Rod, thank you for the donation. Nets sign Kessler and trade for Jaylen Brown. I mean, that'd be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be awesome. I just think the Jazz are going to match it. But we'll see, man. I feel like Kessler is more likely to leave than Duren. Super Pony, thank you for the donation. What would a Pacers trade for Murphy look like? I guess you're going to have to trade away Obi and McConnell. I don't know if Neesmith's getting it done. Maybe. But I think you'd rather do Obi and McConnell or Jarris Walker and McConnell and something else. And then you're probably going to trigger the first apron, which is fine. But like, I don't think the ownership wants to go into that, unfortunately. I haven't really been following the World Cup. I'm going to watch the USA-Bosnia game tomorrow night, but I'm not. I know, like, it's awesome. I know it's awesome. And I know I'm kind of lame for not being locked in. We got 15,000 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Kate Denna, thank you for the donation. LeBron is coming to Charlotte. We got Bojangles. But you got to give him, I think, maybe rights to the company, some equity. Come on, can we get something new? I thought we just got something new, but yeah, Bo Tylen back in Minnesota. Pretty notable, I would say. I would probably rank this in the scale of like Bones because he's going to be on a good team. Then we got Jang. Then we got DeAndre Jordan. I like how the Pelicans, who won like 26 games last year, their big moves this offseason have been drafting Jaron Pierre like 59 and DeAndre Jordan. Let's see here. Aiden, thank you for the donation. Why are there so many Nets fans in here? As one myself, it's very refreshing and kills the no fans narrative. Yeah, like there's definitely fans. I would say like it's tough because I think a lot of fans are wanting to know what their teams do that are kind of like bad at the moment. But the Nets have like draft capital, they have financial flexibility. Like they're one of the more interesting teams. Oh, it's Highland for the league minimum if that's true. What? That's it? Nobody was going to give him more than that? Bo Tylen was like good last year. I mean, he's not like the greatest defender in the world. And like, he hasn't had the greatest track record, but like, I don't know, 8.5 points, 2.5 assists, 38% from three. Did he start? He started 3 games last year. But he also didn't play a lot at the start of the season. Bone Tylen, like as we got through the season, let's see. Yeah, he averaged 12 points in March, 14 in April. I mean, not that many games probably, but still. Like, he didn't really play at the start of the year. That's a good get back for Minnesota. No, thank you for the donation. Just got off work. Anything happened? Where does Braun actually sign? Who's the best available? Haven't really paid attention to free agents this year. You haven't missed much. Usman Jang back in Milwaukee on a 3-year deal. Bone Tylen back in Minnesota and DeAndre Jordan back in New Orleans. So I guess all re-signings. And the best available free agent is LeBron, who I think is going to end up with the Warriors. Yeah, we haven't really gotten anything too crazy yet. Norman to Pistons before or after the Duren deal. I need Norman Powell to sign. I need a notable name to resign or to sign right now, and I need somebody to switch teams. But the Wizards are shutting down offers on 80. Yeah, I did see that. Which I guess, like, I don't know if I'm really interested in Jimmy Butler either off a torn ACL at 37, but like, if I can get 2 first-round picks from the Warriors, I'm probably thinking about that. Let's see here. Where do I think Jaylen Brown's going to go? Boston, Portland, Atlanta. Maybe the Clippers as a dark horse team. Maybe the Nets, like they have a lot of picks. Maybe Charlotte, like those are dark horse teams. Hey, Hero, thank you for the donation. Pelicans should just sign Lonzo. Why not, man? Let's sell jerseys. Tayshawn, thank you for the donation. Big fan, Matt. What shooter should Miami go after that we can actually afford? I think you can get Quentin Grimes, Anthony Simons, Tim Hardaway Jr., Luke Kennard, Colin Sexton. Those guys, I think work. Do we think that we can get the LeBron news tonight? I would be shocked if we got the LeBron news tonight. Mohammed, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on Powell to the Bulls if it happens? I don't really get why. I mean, they have to spend money, right? Like you have to be above the salary floor. And they don't really have like a shooting guard after trading away all of them like last offseason. But I do think, I mean, like, hey, they could trade Powell. He was an all-star in the first half. He can help them win games to get out of the relegation zone. Like I see the vision as long as it's like a 2-year deal. 3 years, I don't know. It's Mbappe scored. LeBron to the Spurs would be sick, man. I would be all on board with that. Ginger, thank you for the donation. Big fan was here for the delayed start last year too. Which one player would you pick for the Spurs to sign? Yeah, we had this delayed last year. For the Spurs, I'm going LeBron, Rui, John Collins, Dean Wade, maybe Tobias Harris. I don't know. Portland's got so there's a lot of teams that I feel like there's something bigger of what they're doing. OKC, I don't think they keep Dort. Detroit, what is Detroit doing? There's got to be something. Atlanta, keeping my eye on them. Charlotte, they got a lot of capital. Portland, all these guards. Like I think there's like 5 or so teams that it's like there's got to be something else cooking. There just has to be. Oh, Spartan, thank you for the donation. How did you meet your girlfriend? Kid coming soon. No to the second question. I haven't even got married yet. I met her in college. DD, thank you for the donation. Dante coming back to the Knicks. I would love that. I don't think we're getting that, unfortunately. Sorry if I missed any of these. I think I'm caught up. Sorry for not reading those guys earlier. With 80 untouchable, are the Warriors unlikely to get to Braun? Thank you for the donation. I don't think so. I don't really think 80 is the end all be all, but I wonder if that's like, I will 100% go there. But maybe LeBron likes Jimmy. I don't know. And you have Curry and you have Draymond. And LeBron's taking a pay cut, which is huge because you're getting like a top 40 player on a pay cut. Like LeBron might take $10 million, which is well below his market value for sure. Yeah, what's going on with this aspiration scandal? Oh, okay, all right, we have our first change signing. Let's go. Tim Hardaway Jr., who I said before could be going to the Heat. He is going to the Heat. That is a huge get because they're probably not getting Norman Powell back. Wayne, thank you for the donation. Do you think Rui offers a higher ceiling than Champagnie on the Spurs? And can you imagine them sharing the floor in important minutes? Yeah, I think Rui gives you enough size where that's really good going forward. He's a good shooter. They could share the floor, but that is pretty big. This is a fun lineup with Miami going forward. But yeah, I like that for Miami. I like that. E-Tech, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the Cavs this offseason? Big fan. I think it's LeBron or bust, maybe. We'll see. All right. So that's definitely the biggest news we've gotten so far. I don't know what the dollar amount's going to be. The Heat had a little financial wiggle room and there was the whole like Andrew Wiggins contract. But I do wonder if this is a multi-year deal, if it's a like 1-year deal. Shams finally got it to us. I feel like you should give Chris Haynes the props of getting it first, but I don't know. They don't do that in the NBA like they do in the MLB. CJ, thank you for the donation. Do you think Ben Simmons will actually come back? I don't, but you never know. DW, thank you for the donation. Hey, SROS, what are your thoughts on what the Spurs and Jazz should do in this free agency? Big fan from Australia. I hope you are well. Thank you, man. You too. I think the Spurs power forward, John Collins, Rui Hashimura, Dean Wade, those guys, LeBron James. For the Jazz, I think some veteran guys, I think D'Anthony Melton would be a really good pickup for them, like as a guard, perimeter guy. Wes, thank you for the donation. Who do you think would be a dark horse signing or trade target for your Hornets? I don't know if it's dark horse, but Jaylen Brown, I would say Jaylen Brown. But all right, we got some notable news. Oh wait, did Tim Hardaway's dad play in Miami? What's his real? That's it. Anthony Hardaway, right? Did he play in Miami? He did his last year in 2008. Yeah, he played for the Heat. All right, like father, like son. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wait, no. Wait, am I tripping? Is that's not his son. I'm stupid. I knew that. Ignore that. Nobody saw that. This is what I meant. Tim Hardaway Sr. did play in Miami because I remember that a lot better. Nobody saw that. Literally nobody. It's AI. That was AI. That was the biggest paid part of my life. Nobody saw that. All right. JKB, thank you for the donation. What should my Celtics do? I personally want to keep JB, but looking unlikely. I think you got to trade JB at this point. Get a guard, get a big. Tim Hardaway, I know. That's why when I think it clicked in my head, I'm like, Matt, why do you think Penny Hardaway was Tim Hardaway's dad? Oh, man, I'm an idiot. No ball knowledge. I want to say I knew that, and I did know that, but in that moment, I did not know that. It's too many things are going on at once. Yeah, I know you all saw that. There was AI. That was AI. That was definitely AI. That was AI. Yeah, why would a junior have a different name than his dad? Ronnie? Ryan, thank you for the donation. Mark Williams re-signed with the Suns. Yeah, that was a good pickup. Like 12 million is not that bad. It's not that bad. But JKB, I think trading Jaylen Brown, if not, you get one of the bigs, you get one of the guards. Slight casual moment. We can live with that. All right, give me something next. Give me. It's like I'm always looking for the next thing. I can't believe the Raptors got Kawhi. Kind of crazy. Welcome back 2019. Yes, it's your dad. Gian, thank you for the donation. New information for today. Penny is DHA's dad. Oh man. I'm ever gonna whip that one down, am I? AI's gotten out of control these days, though. Now this is even funny to see. Yeah, that's not Penny Hardaway. Ilmatic, thank you for the donation. Drew Holiday to the Raptors. What do you think? But like, what's going to Portland? Jakob? They could use a forward in RJ Barrett. That's really the only thing that would make sense financially. But I do agree, like, Drew Holiday could go on a different team. I think they want to keep him. RQ, thank you for the donation. Brown for Darren would make my night, man. Do you think that has a chance of happening? Greeting from a German Pistons fan. I think it could happen. I'm not ruling it out, but I would be shocked. Like, I would say a level of 1 to 10. That would be like an 8.5, I think so, on the shock level. Anything new? 1 year, $6.5 million. Damn, dude. The second apron, because like Denver could not get to that. Or did 1 year, $6.5 million. That's a great deal. That's a great deal for Miami. Retro Neon, thank you for the donation. Would love the Spurs to sign Russell so he could be a mentor to Harper and be another big competitor. It would be cool. But I just don't know if they're going to want Russ, because I think Russ wants to play if he comes back, and I don't know if the Spurs really need to play him, to be honest with you. Dort to the Lakers, I've thought about that. I said that earlier, but I don't know. $18 million is a lot, or $17 million. Oh, there I am. Shout out Buzzer. I read that. Okay, cool. Thoughts on Rui Hachimura, Buchanan to the Bulls? I like Rui. I think they should go after Peyton Watson. I guess Mbappe scored. It's been the whole time. Brandon Williams. I'm not like Chick-fil-A, probably a very simple order. A lot of people were shocked when I said I've never had a chicken sandwich before. Which I guess that is pretty groundbreaking. Teach me how to use spot check trades. Never worked for you. What do you mean? Just kind of go to their trade thing. You do 2 teams. I guess it could be in a weird part right now because of the restrictions. You might have to turn these off. But like, as long as it's enough money going out, and then it'll tell you how much like money you're over. Like if you did Jalen Johnson for Brandon Miller, it's going to tell you like this team is exceeding it by that amount. What? Oh, this is big news. Ryan Morgan, thank you for the donation. Big fan, bro. Thunder franchise 2K21 was elite. Hey, thank you, man. You're an OG. Yeah, never had a chicken sandwich. Now, I don't know why. Just never looked appealing to me. Just like would always get a burger, chicken nuggets, like a different wrap, and now never a sandwich. AL, thank you for the donation. Hi from Russia. Watch since 22. Is Bo Kimball ball? No. Is Bo Kimball ball? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not getting that. But thank you, man, for watching. I appreciate that. But I think Underdog just tweeted this out. Butler University, Hinkle Fieldhouse. I know they wanted to go to like more of a like a historic venue. Yeah, I guess so. Like that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Ilmatic, thank you for the donation. Quickly for Drew. It's just like, why would Portland do that? It's the worst contract. I think you got to get a little bit more. Bam Adebayo Glazer, thank you for the donation. I'm satisfied with Hardaway trade or signing. He was great off the bench last year for the Nuggets. Yeah, it's a great pickup for you guys. It's a great pickup for you guys. Did Shams tweet this out? You guys are saying Shams. Yeah, well, Jake Fisher did that. Oh, yeah, Shams did that too. So we were looking at that. I don't know. Hinkle's overrated, somebody was saying. Like, I thought they would do like Duke's Arena, UNC's Arena, the Carrier Dome. But I don't know. I guess it's going to be cool. I just like Butler fans are going to like Butler students are going to go there. Like, who are they going to be rooting for? I don't know. I think that was the issue with Vegas. Like, there wasn't like a lot of basketball fans. It's a lot of tourists. But like, I would not have guessed that if that's the historic college venue they were going to go to. But I'm interested to see how it plays out for sure. Give me like a Russell Westbrook signing. Hinkle's a great venue. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I just wonder how like the fans are going to look. All right, so we've had one change of scenery signings, and that was Tim Hardaway Jr. Where's Brown going, you think? Been asked this a lot, man. Portland, Atlanta, Boston. Could there be a Denver team? Maybe. Denver. I don't think Milwaukee's doing it. I don't think Brooklyn's doing it either, for being honest. Could the Heat still get Powell? I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be really tough financially. I wonder if Yossi does great work here with the cap sheets, but I don't know if he's updating these. Yeah, he's like live himself, but he does a great job like updating. Did Bobby Marks do it? Let's say. Because Bobby Marks does a good job with the cap sheets too. Tax mid-level. Yeah, which is I guess 6.5 now. They're not getting back Powell. No way. Unless he takes a huge pay cut. Like a huge pay cut. LeBron to the Wolves will be sick. You think the Knicks are doing anything this offseason? Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney is the backup center, if I had to guess. Aaron, thank you for the donation. Is Drew Holiday a possibility for Miami via trade? I mean, you have to trade Wiggins, but I don't think so. I mean, they just gave Wiggins an extension, and now I think you can't even trade him for a little bit. So, I mean, I guess you could do Jovic and Mitchell, or Jovic, Portis, and Drew Smith, maybe. But I think they're going to hold on to Portis for now. That's only thank you for the donation. LeBron to the Wolves. Speaking of, Chris Haynes, LeBron James will be patient and open-minded, which Shams kind of said on ESPN a while ago. So these guys are kind of just saying the same thing. Oh, is this why somebody said Bojangles before? I didn't even see this tweet, so that's funny. Okay, so that made sense. I've never had Bojangles. I think I drove past it once when I drove to like Myrtle Beach. Portland needs a 4. Yeah, Portland does need another forward. The Elijah Nader, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Mavs get aggressive and trade for JB. I don't know if I would advise that. I don't think they have the assets right now. Mr. Goatee, thank you for the donation. Other than Isaiah Joe, it feels like the Pistons are going to drop the ball again. We'll see. I know they don't have a great track record from the deadline. Bojangles is peak. Bojangles is goated. Next time I can get it, sure. It's just not in the Northeast to my knowledge. I'm also not a huge fast food guy, but I would try it if I'm like driving through North Carolina or South Carolina or wherever it is, if it's Georgia in the South. Never had Zaxby's either. My friends live near them in Florida. Arpan, thank you for the donation. Mavs should target Scoot and Drew and throw in Yang, and Mavs give PJ Clay and Caleb Martin, also Kyrie to the Pistons for picks. That'd be interesting. I don't think they're trading Kyrie. Kyrie would be freaking awesome next to Cade. That's an interesting trade. It's like mostly bad contracts in your Drew trade idea. I mean, PJ Washington for Drew Holiday is not the worst idea in the world, if we're being honest. It's not. In like some realm of that. Hornets lineup, they trade for Brown. It depends who they give up. Like, let's say they keep all their main pieces. It's probably Kobe White, Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, Jaylen Brown, Diabate, Kalkbrenner, and then you have Nasrid come off the bench. Who should the Heat get a point guard? I mean, I'm all for, what's his name? Russell Westbrook. Oh, don't tell me my Wi-Fi just went out. I don't think so. Yeah, reloaded there. All right, I think we're all good. That was weird. It's always scaring me. Russell Westbrook would be like my guy. If like they can get Russell Westbrook, that'd be sweet. Gabe Vincent might be just like a reunion guy there. Jordan McLaughlin. I can't believe Bones Highland only went for the minimum. That is crazy. What do you eat if you don't eat fast food? I mean, I'm not like the healthiest eater in the world, but I just feel like I'm not like a big fast food guy. Maybe like being in a city fast food, like it's just like tough to get to, or it's just like mayhem in there. So I'll just like local places. A stream of rebuild and edit for YouTube, maybe, man. I've thought about it for sure. D Bizzle, thank you for the donation. Jaylen Brown to OKC for Chet. Nah, that's not happening. It's not a terrible idea, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna happen. Owen Burgers, thank you for the donation. As I'm like always looking at my phone here, just to see if there's anything that happens. Honestly, don't see how LeBron goes anywhere but Cleveland. Warriors are injury prone. Miami's untested, and other teams he would be hated. Historic farewell tour. I mean, I think it'd be the most loved there. Thank you, the Beast, for donating through a sticker. But I think that'd be, yeah, I think he'd be probably like the coolest like ending. But I also think him playing with Steph is kind of dope. It's kind of dope. Vaseline, thank you for the donation. What's been your favorite free agency period offseason of your YouTube career? This one, 2019. I would say those two come to mind first. And then not an offseason, but the 2025 deadline with Luka, Jimmy, Fox, all those deals. Ingram, DeAndre Hunter. There was another big one, right? Maybe that was it. Oh, like those are the big ones. The Beast, thank you for the donation. Bam Adebayo Glazer, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Hoping the Heat can get a better point guard. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who they end up with. I don't know if I answered that one already. Or somebody else. Oh, no, somebody else did that. But yeah, I think so. Like any one of these veteran minimum guys, I don't know if they're making a trade. Like Jovic just doesn't have that much value, unfortunately. And if he did have value, he probably would have been in the Giannis trade already. Eli Tricky, thank you for the donation. Miami sign and trade Powell to Chicago for Trey Jones. I mean, that would be amazing for Miami. I just think Trey Jones is legitimately good. And I think Chicago could also just sign Powell without having to do a sign and trade. Mr. Man, thank you for the donation. What's your favorite NBA team and why? I'm a Knicks fan. I grew up in New York and my dad was a Knicks fan. 7-5, what should the Mets do with Duren? I think just bring him back. I would probably pay what he's going to probably get. He's 22. So we'll say. Not bigger than movie night. Per league sources, DeAndre Jordan's deal with the Pelicans is a fully guaranteed minimum. Joe Dumars is just making moves, man. Just making moves. Khalil Ware to the Raps. I mean, what are you giving up? Thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Wolves will sign a power forward? It's going to be, I don't know. Who can they sign? Like, I'm going to say Dean Wade for everybody, but like Kenrich Williams would be a good get. Do they take a flyer on Gershon? He wasn't really good with the Knicks last year. Jeff Green's going to be 40. Marvin Bagley's like a 5, but he's a good offensive big. I would have liked OMP, but he got brought back, I think, by Memphis. Sohan, take a flyer. Like, they got to take a flyer, I think, on somebody. Luke, thank you for the donation. Screw it. Evan, Neal to the Bucks. I'm sure Giants fans will be happy about that. Matt, what's the difference between restricted and unrestricted free agent? Restricted is basically after their rookie contract. Say Tari Eason, for example, restricted. The Bulls give him $20 million a year. The Rockets will have 3 days to match that exact contract to get him back. Unrestricted, they can leave, and the team can't do anything about it. D Bizzle, thank you for the donation. Standing predictions for the Wizards, Magic, and Hornets. Haven't really thought about standing projections yet. We will soon. I mean, I'm going to say Hornets last, Wizards middle, Magic the best out of those 3, but that could change. I don't know how high I'm going to be on Washington and Utah. I really got to figure it out. Yeah, Zane Brown could be a little hectic for sure. Come on, give me another signing. We've only had 1 guy change teams. We've had 4 signings in the first 47. Oh my God, we're 47 minutes into this. Come on, give me like a sign and trade. I think during the stream last year, we got Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr. I need something like that. LeBron to Sacktown. Green for Giddey. Josh Green? I don't think Green. I forget they have Green in that trade, but Green doesn't have much value other than he's an expiring. Like, are you trading Josh Green for Patrick Williams? Probably not. Should the Nets trade for Trey Murphy? I don't hate it. I just don't know Trey Murphy, Michael Porter Jr., and Randall, if that really makes sense. Dylan Gaming, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Warriors end up doing? I mean, I said it before. I think they trade Moody, and I think they sign LeBron. And then they're obviously going to get like Kristaps back, Draymond back, Al Horford back. Kenan, thank you for the donation. Sorry. I love the videos. Thank you, man. I watch your Six Rings of Steel videos all the time. Thank you, man. I listen to the SROS channel in the car. The Glazes keep it up. Thank you, man. Thank you for glazing. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the support. Means a lot. Where do you think Tim Hardaway Jr. will go? I'm predicting the Miami Heat. I think he ends up with the Heat. I think I got a source that told me it's the Heat. the worst free agency start in history. Last year, it was rough too, the start to free agency. Like it took forever to get things going. All right, Twitter notification, please be good. It could just be like Jeff Pass in MLB. What is it? Oh, it's Mark Stein. See, like Mark, come on, Mark. Like I know you want people to join your stream, and I hope you get your support, but I got your noties on because I need to know what's going on. It's tough. I can't believe the NBA Cup news just got dropped in the middle of that. Like we needed to hear about the NBA Cup, which is cool. No, I think it's cool, but this couldn't have happened yesterday, 2 days ago. It had to happen at 6 p.m. today. The Pels turned BI into Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk. The Raptors turned BI into Kawhi. We'll talk a little bit more, but yeah. Dylan, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the Suns are picking up anybody? I think they're going to get like a Luke Kennard type shooter. Maybe Anthony Simons. I will say we haven't really talked about the Suns a lot here. They're an interesting team. I kind of wanted to see if the Knicks could get Oso Ighodaro because they have come on and they have Mark Williams. And Ighodaro's like pretty good. And I know Suns fans know that, but he's under a great contract. And it's very huge to have 3 centers right now. I don't know what the Suns do, man. I thought they were going to trade for Ja, but didn't happen. Like they have Jalen Green. I did not like the Miles Bridges trade. Did not like it one bit. They're going to announce big stuff at 7 on ESPN. Like, I don't know though. Like if they had it, they would announce it because like Shams wants to be first. I missed the signing. Who did I miss? I don't think I missed anybody. There I am. Shout out Buzz. It's like a jump scare. Duren wants to go to Boston. I mean, we'll see. Duren wants to go to anywhere that's going to give him 50 million, or not 50, but like 40 million a year. Penny Hardaway, Sons of the Heat. I think his dad's Tim Hardaway, not Penny Hardaway. Who would think that? All right, Twitter notification. Give me something. Nope, it's the NBA Communications reposting that Hinkle Fieldhouse is going to host the NBA Emirates Cup. Okay. Colin Sexton to the Mavs would be fun. They're going to announce LeBron at 7. I would bet, oh man, I was going to say $1 million, but I don't have $1 million to bet that LeBron could go at 7. I just think it's going to happen in like a week or 2 or something like that. ER, thank you for the donation. How come you're a Knicks fan if you're from Philly? I am not from Philly. I will never say that I'm from Philly. I grew up in Long Island, went to high school there in New York, went to Temple, and have lived in Philly since Temple. So I've been in Philly for about almost 9 years. Freshman year was 2017, but I am not from Philly. I'll never say that. Don't ever think that I'm from Philly, please. SF Frosty, thank you for the donation. How are you feeling about the Grizzlies right now? I think they're like a good, bad team. Like some team has to be bad next year, right? But like I think they're really building for the future, and I'm excited to see like Cameron Boozer, man. I think he's gonna put up some crazy numbers for a rookie next year. I'm excited. Big fan. What water bottle is that? It is in Iowa. I feel like I bought this not knowing it was like a very popular, trendy one, but I think it's very mainstream. I'm not disrespecting Philly. I like Philly, but I never want to claim that I'm from Philly. Next move for Toronto. Yeah, Nassau. They got to get another center, right? Toronto's got to get another center. I still can't believe they have Kawhi Leonard. Usman signing, I didn't mind it. Like Usman had his moments. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad for the Bucks down the stretch. He definitely has some potential. I'm going to assume that it isn't like a fully guaranteed 3rd year on the contract, but I do think it was worth it for Milwaukee where they are. Eric, thank you for the donation. Just here to spread the Dalen Swain propaganda. I respect it. Riley, thank you for the donation. Is Keegan Murray a trade possibility for the Wolves? Well, you're giving up. Keegan Murray's making a lot of money. Chris Murray, maybe. Keegan Murray, you would have to give up Rudy Gobert. And I don't think that's going to end up happening. They can't do that financially. Like DiVincenzo can't really get you there. Spartan, thank you for the donation. Would you rather live in Philly or New York? Thoughts on, no, I'm not, I don't live in New York. But I would rather live in New York City than Philly. If I had it my way. Sounds like you are from Philly. Damn. Am I getting a Philly accent? That's not good. That's not good. What are the Bucks going to do? I think they're going to see the market for some of their veterans, but I don't know if they're going to end up making any moves or not. Delay for an hour so they don't think we're tampering. Yeah. Why do you live in Philly? Met my fiance in Philly. She's from Philly. Don't know if we're going to stay in Philly forever, but we'll see. Novo Thank you for the donation. Keegan Murray to the Blazers. That I don't mind. But like, what is Sacramento getting out of that? Like Sharp? Is there like a Sharp for Keegan Murray deal? I mean, logistically that could work. And Sharp is the replacement to Levine. I live in Staten Island. All right. Why not move back to Long Island? I don't know if I would want to move to Long Island, but I kind of like the city life. I do like the city life. Like if I moved to New York, I'd probably try to go to New York City. But New York City, you're going to a higher rent, probably no washer dryer, maybe not even a dishwasher, smaller space. New York City, man, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I mean, it's a big thing to go to New York City, I feel like now. Griffin Plumbing, thank you for the donation. You think LeBron signs the taxpayer mid-level with the Suns? No. I would be surprised if he went to Phoenix. Maybe if they drafted Bronny. 239 Caleb, thank you for the donation. Check Shams, Tomorrow Way signed 20 minutes ago. Yeah, we talked about it. It's been the only guy to switch teams unless now we got Kelly Oubre plans to meet with the Sixers, Lakers, Pacers, Blazers, among others. Yeah, New York City, it's insane, man. Like the same two-bed, like say you get, I don't know, $2,000 for, like that's very nice. Or we'll say, I mean, it depends where you live in Philly, but say there's a $2,000 a month, 1-bedroom apartment in Philly. Like you're paying a lot, but you're getting like a very nice space for that. That is probably gonna be worth like $6,500 in New York City. It's insane, or $7,000 a month. And I'm like, people, $7,000 a month. I mean, people can afford it. Isaac, thank you for the donation. Should LeBron do the decision again? Why not? It'd be good for ratings. You probably could promote a brand he has. Sung, thank you for the donation. Do you think either Boozer, Peterson, DeBonza will have a higher ceiling than Flagg? I mean, yeah, like DeBonza, like all those guys could be better than Cooper Flagg. Big fan, by the way. Keep it up. I appreciate it, man. I mean, as a scorer, DeBonza has a higher ceiling. Peterson might as well. Boozer might have a higher floor, but like I like Flagg as a better defensive prospect over all those guys. Favorite Philly bar? I don't know if I have one. Black Taxi? Shams? Do I get... Oh, it's just been agreed to. Thanks, Shams. Wait, did somebody retweet that? Or no, he actually just tweeted that. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I feel like we're going to do some like way too early standings and stuff. I mean, I'm going to talk about my I think like next week I'll do ranking every team. So that'll be on the lookout. Do I eat cheesesteaks? I can't believe we're talking about cheesesteaks right now, but not that often, I would say. Just because when, like, I don't know, you're around. I still have to try this place, D'Alessandro's. People say it's amazing. Still haven't been there, but Angelo's, I think, is the best one. Tobias Harris going to the Lakers. Oh, they're going to love that. They're going to love that. Time is a restaurant is a lead in Philly. Good to know. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Why did I leave corporate America? To do YouTube, if that's the honest answer. Wait, did anything change, or did I know all that on the Kawhi trade? I kind of just glanced over that. Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors has been agreed to. The Clippers will receive, no, that's different than what I thought it was earlier. It's a 27 swap, a 2031 first, and a 2033 unprotected first. Okay, that's actually a little bit different than I thought during my video. When I made the video, like reacting to it, I thought it was a 27-9 unprotected, I think 31 swap or something like that, or 30 swap. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Spartan, thank you for the donation. Where does Flagg go in this draft? I don't live in downtown Philly, like old city-ish area. I think Flagg would go number one. Forever. Thank you for the donation. Will OKC sign someone? If so, it's going to be for the minimum. And then, boss, thank you for the donation. Do you think every assignment to Miami makes sense? Yes. Even after getting Tim Hardaway Jr., I don't know if they can afford it now, though. That's the problem. Am I going to Fanatics Fest? I am not. Yeah, that's like 2031, 2033. They pushed that out. That's a great pickup. B. Stevens, thank you for the donation. Isaiah Cannon's at the Spurs. Now, that's a name I haven't heard about in a minute. My phone keeps falling. Rufus, thank you for the donation. I'm in the Northeast and have 3 bedrooms for $1,600. That ain't paying for car insurance in Dogwater, New York. Yep. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, you really have to change everything if you want to go to New York. And if like you don't have like a job there, it's probably not worth it. Will the Sixers do anything? I think they're going to add a forward. Maybe they bring back Oubre. Maybe they bring in Dean Wade, John Collins. Who's the center I said earlier? I kind of like that they get. Thank you for the donation, man, too. Like you take a flyer on Nick Richards. Mamu would, I think, be great because you could play him with Embiid and do some 5-out. The Clippers do not own their first rounder next year. So they own, when was it, a 27 swap? So the swap is getting swapped on top of OKC. So OKC, I guess, now swapped with only the Clippers, but then the Raptors and Clippers will swap. So technically, let's say the Clippers get the number 1 pick that is going to OKC. Let's say the Raptors get the 5th overall pick and the Clippers get or the Thunder get the 12th overall pick. Theoretically, they're swapping those. So they're swapping on top of their swap for 27. The swaps, there's going to be a whole Venn diagram somebody needs to create. Dimes, thank you for the donation. Does the Clippers get an A+ for their past year of moves? I like the direction they're going in. We'll see how they're going to be next year, but I like the direction. Like, it made sense to trade Harden. It made sense to trade Kawhi after you traded Harden. They were able to get the 5th pick after trading Zubats. Like, I'm excited about their future now. I wonder which way it's going to go, but this could end up being, I don't know about the worst team in the West because they got Ingram, so we'll see. You have 3 times the amount of people here than Bleach Report. That's crazy. But like, shout out to Jake and Mark if they're on there because they do great work. I think the Timberwolves can be dangerous. I agree. Why does your website say Lock On Ulbrich is playing for the Lakers? This is not my website. I mean, I use Spot Track, but they're very good. Does it? I don't see Lock On. Maybe that's something else. Diary. KXY, thank you for the donation. Bronze of the Mavs would cure the NBA depression. You guys got Cooper Flag, though, but I know you guys got Luka taken from you. Griffin Plumbing, thank you for the donation. Jalen Green for Jaylen Brown. You're going to have to throw in a lot more than that just because I don't think Jalen Green has many or has much value. I thought maybe that's why you get out of the Jalen Green contract for John Morant. Oh, man. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. Come on. Give me like somebody new. Give me somebody new to switch teams. It's only been Tim Hardaway Jr. Dario, thank you for the donation. Who do you think will be the next big move? I mean, Jaylen Brown is kind of a cop-out. Like big move, like Trey Murphy, I would say. Clippers get the 2 most valuable first-round picks the Raptors could offer. Okay. Yeah, 21 and 33. And move up about 10 spots in the 27 draft and should move around. Fantastic return for Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, that is pretty good. Going forward, because then I guess you're okay. So what they're doing is swapping the Thunder and Raptors picks. So I think that's what Yassi's mentioning. So say the Thunder have the 30th pick in the draft, Raptors have 20, Clippers have 10, OKC gets 10, Clippers get 20, Raptors get 30 via OKC. Yeah, no, that's good business. So we'll see, but that's definitely better than what I thought it was in my original video. Damn, I think Brett Siegel got me. I think he was the one that said it was 27-29. I don't know if I can trust him, man. Bam, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. First hour free agency, how are we feeling? Thank you so much, man, for the dono. I'm feeling good, but I'm waiting for that next thing to drop here. I'm like constantly refreshing. I feel like we could get something. Like, I remember we got Naw. I think the Miles Turner thing happened the morning after. So we'll see. And then we got the Michael Porter Jr. Cam Johnson trade during free agency, like the first hour or two. ER, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on Europeans 2026 Germans to Hornets? I guess, yeah, like Hans and Anderson. I'm so excited to watch them next year. They were fun to watch on the U19s last summer. I'm really excited to watch them. And then Forever Inter, thank you for the donation. Biggest flop next season prediction team player. Like a team that's going to take the biggest step back. I mean, the Clippers, went 42 and 40. I don't know how many games they're going to lose. I mean, the Kings 22 and 60 probably will be similar there. Milwaukee won 32. Like Charlotte won 44. I could see them winning 32 games next year. There's always an injury-riddled team. Like Philly, what did they win 2 years ago when they got Edgecombe? They won 24 games because everybody was hurt. Like there's going to be a team that just ends up getting hurt. Rekha, thank you for the donation. Can the Sixers trade Paul George and sign LeBron? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Paul George might actually have some value again. Like he looked pretty good for the Sixers down the stretch after his suspension. Am I a big fan of soccer? No. Who am I rooting for in the World Cup? I guess the USA, which I know they don't have a chance against Belgium. If Belgium beats Senegal. Sorry if that's wrong. Lakers are keeping their powder dry. I think so. I think they want Walker Kessler and they're going to try their best. Is Walker Kessler a clutch guy? I don't know. Walker Kessler. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. No, he's Aaron Mintz. What is Aaron Mintz? Because he's been Aaron Mintz. I think he's CAA. Yeah, he's CAA. Kadena, thank you for the donation. Why we wait on news? Any MLB playoff predictions? So to be honest with you, I haven't been locked in with baseball. I think it's just like the Knicks in the finals just like took up all my attention. Then the draft, then the trades, then free agency. My Mets, I mean, I've also been checked out because the Mets have been so bad, which is so disappointing because they have such a high payroll. I mean, I wonder who gets Tariq Skubal. I don't know if the Mets are going to do a fire sale. I know that like the AL West is really mid this year. I don't know if like the Brewers, like the Yankees, I know had a bad month, but they're still like good. I don't really know. Like, I guess I thought the Braves could be really good too. Maybe they end up doing something if they end up trading for Skubal, which I don't even know if is a thing. US not making the top 8. Belgium is much better. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know anything about it. So yeah, sorry. I'm going to root for USA. They're probably not going to win. Didn't Belgium beat them in like, what was that? 2014, 15, 16, 2014? Is Norman Powell gone? I think so. Jaylen Brown to the Pelicans. I mean, that's been floated around before. If there's a Trey Murphy thing, it's going to be the Dodgers again. Yeah. The repeat would be nuts. I can't believe Toronto didn't win last year. Red Pandemonium, thank you for the donation. Best move for Chicago, trade a Coro for Strus and a pick. That's pretty good. Yeah, Coro goes back to Cleveland, which would be interesting. They do need another perimeter defender, and that does save them some money to maybe give LeBron a deal. Matthew Taylor, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Hawks will do? I think, I mean, I could see Jaylen Brown, but I think this is going to be kind of their roster. Maybe they add another center, but I think they're pretty much there. That's why I wonder like where Kuminga's going to go. Jeffrey Andrew, thank you for the donation. I think the Clippers might be better than expected. That is fair. Like the Suns were better than expected this year. They bring back Brook Lopez. They did, right? For $9 million. I guess centers come out of premium. Beal is gone. I mean, Dunn's like a winning player. Derrick Jones Jr. is a winning player. They bring in Wagler. They're bringing in, who did they draft in the second round? Was it Baba Miller, right? Like I'm excited for. I wonder if they bring back Sanders and Miller. And I think they're going to sign a guy or two. Maybe they bring back Collins or Mathurin. What is Vucevic's value? I think it's just a 1-year deal, maybe the minimum. Kind of Kofax, thank you for the donation. Outside of Trey Murphy, possible Pacer moves. I mentioned it before too. I think it's like Luke Kennard, Kelly Oubre, one of those guys. Does this sort by wing? It does not. Forward, or I could do guard. Like I think they're gonna look for another shot creator. Like I could see Colin Sexton. I thought Marcus Smart could have been an addition, but I think he's gonna be a Rocket. Just kind of going through this. Sasha Kogi, Peyton Watson would be fun, but they can't get there financially. Philly's only 3.5 games behind Atlanta. Yeah, the Phillies started off like just as bad as the Mets did, but the Mets didn't fire their manager. Alex, thank you for the donation. Love your stuff, bro. Been watching you for several years. Thank you, man. Have you played the different NBA games getting buzz right now? 82-0, 6 rings, air ball. Yeah, I've been playing them. I never made like a dedicated video for 82-0. I was like, I'll do that in the off season, but I wonder if it's going to lose its hype. Maybe I'll do one like, yeah, when everything kind of dwindles down and like it's August and there's nothing to do. Yeah, I can't believe Kawhi is back on the Raptors, man. Like, that's insane. Like, cool Kawhi, like, felt actual, like, deep down, I don't know, like, a reason to go back there. Because I was like, maybe Kawhi just only wants to play in specific markets. Clearly, he didn't want to go to Detroit, so we'll see. I can't, yeah, the game's in Butler. And thank you for the donation. What are some power forward stretch big options that are realistic for Minnesota to fit that hole? I mean, I would love Mamu for you guys. Mamu would be great, but Mamu would be great for like so many other teams. Like stretch fours, it's tough to find. Like Gershon was not good last year. Jeff Green's too old. Nance was not good last year. Like Marvin Bagley can kind of shoot, but is not like more of a big than like a stretch 4. There's not many. Spencer Jones, can you poach him from the Nuggets? Like they have some financial restrictions. I don't really, it gets thin. David Jones Garcia, Summer League legend. Maybe there's going to be somebody that like stands out in Summer League. Like Jordan Miller's been that guy. David Jones has been that guy. So we'll see. Deep Arrow, thank you for the donation. What do you think the Mavericks target in free agency should be? I think they need another guard. I would like, but the guards get thin too. Like I would like Sexton for a lot of teams. I mean, they have Clay as kind of like that 3-point guy. Like Russ, I don't hate Russ. I don't hate it either. You don't have your first rounder next year, so you probably want to be good. But I think I said Russ for them last offseason. They went with D'Lo. Dog, thank you for the donation. Actually, I said Chris Paul last offseason, which didn't work out well. Dog, thank you for the donation. Kawhi going to Canada can be him avoiding aspirations, maybe. Try to flee the country. Miranda, thank you for the donation. If the Knicks win Summer League, is that a treble? That's got to be a soccer term, right? Is that if you win like the FA Cup? Sorry, Champions League and the I don't even know, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that'd be sick. I don't think the Knicks will. Unless Tyler Kolek plays. Samir, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the Bulls' future? I mean, it's brighter than it's been in years past, man. Caleb Wilson, you have Dalen Swain, you have Matsas Buzelis. I'm excited to see what just Dillingham and Essengate can do next year, if any. And I think Bryson Graham might be the guy for the job. I would be more excited about the Bulls for any year since 2023. Maybe 23. Sorry, I just want to see something. We need a new signing, man. We need a new signing. Steven, thank you for the donation. Big Celtics fan, and now I'll root for Sacramento because of Acuff. He might be my second favorite player behind Tatum. Also, don't trade JB. We'll see what happens with him. But yeah, Acuff's him. Thank you for the dono. Harry, thank you for the dono. Is there a team more desperate for a rebrand than the Pelicans? If you're going to be a bad team for 10 years, at least look good doing so. I think the Pelicans need a rebrand. I think the Hornets need a rebrand. I think the Wizards need a rebrand. Any other teams you guys think need a rebrand? But the Pelicans, I agree. I don't like it. Isaiah, thank you for the donation. LeBron, KD, and a men could be fun. That'd be sick. I don't know if LeBron would ever want to play with KD. William, thank you for the donation. LeBron to the Warriors makes the most sense. Proximity to family, play with the players his age, and together can make a run. Don't think Cleveland. I mean, I think it's going to happen. That's my prediction. But I could definitely see him ending up in Miami or Cleveland. But, like, I think Cleveland's more likely than Miami. Griffin, thank you for the donation. Jalen Green for Kyrie and a first. Oh, man, you're going to have to give up. I think you're the team that has to give up the first rounders for Kyrie, not the other way around for Jalen Green. Jacob, thank you for the donation. What do the Warriors do if LeBron doesn't sign? I mean, you got to trade Moody. I would see if you could be the Cam Johnson team if they're going to try to shed some money. The Trailblazers need to rebrand. The Magic just had the rebrand kind of last offseason. Nets need to relocate. I think they should go back to Jersey. Grizzlies need a rebrand. Kings need a rebrand. Yeah, I wanted to read these chats. Sorry, I'll go back to the super chats. Rebrand the whole league. Kuminga to the Cavs, like how did they pull that off? I thought Green was going to get moved, but I think the Warriors try to get like a Cam Johnson type guy. At least I would try to because they got to move Moody. Ginger, thank you for the donation. My take for 2027 is Terrace Reed solidifies himself as Wemby's backup of the future. Hey, that's why they took a chance on Reed and Quaidens. They just need one of those guys to work out. Dom, thank you for the donation. What you think about Scoot, Sharp, and other salary filler for Brown to the Blazers? I think it makes sense. I don't know if they're going to actually do it, but I do think it makes sense to break up all these guards for Jaylen Brown. Now, I don't know how I feel about Jaylen Brown and John Morant. Like, there's some limited three-point shooting movement and gravity there, but I think it's worth a shot. So you said Scoot, Sharp. I think they have to do Scoot, Sharp, and Holiday because Brown is making so much money. Nuggets need a rebrand. Interesting. They got to get rid of the elevation jerseys. Bradley Beal to Boston. I could see that. I thought maybe Miami for the minimum, if not Boston. Jason Tatum, St. Louis connection. Jack, thank you for the donation. The Heat are actually insanely mid. Really? I don't know if that means like the rebrand or a rebrand, but like mid? I don't know. Like if you're saying they're insanely mid, you think they go like 42-40, 41-41. I think this team wins 48 games next year. I don't think they're going to be a great regular season team, and I think they're going to be better in 2028 than they will be next year. Eric, thank you for the donation. Why Hornets rebrand? I love our current logo. I think I like the logo. I just don't know if I like. I don't know. Something about like the green. It just doesn't feel serious to me. That might just be a personal subjective thing. That might be just a subjective thing. Kali, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the rest of the OKC's offseason plans? I think they got to trade Dort. I think they're going to try to bring back Kenrich Williams. They need a wing. Like I've said this so many times, but like I know they like to play a lot of guards and Caruso can defend up and so can like Casey Wallace. But like your only forward on this roster, it's J-Dub. It's all guards and like centers. Nola Hornets were much cleaner. Interesting. Where's Alec Burks signing the GOAT? Checks Shams. I don't think we got anything from Shams, man. So the Sixers reported Collins, Wade, Rui, Mamu. Yeah. Steven, thank you for the donation. Acuff is him for sure. Top 3 coach Calgard. We'll see. In college, I think you can make that. It's at least Wall and Rose and then maybe Acuff. But when you're talking about NBA guys, like he's got to be better than Maxey, Shea, Wall, Rose, Booker. It's a list, man. It's a list. Mutual interest for LeBron and the Spurs is big. I agree, 5. And thank you for the dono. The Hornets kind of need a rebrand. Okay, maybe it wasn't just me. I'm not saying they have to. I think like the Wizards and Pelicans need it more. How much money did the Wolves have? Well, I think right here they were at veteran minimum only, which was, I guess, Bones Island. So I think they would have to like get rid of Josh Green if they wanted LeBron James. And I'm excited about Isaiah Evans, aura, and I am. I think like that was a steal value wise. LeBron's son, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on a DiVincenzo Okongwu swap? I just don't think that does anything for Atlanta because DiVincenzo's hurt. Can we get one signing? I kind of forgot this was a free agency stream. It's 7:14 and we've gotten one guy to switch teams. Josh, thank you for the donation. Nets need a rebrand. Yeah, I think I don't know. Like, it's tough to be in New York right now with the Knicks. I think they could still have a great market there, but yeah, I do wonder if I don't know about regret leaving Jersey, but I just felt like you had more of a diehard fan base. Nikki Boyd, thank you for the donation. Love your stuff, man. Appreciate that. Jazz fan. So what free agency trade targets could make sense for those? And will they bring back Kessler? I said before that I think it's more likely that Kessler leaves than Jalen Duren, but I would be shocked if they don't match Kessler's deal, and it depends what the Lakers are willing to give. I like the idea of like DeAnthony Melton, one of those guard wings this offseason. I think could be a good pickup. That's played in the playoffs before. I think he has, right? But like somebody that could defend, shoot a little bit, move well. Chewy, thank you for the dono. Low-key, my Bucks could use a rebrand for the new era. Not a bad time to do it, right? Not a bad time to do it. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Since the trade deadline, the Clippers have traded away Zubac, Harden. Yeah, they've gotten a lot back. I'm Hoop. Thank you for the donation. Do you think Golden State keeps Butler or trades him? I think they keep him. Antoine, thank you for the donation. Who do you think the Sixers will sign and lose? I think Oubre's going to leave. I think Grimes is going to leave. But I think they end up with like the Collins, Wade, Mamu, one of those guys. Mike Ganzi's got to make a splash. Braden, thank you for the dono. Do you think the Rockets can do during free agency? I think there's a trade more likely for the Rockets and Marcus Smart. See, like, I thought Marcus Smart was going to sign with the Rockets. Maybe it came out too much and they didn't want to tampering, so it's going to come out later tonight. But I thought Marcus Smart was going to sign with the Rockets. Ember, thank you for the donation. How would LeBron and Jimmy fit together on offense? I do think it's weird because none of those guys really like to be off ball. Now, LeBron's been a little bit more off ball with Luka, and you're going to let Steph do his thing. But yeah, I think you're going to need a little bit more like ball movement, and then you have Draymond out there, and then you have Draymond and I don't know, Jimmy, and it's like, where's the floor spacing coming from? But it's also like Steph. That's where it's coming from. Kristaps, Horford, maybe they bring back Quinton Post. I do think it's going to be a work in progress, and obviously Jimmy's not coming back to like, I don't even know, December, January. We'll see if he's back in 2026, like the calendar year. Huner, thank you for the donation. Kings fan here. New to the channel. Thanks, man. Who's the best free agent we should get? And how good do you think we will be next season? I mean, I think you guys might get Kuminga, although I don't love it. But you guys do need forwards, and I feel like you're not getting many other guys. Like, it would be sick to get Peyton Watson. It'd be sick to get Jalen Duren. I don't think you guys are going to be good next year. There's got to be a bad team in the West. I think what you want to do, though, is just finish as that fourth worst team. You can't be in that relegation zone, which I guess shout out to Adam Silver. Maybe he did what was supposed to do with the relegation zone. Mike Wahlberg, thank you for the donation. If Braun isn't a Warrior, who should we sign? I mean, I think the cap space you guys have definitely dwindles, but like, I think try to see if you can get Cam Johnson. I think that'd be a really cool pickup. Tobias Harris, I think you guys have been linked to. I think that could work. Tobias and Jimmy reunited. Yeah, that'd be something else. Tobias Harris over me. Logan, thank you for the dono. I saw Duren interested in the Celtics. How does the contract match work with the Pistons? If they match it, does he have to play in Detroit? What else should the centers do? Yeah, if they match it, he has to play in Detroit. Like, he's contractually obligated to play in Detroit. I think he would, as long as they pay him enough. Like, a sign and trade would be for Jaylen Brown. It could be maybe Derek White and Hauser, but it gets really tough financially. I mean, you could do Jalen Duren and Duncan Robinson for Jaylen Brown. It's better than losing him for nothing. Trev, thank you for the dono. I hate being a Rockets fan. We just won't get anyone. Who do you think we will sign? I mean, last offseason, you guys did what? Signed Capella, brought back Adams, brought back Van Vliet, and you got Kevin Durant. I don't know. I think you guys are going to get Marcus Smart. Samir, thank you for the donation. When you say rebrand, does that just mean switching it up because the team has been trashed the last couple of years, adds up with the team listed? I think it's more so the Wizards like jersey colors. I just don't think it really gives much. And that too. I think it's just like a bad omen. Excuse me, try to change the vibes. Huss did it. Thank you for the donation. Love the vids, man. Have you tried playing Hoops Battle? No, I haven't, but I'll keep that one noted for sure because I got to play that. I haven't played Airball yet. That's the other one I want to play. Thank you for the dono. Free Trey Murphy. I agree. Like, what is Joe Dumars doing? Make a move. Javi, thank you for the donation. Would you consider doing streams more often? I've thought about it. I think a lot of just like normal long form videos has been my bread and butter. And I obviously like to stream during big events in the NBA too. Come on, give me something. Give me something. I got 13,000 people in here waiting for something. Your basketball coach's cousin is Quinn Grimes. That's pretty sick, man. Brandon Ingram for Jimmy in a pick. Not a terrible idea. I think I'd rather just wait till Jimmy comes back. I mean, Jimmy's an expiring contract at least. Bezos, thank you for the donation. Are all the restricted free agent centers holding up deals? I think so. Like, that's why I don't think the Lakers have done anything. That's why I don't think like the Nets maybe haven't done anything. I think we're trying to see what's going to happen in the Kings with Duran and Kessler. Miranda, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on Mitchell Robinson sign and trade to the Pels for Bay and Misi? I mean, I would love that. I would love that to get Bay and Misi. I don't think the Knicks, I think that would still get them in the second apron. I think there is like a Misi deal for sure. Then the Knicks could create like a $6 million, $9 million trade exception. I could see the Knicks pivoting to Misi. Nick, thank you for the dollar dono. I'm Brent, thank you for the donation. LaMelo fan here. How do you think the Timberwolves will do this season? Also, any potential moves you think they make before the year starts? They got to get another bigger forward for sure. I think they could bring back Mike Conley on the minimum. I think the Wolves, it's going to be a work in progress, kind of like how it was a work in progress when they traded away Cat for Randall and DiVincenzo. But I think the Wolves can end up as a top 4 seed, but they need LaMelo to play at least 60 games. Kaden, thank you for the dono. If the Lakers let Smart leave, we got to fire Rob. It'd be a tough loss. Like, I don't know why. Maybe they just don't want to pay him what the Rockets are going to pay him. And they really just want to revamp this roster around Luka. I think Trey Murphy gets traded. I do. Chronic Keys, thank you for the dono. Kadena, thank you for the dono. Is there any world where the Hornets would trade for Luka? No, at least not in this world right now. I mean, I don't know why Luka signed that extension, but I think it's just crazy. Like Rob Pelinka, it's been a tough time outside of the Luka trade, and they obviously won a title in 2020. Judah, thank you for the donation. Working on an NBA TCG for releases, would you play? Let me just look up what TCG means in video games, so I'm not sure. Trading card game would sound cool. Yeah, for sure. If you want to send it my way. And thank you for the dono, man. JK or JCK, thank you for the dono. Big fan from China. What's up, man? How we doing? Don't know what time it is for you. But thank you for tuning in. What would you do in the Pistons shoes? I mean, I'm matching whatever Duran gets. You can't let a 22-year-old all-star leaves who was an all-NBA guy. I know he didn't show up in the playoffs, but you got to, I think, bring back Duran. And then you have to get creative and either get Norman Powell or Tower Hero. Like trading away Isaiah Stewart for what? To bring in Isaiah Joe to extend Kevin Huerter? I don't like that if that's what they do. I like the Ibuka Corey pick to an extent. But yeah, I would say extend Duran, match whatever he gets, and then bring in Powell or Hero. Thomas James, thank you for the donation. Good to see you with the numbers on the board. No, wow, I speak too quick sometimes. Numbers on the board, boys. Hope you do more with them. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Also, give me hope can the Heat still get LeBron. Yeah, it might be a sign and trade for like Davion Mitchell. It might be a sign and trade. Definitely not for Nikola Jovic. Not Wiggins anymore. He just got extended. Maybe for Bobby Portis. Maybe. Dom, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for the $20 dono. I appreciate it. Since Washington isn't giving up on AD, do the Dubs pivot to another player for Jimmy or decide to keep him to pair with LeBron and Steph? Don't really know how I feel about Jimmy, Bron, Steph, and Green on the court at the same time. I think it could work. I agree, though. I think there's going to be some growing pains to that. I think you keep Jimmy if you can't trade for AD. Because I don't think it was going to cost you a lot of draft capital to get AD from Jimmy. But since Washington is just not interested, I think I just roll with Jimmy. Tommy, thank you for the donation. Hello, can the Clippers still get Jaylen Brown? Yeah, they definitely can. The Clippers have some draft capital in their possession. They could do something with Benedict Mathurin. I don't know who they would send out, like Derrick Jones Jr. They have a lot of cap space now, but I guess it would result in the Celtics getting Brandon Ingram, and I don't know if they would like that. Although Ingram and Tatum would be interesting together. 2 Duke forwards, top 3 back-to-back drafts. Armani, thank you for the dono. What should the Knicks do in free agency? I mean, I would like for them to go into the second apron and bring back Mitchell Robinson. I don't think they do that. So Kevon Looney, I mean, I would love Mamu, but they're not going to be able to get Mamu. Porty might be gone. Mogbo, maybe. Bassie. I've always liked Bassie. Oh, yeah. Someone did say about Lock On earlier. It is a Lakers logo. Yeah, Bones Highland. Okay, so we basically got Jang, DeAndre Jordan, Bones Highland, Tim Hardaway Jr., and just like nothing since. Come on. Give us something. I got Colson Montgomery for like 4 different videos, but I can't get a signing during free agency. Max, thank you for the dono. Love your vids. When do you think Steph retires? How old is Steph? He's got what, 1 year left on his deal too? Steph is 38. 2 more years. I don't think this will be the last year. I think next year it could be. We'll see though. Gabriel, thank you for the donation. $500K or dinner with LeBron. Dinner with LeBron, of course. Pro, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Come on, man. We need something. I just need to see like my phone have like a Twitter notification and then it's like bang. One too many cards. Thank you for the dono. Have you ever thought about collaborating with Andrew? I know who you're talking about, but I don't want to butcher his last name. Kevon Mooney, the GOAT, by the way. Yeah, like I'd be down for that for sure, man. Thank you for the dono too. Lucas, thank you for the dono. Could LeBron joining Indy work financially? Yes. Well, I would hope that ownership would go into the first apron to bring in LeBron. You're going to make so much money with LeBron. So, yeah, I would hope so. I mean, it's a basketball city. He gets to play with Halliburton. I don't know what other connection he would have, but, like, would be dope. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, like, JJ Redick not coach his team with LeBron. Running 82-0 right now while we wait. We could do that. Let me do one spin. I haven't really played this in a minute. So stats are hidden. Which of the Nuggets? Thank you for the donation, Ethan. I would think about a Jaylen Brown trade. You want to bring back Peyton Watson at all costs. And you got to find a different center going forward. Would I just get Atlanta 20s? All right. I don't know how Trae Young does in these. I actually don't know really too much behind the... Like, I know, like, Oscar's great. Russ is great. I can't believe we're playing 82-0 as I'm waiting for this. What did I just get? 60s Atlanta? Are you kidding me? All right, let's rerun the... I mean, I guess this is what? Is this Kuzi or Pettit? It's Pettit in these. I don't know how good Pettit is in the 60s. We'll throw it there. Atlanta, really? New York 2000s. Not great, but I think I'm going to rerun the... Knicks. No. I mean, Ewing is so old. Let's rerun the team. Give me the Lakers. That'd be sick. The Pacers. Oh, God. I don't even know who the best guy is. Air Ball is cool. They have a salary cap mode. I've never played. Bob Pettit is one of the best. Okay. Reggie Miller is so old in the 2000s. Do I rerun the era for the Pacers? I can't raise my double, right? I can't believe I'm doing this on a stream. I'm doing one of these. Reggie's too old. Let me just rerun the era, I think. Do I really want to do Jermaine O'Neal? Screw it. Let's do Jermaine O'Neal. I feel like I got to keep my rerun. This is just, I don't know. I've never gone 82. No, Boston 60s. No. Wait. Spell Russell eligible in the 60s? No, that might be a casual take. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Why did I should have just. All right. Well, I'm going to rerun the era and just give me Larry Bird. Give me Larry Bird. All right. We can live with that. Right? Give me Larry Bird. All right. Let's start with the small forward spot. All right. Give me Kobe. I could have gotten what? Kareem. Oscar doesn't play the shooting guard spot. Can I move? Oh my God. That's so... I don't even know. I don't know much about these guys. I know Marcus Johnson was all right. Oh, that's pretty good. 75-7. All right. Let's go back to free agency talk. Aaron Price, thank you for the donation. What's Harden's price if LeBron comes back home? I don't know. What do you mean? Like, what Harden would have to take? So what did Harden give up? Like 39 million, something like that? 40 million? I don't know. Might be like 10 million. Yeah, because I think more so it's like, can you dump Schroeder? Can you dump Strus? CJ, thank you for the donation. Thunder trade Lou for forward. What's Kaysen's value? Kaysen would have good value, like multiple first round picks, good forward back. They need a forward, so I like the Dort idea. Super Pony, thank you for the donation. This is ridiculous. These reporters are not it. What are people just like spewing? Jump Ball Josh, thank you for the dono. Matt, are we back in 2018? Kawhi back on the Raps, LeBron changing teams, and Grizzlies suck. Wow, with the Grizzlies stray. I think the Grizzlies might be all right next year. You could have said David Portland, maybe. I don't know. Devon, thank you for the donation. Who would win in a 7 all-time East versus West team? I would have to think about it, but I would say the West. Well, I guess the East would have Jordan, LeBron. The West would have, the East could have Kareem. The West could have Kareem. I don't know. It's funny because, like, yeah, you would have like Kareem maybe on both sides, LeBron on both sides. I guess you get Jordan in the East. You would go like Wilt's in the West, but Wilt could also be the East. I also don't know if like the Philadelphia team Wilt was on was in the technical East. Clippers potential lineup: Garland, Mathurin, Ingram, Jones, and Lopez. It's all right. I don't think it's gonna I don't know if it makes the playoffs in the West, but I think it's a competitive team. Israel, thank you for the donation. Or Izriel. Think the Spurs could land John Collins or Rui? 100%. They have the cap to do so. Did Marcus Smart go to the Rockets? Why did I not get a Twitter notification? Where do you guys see that? Where do we see this? Why did I not get this? I wasn't even looking at the chat. Yeah, I kind of knew that. Rob Murrows. I know nothing about this guy. He follows me though. Thank you, man. Rob Murrows. Skip the first post. What was the first post? Rob Murrows. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of this guy, so I don't know if he's legit or not. If Mark Spears or Chris Haynes knew it, he would tweet about it. If Shams knew it, he would tweet about it. I don't know. I'm weary about that one. Seth, thank you for the donation. Love the content. You know, as soon as you end the stream, is the biggest move will happen. Of course. Always does. Always does, man. Marcus Smart does not move the needle. I mean, it's just like the reunion with Ime Udoka, I guess. But like, why is Houston doing that? I guess they could be the taxpayer. Like, Houston does have some financial wiggle room, but they're going to give Amen Thompson a nice extension this offseason. So we'll see. Corey, thank you for the dono. LeBron to the Wolves fixes power forward. Yeah, that would be crazy. Agree. Travis Patrick, thank you for the dono. Off topic, would you mind sharing what share scenarios you use for the rebuilds? JOTA KELMER. Joe Kelmer, top downloaded by draft class. His safe scenario is the one I do. Rogers is legit. I mean, sure. I just don't know much about him, but I also think if Marcus Smart signed with the Rockets, Chris Haynes would have tweeted about it. Shams would have tweeted about it. That's why I'm a little skeptical that that actually happened. If I had to guess Jaylen Brown could trade or stay, it feels 50-50. I'm going to go 55, trade, 45, doesn't get traded. Indiana's quiet. And the stream so LeBron signs. I didn't think LeBron was going to sign tonight. Chris Haynes is napping. Vince Williams is going to leave Utah. Yeah, I feel bad he tore his ACL last year, man. Right? I think he did. France is destroying Sweden. Oh, are they? Everyone said Mbappe scored earlier. It says intended, so he hasn't. But we kind of knew that. Like we kind of knew that yesterday. I use Philly IM for the draft classes, Gruga. Yeah, I don't think Smart's been traded. Come on, we got 11,000 people in here waiting, Shams. Give the people what they want. Yeah. Oh, Patrick Lewis, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's very kind. Moving back in the draft, no movement in free agency. Forget about it. The Knicks are still champs. Keep up the grind, man. Love all the content. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. You're too kind. I know you've done that before, so I appreciate that. It means a lot. I still can't believe the Knicks won it all. Now I need Dolan to go into the second apron. Thank you, man. Devon, thank you for the dono. What do you think about the OKC owning the Clippers pick? I think it's not a bad pick to own because if I bring up Tankathon real quick. So, like, does Tankathon have the Clippers in the lottery? They do not. Oh, no, 7. So, like, you're going to simulate the lottery, and it's going to be insane. Like, the Bulls are going to drop 10 spots from 4 to 14. We're going to see the Hawks from the Bucks drop 9 spots. Team up. Oh, my God. They moved up to 2. I think it actually could help the Warriors out a little bit more. Yeah, thank you again, Patrick Lewis. Does mean a lot. I appreciate it, dude. Like, the lottery is going to be crazy next year. And it's like teams were never going to tank that much either because it's not as strong of a draft. It's like the Blazers move up 12 spots. The Spurs move up 9 spots. The Grizzlies move down 7 spots. The Kings move down. Imagine finishing with the worst record in the NBA and you're picking 10. That's insane. Pelicans move down 9 spots. The Hawks move down 7 spots. Yeah, Stojakovic would be in this draft. Jump Ball Josh, thank you for the dono. Could LeBron hold up free agency, kind of like the decision? No, it's not as big. He could hold up what Golden State is doing. Maybe he's going to hold up what, I don't know, if like Minnesota and San Antonio really think they can get LeBron, then maybe they would hold off on like Rui. But I think like maybe it holds up what Cleveland does. Clearly not Miami. They just got Tim Hardaway Jr. And then yeah, this one, it's like teams are dropping left and right. Oh my God. Imagine finishing with the worst record here, Sacramento, and you drop to 12. That is insane. That's insane. Kels, thank you for the donation, man. Hornets rebuild, I know. It's more like a retool. I don't think they're going to be that bad next year. But we'll see. Stokes is okay, great. Somebody said Sam Amick. Harris is talking to 5 teams. Scheduled to meet with the Lakers at 4 p.m. Pacific. So that was, what, a half an hour ago? Kings at 5 p.m.? We'll see. We'll see. So we'll see what happens. The accordion, thank you for the donation. Hey Matt, for a while sitting here running MLB The Show. I don't know if you answered this yet, but odds Jaylen Brown is traded. Thank you, man. And if not, who did the Celtics target? I would say odds, I think I said 55. He does get traded. 45, he doesn't. Celtics, I think John Collins makes a ton of sense. I think they need another guard. This is the forward. All right, we got something. Brandon Carlson going to the Blazers. Oh, we're desperate, man. Thank you, the accordion, for the dono. Yeah, I mean, Brandon Carlson, one-time NBA champion, right, with the Thunder in 2025. I mean, Carlson didn't really play a lot for them last year. They did have some injuries. 7 feet tall, undrafted out of Utah. Yeah, has a little bit of floor spacing upside. What do you get? The veteran minimum or the minimum 2.5? Yeah. All right. So we Tucker. Yeah. Oh man. Free agency. It's crazy. Blazers got their forward, Shams Nuke. All right. It was the first thing in like an hour. It felt like, all right. At least we got something. Yeah, he can shoot. He looks like somebody I feel like that I know. I can't say. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Mr. Brandon Shepard. I appreciate it. Legend, thank you for the donation. Utes legend Brandon Carlson. Yeah. Well, he's 27. Did he play in Utah with Kuzma? Because Kuzma, oh no, they were 3 years off. Never mind. I was like, I guess Kuzma's, how old is Kuzma? Is Kuzma 30? 30. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I don't know if he and Kuzma crossed paths. I'm sure he played with somebody notable at Utah. Shams from the logo. Yeah. Shams from the logo. All right, we got something. Like the chat's blowing up for Brandon Carlson. Like, we need something else. Doesn't even get breaking news on his graphic. Thomas James, thank you for the dono. Woj, I miss you. Shams could never. Mark Spears do anything new? Nope. I guess my dumbass team does nothing. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Nobody said Windhorst. We'll see. Brian Windhorst, anything? No, I feel like Windhorst doesn't really tweet a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. Yeah, we just got, oh my God. Nobody says Legion Hoops to me. That is nothing. I'm not doing that. Yang has never seen the floor. Yeah. I mean, like, it's only the minimum. So we'll see. Apparently, Tony Jones said something. He does have the Utah connections, I know. Let's see. So Utah Jazz restricted free agent Walker Kessler has had meetings with a couple of teams and is headed for another meeting. He holds multiple offers in the mid to high 30s. Oh my God, including player options. Yo. That's a lot of money. If I had to go here, can I see? Let me see one thing here. Let me see. Highest paid NBA centers. Let's see what this looks like here. Because if we go to the highest paid NBA centers, I want to see something here. Mid to high 30s. So if we looked at, can I look at AAV here? Hold on one second. Yeah, let's look at AAV. What would that make him rank? That is insane. That is so much money. So he would be paid more than Gobert, maybe more than Şengün, and it would be right under Chet. So this would be 3, 4, 5, 6. He'd be the 7th highest paying center in the league. 7th highest paid center. I like Walker Kessler more than the next person, but that's more than Hartenstein got when it was like 28 million a couple years ago. He'd get more than Jared Allen. Well, Bam's contract, I guess. Oh yeah, that's the new contract. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Walker Kessler's like I said, good. He's a little bit older because he spent a year at UNC, a year at Auburn. So he's 24 compared to Durham being 22. And they were in the same draft class? Both were 2022, I believe. How many years did he spend in college? He spent, is it Nakashomi's college? Oh yeah. 1 year at UNC, 1 year at Auburn. He only played 5 games last year. He hit a couple threes at the start of the year. And I mean, maybe he can space the floor now, but that just feels like a lot of money. I don't know how I feel about that. See what Jake Fisher said. And player options. Well, I mean, what you have to do is give him such an egregious contract where the Jazz are like, we're not going to match that because the Jazz, hold up with me. Ethan, thank you for the dono. Dude, the Nets get a top tier center. I don't know about Kessler. Maybe they're a surprise team, but I can see Mitchell Robinson. So the Jazz, this is about to be a very expensive roster. They're giving Nurkic $10 million a year, but marketing Jaren Jackson Jr., they're making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money going forward. And yeah, I see Shams tweeted, will be very interesting for the Jazz. Walker Kessler has made it clear over the last year. Plus, he wanted to be in Utah long-term and would have accepted a deal at numbers lower than this range. Back to the rookie scale negotiation window this fall, Utah never bought what Kessler's side viewed as a serious extension during those talks. The Jazz recently made an offer around $27 million in average annual value in a take it or leave it 5-year structure. Take it or leave it. And now he wants $10 million more than that. That's insane. We'll see. So Kobe Sanders does go back to the Clippers 4 years, $11 million. Now it makes a little bit more sense that they ended up letting him walk. Could have been a Knick. It's who I wanted my Knicks to take. They technically took him, but a Diawara might be him, so I can live with it. But I wanted Sanders, and Sanders was actually a really good second-round pick. Yeah. All right, so this Walker Kessler thing is getting interesting because Jake Fisher's verbiage there makes me think take it or leave it at $27 million, and he's getting high 30s. I don't know, man. I feel like Walker Kessler is going to be a Laker, but for $40 million a year or close to it, is that worth it? Or would you rather just trade for Gafford? Shams cut the lead to 43. Kobe's back in LA. See what you did there. Let's see. Okay, so I guess Wendy said something on ESPN. See, that's what I appreciate. I guess underdogs watching that, obviously. People around the league believe Mamu is headed to the Lakers and will basically replace Rui. Damn, that defense is right now cooked. Maybe they get Kessler, but Mamu's a 4. He's not a 5. He's not a rim protector. He's 6'9". He's a hell of a shooter. He shot 39% from 3 last year on 3.7 attempts a night. But Rui's at least a better defender. I don't know how you can operate with Reeves, Luka, Mamu. You're going to lose Smart. You're going to lose Rui. What is this defense? Winners is a troll. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Rui's not a good defender. I mean, I don't think Rui's an elite defender. He was definitely the best defender on the Lakers, I thought, or one of the better defenders. But he's always a good athlete. He's a body out there. I don't know. They want an all-white lineup. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Shams Bomb, Brandon Carlson. Yeah. All right. At least we've gotten some news in the last few minutes, which is cool. Ezra, thank you for the donation. Do you think the Hawks got anything else coming in terms of trades or free agency? I know they just signed Jock. Honestly, giving Jock $14 million, I don't think there's really much coming from Atlanta unless there is a sneaky Jaylen Brown trade. Early letter on the Kawhi trade. I'd probably go A for the Raptors. I like it. And I'll probably go B plus, maybe A- for the Clippers. I think it was a good trade for both teams. Especially, I didn't like it at first for the Clippers because of the pick years, but now that I was wrong about knowing the pick years, I think it's definitely better. So we'll see. I would have loved Jock to Philly. 14 million. I know. I was texting one of my friends today. I was like, can the Knicks replace Mitchell Robinson with Jock on the taxpayer exception for $6 million? No, you got 14. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can't believe Kawhi did get traded. How much do I think Cooper Flag averages this year? What did he average last year? 20? Did he get to? Clegg, yeah, that's exactly how you spell that. He got 21. If they're healthier, Kyrie's there. I don't think it's going to shoot up too much, but I could see 22, 23. Raptors need to go get a center. What do you think? Scotty point guard, Walter shooting guard, Kawhi small forward, Conor Boyles power forward. I mean, you do have Jakob Poeltl. It's just that Poeltl contract does not age well. I can't believe Kawhi's also still back there. That is a lot of money for Walker Kessler. I won't lie. I feel like Walker Kessler is going to leave, so I don't know. I feel like that's going to be the big thing. College football 27 content, I'm not sure. Lakers would be so cooked without the Luka trade. I mean, yeah, you could get hand gifted. Oh my god, like knowing what the Luka Doncic trade was is insane. I don't know if Basketball Reference will have it like fully updated here at the bottom, but like, so it basically ended up being Anthony Davis, Max Christie. Max Christie's right now the best asset they got, and the 29 first. Anthony Davis is the other asset they got, who they later turned into, oh god, AJ Johnson, Chris Middleton, Marvin Bagley, free agent. AJ Johnson's under contract. I don't know. A first round pick that basically turned into Sergio De La Rey. It's the worst like trade at the time, and it's just aged so poorly. Scrolling. Thank you for the donation. All this just for the Knicks to go 82-0 is crazy. I agree, man. I agree. Man, give me more. I need more, Shams. I need more. Yeah, that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. Who should Utah get that? I guess it's Jaren Jackson Jr. at the 5. Maybe now it's like, should they have drafted Cam Bruce? No, I'm just kidding. No troll. Duncan is getting bought out and headed to Miami per my sources. I mean, they haven't guaranteed the Robinson contract, right? I don't know if they'd already had to. Hey, thank you, Isaiah. Rekka, thank you for the donation. Are the Blazers really going to trade Klingon for JB? No, I don't think so. If the Celtics won't trade Hugo in a Giannis trade, I don't think they're putting in Klingon for Jaylen Brown, and those pieces are a lot closer. DeMar to Orlando. We're making that one up, chat. How? They haven't even waived DeMar DeRozan yet. Yeah, I feel like the Lakers will have some cap flexibility. So if they do throw all of that in Walker Kessler, that'd be crazy. Cryptic Trae Young tweet. I feel like nobody would lie about that in the chat. Let's see. I don't really, not going to read into it too much. I feel like they know what they're doing. I feel like Trae Young is just trolling. I'm not believing that. Yeah, I'm not believing that. So anything, I guess we did get the Braden Carlson. We got the Kobe Sanders thing updated. What's been like your guys' favorite? I don't know, like maybe the best bang for your buck, like re-signing. Like Kobe White got a lot, Hardenstein got a lot, Ayo got a lot, Trey got a lot. I think Mark Williams is one of the better signings, 3 for 38. Feels like a steal. Daron Sharp, I think for 10 mils, good. Alvarado, not bad. I think Precious for 5.5 is pretty good. Ron Harper for 3 million is pretty good. Champagne. Yeah, Champagne was a good re-signing too. Did they not update that? Or maybe it's technically not here. Champagne. Yeah, Champagne's got a good deal. What was it? 3 years, 45? That is a good deal. Mo Diawara is interesting. No news on Isaac. Isaac could be a good flyer for some of these teams I should have mentioned earlier. Tim Hardaway Jr. feels like a good signing. Speak Your Mind says Austin's got way too much. Champagne's on the descending. Did Spotrac update the Champagne contract yet? Let me see. Because this is where I go to get like the cap information. They do a great job. So Champagne's what, 13, 15, 16? That feels ascending. Is that correct? Or is it the other way around? Is it 16, 15, 13? Because I thought somebody said it was descending. But I know this is all like a work in progress. I don't know if it's all accurate. Kaden, thank you for the dono. So we lose Smart and Rui for Mamu. Fire Rob. There's going to be a lot of pressure for Rob if the Lakers miss the playoffs this year. And I don't know if it's a guarantee the Lakers make the playoffs. We'll see. Like right now, I don't feel confident predicting the Lakers will make the playoffs. Now, I shouldn't doubt Luka Doncic, and the Lakers are going to fill out a roster, but the West is tough, man. Like, here are the teams in the West that I think will be better than the Lakers right now. Thunder, Spurs. I think the Wolves would get. I mean, the Lakers were better than the Wolves last year. I think the Nuggets could still be better. And then, okay, like maybe the Lakers could still be there, but then you have the Lakers, the Rockets, the Wolves, the Suns, the Trailblazers, the Warriors, and the Jazz, I think will be better. Then you have like the Dallas Mavericks could be better too. We'll see it. Yeah, you're right, homie. I did say the Lakers were going to be. Did I say miss the playoffs or did I put them in the play-in? Either way, I was wrong about the Lakers. They were definitely better than I thought. Definitely better than I thought. Shams got fired. What else could you see the Heat doing? It's just like minimums, I think. Could we see a Mitchell trade, like a Davion Mitchell trade? Maybe. Maybe. Isaac feels like a Raptors guy. I think so, Jonathan Isaac, but I think there's a center. Thank you, 3X Expo. What music do you listen to? I kind of listen to a lot. I'm not a music head. I think I used to be more into like music in college. I used to be more rap. Now I feel like I'm rap, EDM, like old rock, like Blink 182, Ocean Avenue, like that stuff. Definitely in the summer. I'm not a big country guy. Some like pop, whatever's there. Twitter notification on my phone. No, somebody was just following me. Yeah, is Robert Covington ever coming back to the NBA? How old is Robert Covington? That's a name I haven't heard of in a minute. Robert Covington is 30. He's only 35. Damn. Nah, I don't think he's coming back though. Samir, thank you for the donation. What do you think is going to happen with Caden Boozer? I think he's going to start at the 1 for Duke this year. We'll see how he balls out. Ocean Avenue reference. K-pop. I don't think I know. I could name one like gun in my head. I don't think I could name a K-pop song. EDM, not like headbanging, more poppy. Some house. Just kind of like gym music, running music. Where do I rank the Raptors in the East? It's tough. Like, I'm going to do all these rankings soon, so don't worry. We're going to do like a full ranking video. Like, I would say, I don't know what's going on with Detroit or Boston, so they're tough to rank. I would say New York's better. Cleveland might be better. Miami could be better, but like, they're right there. They could, I just don't know how many games Kawhi's going to play too, but I'll say I don't know. They're a good team. They're going to be a good defense again. They were the 5th ranked defense, 15th offense, right? Yeah, 5-15. And they just got rid of maybe one of their worst defenders and got back a much better offensive player in Kawhi. I think they can go 52 and 30 next year. Final boss, thank you for the dono. Slowest free agency. We need stuff to pick up. Retweet, man. I agree. Bryce, thank you for the dono. Give me a rundown on your ideas for Chicago's future. I mean, I think they should just take on any bad contracts they can if they can get draft capital out of it. You try to get out of that bottom 3 this year, so you get in a 4 through 10 for the lottery. I think you keep Giddey, because I do think Giddey has a ceiling like limitation for your roster, but he's going to make Matzos better. He's going to make Caleb better. Keep developing Essengay and Matzos, obviously. Develop Rob. You have Claxton, Smith. I would keep both those guys. They might have a market at one point because centers do. It just sucks. Bryson's got to inherit that Patrick Williams contract, but it's going to be a pretty clean cap sheet soon. So just kind of run the course. I don't know how I feel about the Norman Powell signing. I don't. What's my favorite movie? Maybe Shawshank Redemption. I feel like I have a favorite movie, and maybe Shawshank Redemption, which might be too popular of a movie to say. I don't know. I feel like I used to have a favorite movie, and I just don't even remember it. I haven't watched a movie in a minute. Like, all NBA season, it's just like been my life. Like, at night, like during the day, I'm working. At night, I'm watching the NBA. So, hope in the summer, I want to read more. I just became a newspaper guy. Yeah. Your boy's got the Wall Street Journal coming in Monday through Saturday. And I'm going outside and reading the newspaper. We'll see how long that lasts. But it's nice to not look at a screen and read. JBL, thank you for the donation. PCA MVP season so far again. If Shohei didn't exist, yeah. I don't want to hear it, though, because I just traded away PCA in my Dynasty League for Aaron Judge, and then Judge gets hurt. Performative SROS. I joke saying that, too. What deodorant do I use? Thank you for the donation, Manis. I've been an Old Spice guy. Kills, thank you for the donation. Cars 1, is that your favorite? The Knicks were a movie. That's a fact. That is a fact. Shawshank's a good pick. Cool. He should get Drew Holiday. That would be sick. Not gonna lie, that would be sick. So I am 42. Yeah, I can't believe people believe that was 42 during my draft stream. Carter, thank you for the dono. As a Nets fan, how do we make any big moves possibly? I feel Mitchell Robinson could be in play. I do like the Day'Ron Sharpe signing. I mean, I think the Nets just want to elevate their floor next year, and I think that's what this roster is, and I think Jordi Fernandez can get the most out of it. I'm excited for Mikal Brown, and I'm really excited for Yegor year 2. I don't think there's going to be another big move coming if you're saying like Mitchell Robinson isn't like a big move. 1E, thank you for the donation. What moves would you make if you were Brad Stevens to get the Celtics back into serious contention, either now or the future with Tatum as your best player? It's tough, man, because right now you have, 35% of your cap that's maybe unhappy in Jaylen Brown. I would have tested the Derek White market, but maybe there's just no market after the year he just had and the contract he has right now. I think this team needs another ball handler. I think they need to go away from their three-point shooting mindset. That's why I don't hate the idea. If you're trading away Jaylen Brown to Portland, I can get back Scoot, Sharp, Drew. I can get a ton of ball handlers. If I could trade Jaylen Brown to Denver to get Jamal Murray, I think you need another really good ball handler. And I think you got to be patient with Tatum because I don't think it's a guarantee that he's going to be pre-Achilles Tatum, maybe even next year. Thank you for the dono, man. A-Rod, thank you for the dono. Does Luka agitate for a move after the season? I don't know if Luka's the type of guy to do that. He might just let the contract run its course. We'll see. He does have 2 years left. 2 years left. We'll see. Can we get a move? Can we get a move, please? Oh, we need something. We need something. Some communities in the chat. Oh, man. Can the Lakers get better? Yeah. I don't know if I would give $40 million a year to Walker Kessler. Do you think Jordan Poole is a buyout candidate? Yes. I guess it could happen this offseason, kind of like the DeAndre Ayton buyout last offseason. And then a reunion with Golden State would be cool, but I don't know if it would happen with Draymond. Jimmy Hart, thank you for the donation. Has the new NBA CBA killed free agency? Masai said it was dead. First interview in Dallas. Also love the work. Keep it up, man. Thank you, man. 1 a.m. in Ireland and nothing happening. Feel that, man. Thank you for the donation and staying up. I think it's definitely hurt the middle market guys. Like obviously the mid-level exception is big, but not every team uses that. A lot of big and small contracts. So yeah, it kind of has in a way. Caleb, yeah, it's been a Q&A stream, but yeah, I think so in a way it has. I want to say, I think it's just become also like pre-agency. A lot of people have used that term before where it's just like guys want to get their money. And then if they maybe are going to get traded, they'll get traded and they'll request a trade because trades are happening more than ever. It's been the player empowerment era for a minute now. I think Jalen Suggs could get traded. I know everyone's kind of trolling in the chat, but I do feel like Suggs could get traded. Biggest signings that have happened: Tim Hardaway Jr. to the Heat, Braden Carlson to the Blazers. That's pretty much it. We had Ousmane Dieng back to the Bucks, DeAndre Jordan back to the Pelicans, and then we also had Kobe Sanders back to the Clippers. Like it's legitimately been like that's it. Let's see. Hold on, predict NBA standings. I think Enjoy actually didn't they have this? Yeah, hold on. Is this website work for me? Because I'll try to predict the standings right now. Hold on. See if this works. Tower Gates, thank you for the donation. Matt, I'm back. Shams on ESPN. Boston is intrigued with the idea of a Scoot Shaden backcourt. No way. That's interesting, man. Thank you for the donation. Now that would be something I could work with. Oh, do I have to install this? Oh, I'm not going to do that. I thought I was going to try to like do some standings predictions, which is going to be very tough. Predict NBA standings. Is there like a website that has that? I don't know, but we can do that if nothing really does happen. Sham's phone died, maybe. That man's got to have like multiple phones, multiple chargers. I don't even want to know what that battery percentage is, like where it's like under 85. Big Baby Go, thank you for the donation. Since we will be here 2100, can you remember your favorite non-superstar Twitter notification you read during your teen years, like Aaron Aflalo trade or Courtney Lee signing? Yo, the Courtney Lee one's a good shout because as a Knicks fan, I wanted him. My favorite notification of a role player signing, I would literally have to go back down memory lane. I feel like I love the like Allen Crabbe, Mozgov contracts like back then. I think like it wasn't him signing, but like the Clippers doing everything they could for DeAndre Jordan not to leave was amazing. I'm trying to think of like a role player contract notification because that's such like a niche pull. Purdy, good prods. Thank you for the dono. Deoxy, thank you for the dono. What are your thoughts on the Jazz this season? I feel like, well, it depends if they get Walker Kessler back or not. They're going to be better. They want to be better. They do not own their first round pick. It's not a guarantee they make the playoffs. I am very excited about Darren Peterson. But yeah, my outlook on them changes a little bit if they don't bring back Kessler. And then I wonder if they pivot to somewhere else. Marcus Smart back in Boston would be cool. I feel like he's just got to end his career there, right? I don't know if Brad Stevens wants him back. Portland for Naz Reid would be interesting. That'd be a great fit, but like I think Charlotte wants to keep Naz, right? Yeah, enjoy basketball standings. I thought, is that what it is? But it was like download an app, and I'm not doing that on the stream because I don't want to mess anything up. Because I know Enjoy I've seen Penny do it before. Here's a cool website. Oh, I can do this. Hold on. You can predict every game. I don't really want to do that. You could stop talking whenever I get a YouTube ad. I'll try, man. I'll try. I just don't know when you're getting them. D-Cray, thank you for the donation. Wow, I kind of expected more than this. I agree, man. We've been led astray. We used to get so many big signings when free agency started. And then it's just like you hope that something will happen. I don't know. Like I'm gonna stop talking and then or end the stream at one point, and then all the moves are gonna come in. Kobe Sanders, 4 years, 13 million. Yeah, it's a good deal. It definitely is. As soon as you stop stream, it will happen for sure. Might as well do the Raptors video now. I know. I gotta record my Kawhi Raptors rebuild after this. Anthony Evans, thank you for the $5 donation, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know if that had a chat to it. Apologize if it did and I can't read it, but I don't think it did. Any moves you're personally anticipating? I mean, Jaylen Brown. What's the Minnesota going to do with the 4? What's Portland going to do with all these guards? What's Detroit doing? They're like the #1 team. Captain, thank you for the dono. Should KD join the Sonics when the league expands? Yeah. And where it started. Alex, thank you for the $20 donation, man. I appreciate it. Not sure if you already touched on this, but curious to hear your thoughts on Mamu as the replacement for Rui and his fit in LA. Favorite Rui destination. So my favorite Rui destination from the start has been the Spurs. I like Mamu, and it's a good addition depending on the dollar figure. Like if he's going to get 10 million less than Rui, sure, but he's not going to be like the defender. I don't really know. Like what did Mamu shoot in the playoffs last year? From 3. He shot 28%. So like it's such a small career playoff sample size where Rui's been like 40 from 3 in the playoffs for the last few years. So it's risky. And I don't know if it's going to pay off. I don't know if I like it that much, but thank you, Alex, for the donation. I appreciate it. Lucas, thank you for the donation. Scrolling this website, thank you for the dono. Name your starting 5 point guard, center, or through center of players you will always defend no matter how good, bad they may be. Big example, or I always love Yabusele even if he's meh. Like today, I don't know. Like I was always like Steve Nash, Chris Paul for me. Like Brunson would probably be there for me. I feel like RJ Barrett was there for me as a Knicks fan. I feel like it's a lot of Knicks that I'll stand by in that. And then guys that I loved like in the pre-draft process, like Scoot. But I gotta be like, I try to be unbiased at times. Like Scoot. I really liked Kobe Buffkin pre-draft. I really like Killian Hayes pre-draft. That one was tough. That one was definitely tough. But like, I don't know if there's anybody that's like fallen off. I don't know if I can give you like a full like starting 5. Rufus, thank you for the donation. Am I crazy for thinking Peterson will be a bust? I mean, I don't think he's going to be a bust. Does he have maybe the most bust potential out of the top 3? Sure. Just because of the freshman year he had. I can't really disagree with you. But I don't think he will be. I think he's a star. Young, thank you for the donation. I feel like I got to get mods at one point. Zane Jackson, thank you for the $2 donation. Do you think the Lakers should have tanked this year? And Young, thank you for the donation. I don't know. They just were never going to do that with LeBron. Ghosty, thank you for the $50 donation, man. Wow, thank you so much. Give me your favorite fantasy Knicks trade this offseason. I mean, on the night of the draft, I wanted Sadiq Bey. Like the Knicks were going to trade these picks anyway, so I wanted Sadiq Bey. I mean, the trades, it's tough to like think that the Knicks are going to do any trades. Like, is there a 5 round pick for Yves Missi trade? That's how down bad we are with the second apron, that my dream target is Yves Missi. I mean, I know some people were throwing around Giannis to the Knicks even after winning it all. I'm cool with running this team back. Why not? Everybody's under contract for the most part. Hart has a team option. Cat does have a player option. But I would say, yeah, like, can they get Yves Missi? Could they have gone Sadiq Bey? Obviously, my dream target is Dante. But thank you so much, Ghosty, for the donation. X1, thank you for the dono. I'm an OKC fan, but I got Caleb Wilson for Rookie of the Year. Thoughts? He's going to have the like production there. That's why I'm like a little wary about AJ and Peterson Rookie of the Year, because there's so many mouths to feed over there. And then that's why I like Cameron Boozer for Rookie of the Year, because I do think he can get his run time and plenty of shots. Like, can he get the most shots per game? And Darius Cuff is an interesting guy too. Let's see, the Warriors, I'm told, were able to officially announce Kristaps new contract, because while the start of NBA free agency is now 6, the annual moratorium on completing official roster business won't begin until after midnight. Okay. So thank you for the donation. A player you loved who worked out and one who didn't. Halliburton. I loved him in the draft. I had him top 5 prospect. Wanted my Knicks to take him. But one that didn't. I mean, yeah, Kobe Buffkin, Killian Hayes, Nick Smith Jr. I whiffed on that one. I liked Reed Shepherd a lot. Not going to say he didn't work out. Still incredibly young, but for 3, it's a little high. And Ron Holland I liked a lot too. I had him as my second ranked player in that class. I thought he could be what like Stephon Castle ended up being. Serdum, thank you for the donation. Or I just read that. I'm losing my mind because I can't get anything. We need a trade or we need a signing. Anthony, thank you for the dono. Where do the Kings finish in the West with the following lineup? Acuff, Levine, Hunter, Murray, Sabonis, 13, 14, or 15. It's going to be terrible defensively, and it's a long season. And it's a good Western Conference. So I think it's bottom 3 in the West still. I hate to say it. But future could be bright. Ron Holland needs to lock in as a Pistons fan. I agree. Like, I know the 3-point shot isn't there, but I don't think he's been as good of an offensive player than I thought he was going to be. The defense has been as advertised. Hey, thank you for the donation, Ghosty. I appreciate it. Where do you think LeBron will go besides the obvious suitors of Golden State, Milwaukee, or Cleveland? We talked about this a little bit before as well, and thank you so much for the donation. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves make a lot of sense. You can have a LaMelo, Ant, McDaniels, LeBron, Gobert starting 5. I think the Spurs would be a lot of fun too, because you can roll out, I mean, perfectly. It's Harper, Castle. I guess you can have Fox, right? And then you have Vassell, Champagnie, and then you have LeBron at the 4, Wemby at the 5. That works. You get a leader, because I think experience was the reason why the Spurs lost to the Knicks on top of a couple of other factors. And then like any other sneaky teams, like people mentioned in the chat earlier, Indiana would be a lot of fun. The Knicks would be cool if he wants to go play in the biggest market, or second biggest market, them or the Lakers, the reigning champions. I don't know how people would feel about that. Then everybody's gonna like blaze the Knicks or gas them up. Be like, oh, they won it all. Like, you joining the best team. I think he joins one of those 3 teams that you said. And then I don't really have like another dark horse, like Washington to play with AD, Dallas to play with Kawhi or Kyrie. I don't know. There's not like an old coach that's like still in the league, right? Like Darvin Ham's, I guess, in Milwaukee. I mean, all the old coaches, it's just like it didn't work out well. I guess Ty Lue was the only one it like ended all right with. And I mean, the Clippers, but that would just be like, what are we doing? You're not going to win it all with the Clippers next year, I think. Nuggets would be fun, too. Nuggets would be fun. Yeah, Tanner. Nuggets would be fun with Jokic. Harlem, thank you for the donation. Can Golden State trade Butler for KD? Anyone else? I mean, yeah, for KD, they could definitely do that financially. But is Houston willing to do that? Maybe. If Houston's season goes south, then maybe. Because they can probably get a first or 2 for KD. Jay Wowzers, thank you for the dono, man. What do you think the Bulls do about Trey Jones, Anthony Simons? I think Simons is gone because I think they might want Norman Powell. I think Trey Jones has a lot of trade value on the open market. So I think they're going to keep him. He's got a guarantee or a team option for 28. I think he can actually be a pretty good point guard. He's a good passer. He's a solid defender. He's an all right shooter. I think he shot low 30s last year. It's just like, will he be Tyus? But I think he's a little bit better than Tyus, or maybe he's like what Tyus was at 26, because Tyus kind of fell off this year, unfortunately. Heath, thank you for the dono. What's up? What are your thoughts on the Isaiah Joe trade? I think he's perfect fit. I agree. I think it's a great fit. Isaiah Joe is a really good player. I just don't know, like, is it worth it to have Isaiah Joe, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Huerter, all these guys? I think there's something bigger to it later on. Emil, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Danny says, obviously we got Braun signing somewhere, but majority of the movement since like 2019 free agency has been through trades. I agree. Free agency used to be like 2019 free agency was great. 2022's free agency was pretty good. That had a lot of guys hit the market, but like they didn't leave. Like Levine, Beal got bags. But Jalen Brunson went to the Knicks. Am I messing up my years on this? Was it 23 that Van Vliet went? Oh yeah, it was 23. I think I combined Brunson and Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks. Like 23 had some movement, some big contracts were handed out. Yeah. Yeah, I guess free agency really hasn't been like that. Like last year, the biggest thing was Miles Turner. Without Miles Turner, it would have been kind of mid. 24's free agency. What was that one? That was OG. Oh, Paul George was a big one. That was like probably the last like superstar switching because he was a superstar at the time. I guess LeBron will be the next one. Ethan, thank you for the donation. Predictions for stats for AJ, DP, and Boozer. I mean, I'm shooting this from the hip. I'll say 16 and 4 and 2 for Peterson. I'll go 18, 17 and a half, 6 and 1 for the Bonsa. And I'll go 19, 8 and 4 for Boozer. I think Boozer puts up the most PREs this year just because of the opportunity. Guilman, sorry if I'm butchering your name. Guil Herman, or Herman Martin. Sorry. Hey Matt, shout out from Brazil. What's up, man? Do you think any RJ Barrett for Miles Turner trade is possible? And if so, where would they rank in these? I actually don't hate that for Toronto, but I think they really like RJ Barrett. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I wonder who would have to throw in something else. But Barrett's got a better contract, and Turner's a good center because he can space the floor for this team. Steven, thank you for the dono. What did I miss? Had to step away after Hardaway. Nothing. Nothing, unfortunately. Brayden Carlson went to the Blazers. What else have you missed? I don't. There was somebody else I think re-signed, and that was it. It's not been Kobe Sanders re-signed. It's not been a lot. Valisa, thank you for the dono. What do you think Rui goes for in free agency? I want my Spurs to pick him up. I think he gets the full mid-level like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, maybe more. But I'm going to say at least the full mid-level, so it's like 4 for 60-ish. 4 for 65. What did Noah sign for last offseason? Because I'm pretty sure he got the full mid-bubble. 4 for 60. Alex, thank you for the donation. Who's your slipped on unrestricted free agent that you think could be a home run for a contending team on a small contract? Let's go here. Small free agents that I think could be a home run. I feel like I did a couple of these before the free agency started. Cam Jones, right? Musa Cisse is interesting, but I don't think he's leaving Dallas. They're going to match whatever. I'm like going really far down. Bryce McGowan's is not a free agent, but I would have said him. I like Charles Bassey still. I'll ride with Charles Bassey. Bez Bang was not bad for the Jazz, like down the stretch. Ryan Rupert. Javon Carter, like low-key was not bad for the Magic. Keon Ellis, but like he's a bigger name. I forget if Jalen Wilson is back. I don't think so. Oh, Bryce McGowan's is a free agent. Oh, I would say Bryce McGowan's. Yeah, 22 was Brunson. Yeah, 22 was Brunson. Email, thank you for the donation. I really enjoyed watching you. Continue to be great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys can like the stream, I appreciate it. We got 3,000 likes on here, so I appreciate it a lot. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Thank you to everybody that's donated. Like, you guys are really way too kind. I think I got all of those. All right. Come on, Shams. Give us something. We haven't gotten anything. Give me like it's a Tobias Harris signing. Give me a John Collins signing. I gotta like stand up and stretch for a second. How long have I been live for? 3 hours. I've almost been streaming more hours than we've gotten free agency signings. Harlan, thank you for the dono. Any truth to the name change from Lakers to the what are you? Just an all-white team? Shams is on a power nap. Is he just on ESPN right now? Maybe. Yeah, I'm praying for Tobias Harris signing. I know, Kevin. It's unreal. Thank you, Brian. What app is this? It's just the Spot Track website. That's how you spell it. They do cap stuff for all sports. It's great. Omar, thank you for the donation, man. I've been a fan for years now before you blew up. Thank you, man. That means a lot. That really does. Love the vids. What do you think about my Warriors really wanting LeBron and Trey Butler for a big name? It's huge. I mean, I don't know if it's going to win you guys a title, but LeBron going to Golden State would be my favorite outcome just for a pure entertainment factor. Like him and Steph, we got that glimpse. 2 games for Team USA. Like there's going to be some bad moments between the two, but there's going to be so much fun. So much fun. So many fun moments between those two. Coming into the Bucks, interesting. Like is Tari Eason leaving? Who do I believe is a top buyout option? People said Jordan Poole before. Klay Thompson, maybe. It's all guys that are on like 1-year deals. Like Zach LaVine would be a big one if he ever got bought out. I don't know if he would. Like I'm trying to think who would get bought out next year. Like DeMar DeRozan's probably going to get bought out or released. Kuzma could get bought out next year, but probably not. Same with Hunter. Maybe KCP gets bought out. Brian, thank you for the dono. Any chance of a Paul George trade? I mean, Paul George might have some value because it's 2 years left remaining, and he's a 28 free agent. But I don't know, man. He's 36. Like you would have to take probably an equal bad contract back. Hey, thank you much, GUI. Sorry again, I don't want to butcher your name. Thank you so much, man. Same as Guy Santos. Okay, thank you, Guy. I appreciate that, Guy Silva. I also like RJ, but the usage and skill set overlap with the other wings is crazy, and this team really needs a 5. I agree. Like the Raptors have everybody like that's like the same height between Conroy Boyles, Scotty Barnes, Kawhi Leonard, RJ Barrett. It was previously Brandon Ingram. They drafted Allen Graves. I do agree. They definitely need more of a true 5, and that could make sense for Barrett. Andy, thank you for the donation. A realistic Jaylen Brown trade. Love your videos. Thank you, man. I'll throw out Jaylen Brown for. Oh, Shams, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. I will say Jaylen Brown for Scoot, Sharp, and like Drew is fun. Just get a bunch of guards there. So Shams just did another thing on this, which hey, it's a big deal. Like Kawhi Leonard's a big freaking trade, but I want so clearly he's not breaking anything while he's on the stream. It's crazy. He's the biggest guy to break news, or like one of the only guys. So like if he's busy, not doing like breaking news, like nothing's getting broken. Unless it's like a local beat guy. Maybe Chris Haynes gets in there. I know, Costa. As soon as I leave, yep. Camden, thank you for the donation. Do you think Sturts and Mara could get meaningful minutes for OKC this year, or are they developmental guys? I think Sturts more likely than Mara. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a bad shooting stretch for Jared McCain and like Sturts gets in there. AJ Mitchell gets hurt, which has happened. He gets in there. I do wonder who the center of rotation is going to look like, because they have Jay Will, you have Hardenstein, you have Chet, and Sorber's returning next year. So maybe I think Sturts does play more than Mara. This team just has centers or guards. I do think they end up moving Topic, if I had to guess. I think he will have some value. Once again, you got to stand up. I feel like my posture has just been terrible. I feel like the most notable thing was me having a brain fart saying Penny Hardaway was Tim Hardaway Jr.'s dad. That was the most eventful thing in the stream. Clay back to the Warriors would be awesome. Like, give me that. Give me that. Yeah, Dort is on the team too. I wonder if they got to trade Dort. Like, there's so many guards. There's so many guards on this team. In your opinion, what's another Luka style trade you wouldn't see coming? I mean, I wouldn't see it coming, but I guess it'd be like Ant. I don't know. But like, if Ant ever got traded, the Timberwolves would not backdoor him like they did Luka. I don't even know. Would it be Jokic? I don't even know. Jay Wowzers, thank you for the donation. Does Ben Simmons make a roster? I'm going to say no, but he did say that he likes the Heat, so maybe he does. Triple H or Quadruple H, thank you for the dono. I'm okay if we lose Kessler so Ace and DP can start. Yeah, because I guess what you would go Keontae, DP, Ace, Market, and Triple J, which is fun. It's not the greatest rebounding starting lineup, just because Triple J has been pretty brutal as a rebounder, which has kind of followed him throughout his whole career. I think I was going to stream until 9, so that might still be the goal. Maybe if things pick up tomorrow, I'll go live tomorrow. Miles, thank you for the donation. I found Chris Haynes' media credentials on the ground at the All-Star Game in 24, and he promised me Suns tickets if I returned it, and he ghosted me. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. Thank you for the donation. I will say, after that event ends, he doesn't really need those credentials anymore, because it's just for that event specifically. It's a crazy story. Why did you say Russ of the Heat? Because he can't shoot? Because he'll take the veteran minimum, maybe. And he's like not a bad player. Like, I'm not saying he needs to play for you in your final 5 in the playoffs. What happened to Cam Thomas? Yeah, true, right? Like, nobody's taking a chance on Cam Thomas. where you got Tobias and Middleton going. I think Middleton ends up in Miami maybe to team up with Giannis again if he's going to be on a team. Maybe he's just back in Dallas on the minimum. And then who's the other guy you asked? Tobias. I think maybe Golden State. Keep an eye on them. Or Charlotte, I thought. San Antonio, maybe. Portland could make some sense now. They need another forward. CLT, thank you for the dono. Any chance the Hornets get Jaylen Brown? I don't know. I want to say so just because there's that Charles Lee Jaylen Brown connection, but I'm not sure if we'll get there. Jameson, thank you for the dono. Will Omar Sheik find a new home this offseason? We're at that point of the stream. Oh, man, I don't think so. I mean, remember, he got a bag. Ghosty, thank you for the dono, man. I appreciate it, guys. Matt actually wrote the script for free agency this year. He just has it under lock and key until Sham says that it's okay to release. I know. That is the case. You guys will not even want to know where LeBron is ending up. Yeah. I'm bored, Charles. I'm sorry, man. If I could make free agency signings happen, I would. Sometimes it's slower than it actually is. This year, it's the slowest I've ever seen it. From I think this is my third year in a row doing this stream, maybe 4 years in a row. Definitely the slowest it's been. Mirando, thank you for the donation. Jovic and a 29 first for Aldama, Cam Johnson, Simons, other. I don't hate that, but I don't mind you trading your 29 first. I guess it's a swap, right? I don't mind that just because you're probably going to be pretty good then. If you can get Cam Johnson, that'd be a great pickup, but I don't think you can afford that financially because Cam Johnson's making a decent amount more than Jovic. Who's the other guy you sent? Aldama, that works financially, I'm pretty sure, because those are matching salaries. Kirby says it's my fault, guys. I finally get to watch a stream and free agency decides to do nothing. It's how it goes, man. I just want to give a reaction. Were you live for Brunson in New York? No, I didn't do it that offseason. I'm pretty sure the first time I did it, was it Dylan Brooks? Was it 23? No, I don't think so. I think it was 24, 25, 26. CLT, thank you for the donation. What about Drew to Charlotte? They could use a player like Drew. I just don't know what they're giving up, right? Drew and Kobe White's a fun backcourt, but then where does Khan start? Drew's making 35, 34 or something. I guess you could attach Allen, reroute him. Grant Williams and O'Neal could probably get it done because they have the traded player exemption. It's not a bad get. Berger, thank you for the donation. Is LeBron to the Wizards a non-zero chance? Maybe just because the Warriors think Anthony Davis can convince LeBron to Golden State. Maybe the Wizards could think. I don't even know if I want to see LeBron there. There's so many mouths to feed on the perimeter. You got to play AJ, Keyshawn, Bilal, Will Riley, Trey Johnson, Justin Champagnie for now. There's so many perimeter guys that need touches. And I know it's LeBron James. You do it anyway, but I just don't think it happens. Hey, Goobertown, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Jazz fan here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there only 2 teams with requisite cap space to give Kessler offers in the mid to high 30s? And if it comes to a sign and trade, does Utah have even have incentive? So yeah, sign it I guess financial teams. The Lakers do have the money that they can create to get there, and then there also could be a corresponding move too, where Vando's going elsewhere, Aiden's going elsewhere, and they give it to that. I think there's also the Jazz are not willing to pay $40 million, but if a team is, that team, the Jazz would do right by the player and be okay, we'll do a sign and trade or something to the Lakers if they didn't have $40 million. But that means the Lakers might have to kick in a first round pick or something like that. But it's going to be interesting because I have no idea what's going to happen. Dawn, thank you for the donation. Longtime fan. Thanks for the content throughout the year. Do you think the Celtics would trade Brown for Gordon, Cam Johnson, Holmes, and multiple firsts? They don't have the greatest first to give up. And Deron Holmes doesn't have much value. I think Murray has to be in the deal. And I don't know if you can play a team with Murray or roster a team for an already cheap organization at some point. That's $59 million, $50 million. And what is Jalen making? $60 million, $59 million, $57 million. That just can't work in the modern game. Andy, thank you for the donation. Water check, everyone. Stay hydrated. Kay said, thank you for the donation. Brandon Carlson trending on Twitter. That's where we've got him. That's what's happening. Did Clay actually get traded? No. What has happened so far? I just hopped there and you haven't missed much, man. You haven't missed much, unfortunately. We've been swindled. Sharif Cooper to Brooklyn and Clay to Miami. Sharif Cooper to Brooklyn would be cool. Damn. Free to see got me yawning. It's got me yawning out here. I like Zach or John Collins of the Sixers. I like John Collins. Mr. D Fresh, thank you for the donation. Hypothetically, what if the Celtics trade Brown to the Hornets for Ball and Bridges? Excuse me. What do you think the outcome for the teams would have been? Oh, like instead of trading LaMelo? I feel like Boston would have been interested in LaMelo Ball. I think they would have been. Bridges, I don't know. They might have. It's just a 1-year deal. But I think that would have been interesting for sure. I know Ninja Nolan, I'll take it. I would take a Sherif Cooper signing. Nirvana, I like the New York Knicks. So it's been a nice year for me. It's okay, Isaiah. I've been streaming for a long time. Nothing's happened. I think we did peak around 14,000. I mean, thank you to everybody that's in here that was in there before. Even if you do leave, like, thank you though for coming out. I feel bad that we couldn't give you guys more signings, but I can't do anything on my own. I need Shams to step up. Would I like Colin Sexton to the Grizzlies? No. I just don't think they really need to add anybody new. They need to kind of subtract some names, to be honest with you. Like, I'd rather just see what Javon Small could do than Colin Sexton. Got any tips for small creators? Stay consistent. Try to build like your personal brand. I would say being on camera is better than not. And try to make content. I know it's tough and it could be expensive. I had to like put in the investment at first, and I had bad content at first. Might still have bad content to people's minds, but investing into content that people would want to watch. Like if you watch somebody that has similar camera quality or mic quality than you, and it's like, oh, I wouldn't watch that. Like what's the point, right? But original ideas, creative ideas, staying on topics if you're a sports guy. Random, thank you for the donation. Remember when SROS hated the Brunson signing? Pepperidge Farmers, remember? I didn't hate it. I think I was just so used to the Knicks letting me down and making me feel like nothing's going to work. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it, I will say. That's fair. And I'm so glad I was wrong. Holy shit, Ghosty. What the Thank you so much for that donation. You did not have to do that. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you for the $200 donation. Bro, I've actually been a fan since 2K17 with your Knicks rebuild. That was sick. I think it was a cool to rebuild watch, even though I'm a Celtics fan, but for real, bro. Please release the script. Congrats on your Knicks crushing it this year. Oh my God, dude. Thank you, man. That is so nice of you. That like, I don't even know what to say. Thank you, man. I'm trying, dude. If I could release the script, I would, but Shams won't let me. Thank you, man. That is so nice. That is so nice. Wow. That is crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're the GOAT. And you've donated more than once in the stream, so thank you, man. You're a Celtics fan, so you got that 24 ring. So you have that at least, and I don't know how old you are. So there was the 2008 ring or 9 ring, whatever. So yeah, the Celtics should be good though. They're a smart brand organization. They're gonna be good. Stop. Thank you for the donation. How many different channels do you have? Too many. I have this one, the 2K channel, the extra SROS channel. I have an NFL channel and the Pod with Tucker. So a lot. But it's my full-time job, so I'm just like kind of trying to upload on different outlets. Arpan, thank you for the dono. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s father changes his name to Penny. Why would he do that? I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for the dono. Neuron, thank you for the dono. What do you think of Danhausen? I think I actually do know who that is. It's like the wrestler, right? That does the cursing thing. He did that with the Knicks. Whatever he did, GOAT, I'll take it. What's this a bonus market like, right? What's this a bonus market like right now? I'm not too sure. I feel like they're trying to do the Jalen Duren thing. Apparently Sham said, take this with a grain of salt. It's NBA Central. The Timberwolves and Pistons attempted to pursue Kawhi Leonard, but his camp shut down the idea. The Minnesota Timberwolves and Detroit Pistons were amongst the multiple teams attempting to trade for Kawhi Leonard before they were rebuffed by Leonard's camp. I mean, Tim Connolly's been trying to get anybody. Tim Connolly's trying to be getting any star he can, so I'm not surprised. See anything new from Tony here? Yep, the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel like they're gonna. I don't know. It does feel like Walker Kessler could be a Laker. Gotta hit leg day cranks. Did that today. I've been putting off too long for like a week. Did I do a free agency guide last year, Aiden Miller? I apologize if I didn't do that. Bet minimum targets for the Knicks. I think it's like Kevon Looney right now. I like Oshay Agbaji. I do have an MLB channel, but it's just too hard to stay on top of it, man. It really is. And like, there's so much going on in baseball, and I want to at least like know what I'm talking about, and it's hard to juggle everything. Um, Thank you again, Ghosty. That was so nice of you. Any long rebuilds coming back? Maybe. Definitely in the offseason, I want to do like a new 20-year historic rebuild. I would say like some I did last summer. I'm going to do a Raptors Kawhi Leonard rebuild. Would I ever become an insider like Shams? Like if I could change my job right now for that job, I mean, his job pays well, but you're on your phone like 24/7. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like the feeling that I like, especially during this time, I can't be doing anything for too long to miss like a move, which is probably not great and maybe unhealthy. I don't know, but like you want to be on top of everything. I can't imagine his stuff is like nonstop, but I don't know. It's a cool job, and he's definitely made like a lot of cool connections. I think no, I think you can just try to keep uploading on one channel, see what works. And then if you want to separate the stuff that doesn't maybe work to the stuff that does work, and then you can grow the stuff that doesn't work. Like I've expanded my channels a lot over the years, like in different ways. Because I used to do like SROS content on the Six Rings of Steel. It didn't do as well, so I kind of tried it on the SROS channel and then try to build that. And then the content I made on like the SROS channel, I put on the extra SROS channel, try to build that. An NBA historic reset. That would be cool. Damage. Thank you for the donation, JJ. You think the Clippers will get Peyton Watson? I think they're going to give an offer to Peyton Watson. If they're not trading for Jaylen Brown, will they get him? I guess it depends what the dollar amount to see if Denver is going to actually match it. Middleton to Orlando would be interesting. I think they could use another forward that could shoot. Would you trade anyone on the Knicks roster for Cameron Carr? I mean, right now the Knicks roster isn't very deep. We have like how many guys under contract? I would probably trade Tyler Kolek for Cam Carr, and I don't know if I would trade for Kobe Daddier for Cam Carr. I don't know if Knicks fans would want to hear that. I am a Steelers fan. Yeah. I don't know if LeBron's holding up the market. I don't really think he is, so that's why I'm like kind of confused what's going on. Too many mangoes. It's called Just Ballin', but we haven't posted on in a little bit. Shark guy, thank you for the donation. If Kessler stays at or near the level he currently is he really worth 30 to 40 million? As a GM, if you spend that, you are betting he has a high ceiling. I mean, I don't know if you're going to get that type of production out of him. For the Lakers, I don't know. Like if it's a 2 to 3 year deal, sure. Anything more than that, I don't know. Like I would like it better for like Chicago or Memphis or Brooklyn even, because it's not the end of the world. It feels like if this goes south for the Lakers, like you are ruining the Luka Doncic prime, which is scary. Samir, thank you for the donation. How important is to you money in life? I mean, I would say to a normal person it is to me. I feel like money doesn't buy happiness, but money can help. But it's not the end all be all. I'd rather do a job that I love, that I don't make money, as much money as doing a job I don't like, and I make more money, if that could mean anything. Ethan, thank you for the donation. Love the content. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. I can't pronounce that, but thank you for the donation. Will the Lakers get a semi-all-star role players? Is Walker Kessler a semi-all-star? Maybe not, but like some role players, yeah. Like they're going to get Mamu Kosvili from the Toronto Raptors. I wouldn't be surprised if they landed a veteran or two. But it is shocking that the Lakers might just lose all their free agents. Like LeBron is gone. Marcus Smart feels gone. Luke Kennard feels gone. Maxi Kleber might go overseas. Rui feels gone. It's kind of wild. Darth, thank you for the donation. Do you think Duran for Acuff and Sabonis would work? I mean, they're not trading Acuff for Duran. It would be Sabonis and or Levine. Well, not and Levine or Levine. I think it would probably be Sabonis if I had to guess. It's pronounced Poe. Gotcha. Have I watched the World Cup? Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm not a big football soccer guy. Did I play basketball in high school? No. 5'8" me did not make the team. It was tough though. I went to a big high school. I wasn't good enough. Probably like 200 kids tried out for what, 15 spots, or maybe there was 2 teams, so like 30 spots. 24 spots. Yeah, didn't make it. I was maybe like 5'7" too, and I didn't try out like 11th or 12th grade because I knew I was not making it. My handle was not good enough. Hood Basketball, thank you for the donation. Hi, I'm French. I started watching the NBA when Wemby got drafted, but how do you know free agents are signing today? It's always, or recent memory, it started June 30th at 6 p.m. You can follow guys on Twitter. Like if you look up the NBA schedule, the calendar, it's on that as well on the NBA communications website. Joshua, thank you for the donation. Colby, thank you for the donation. Where will Jaylen Brown be traded to? I'm like 55% chance he gets traded. I feel Portland. I can see Charlotte. I can see Atlanta. I can see the Clippers. And then I'm going to say 45% chance he doesn't because it feels weird and hasn't happened yet. Next year, SROS is not going to stream free agency, and it's going to be the most active free agency ever. I will say next year's free agency, I mean, we say this not every year, but 2027 had Giannis, not anymore. I doubt Steph is leaving. It could have Anthony Davis if he opts out. It could have Kat. It could have Jimmy. It could have Jokic. Paul George ain't opting out. It could have Donovan Mitchell if he doesn't sign an extension. I assume Kawhi is not going to be there. It's going to have maybe Kevin Durant. It's going to have Zach LaVine. It could have Brandon Ingram, Kyrie Gobert. Like, it's a better class on paper right now. I know a lot of these guys will resign, but people have talked about it a little bit more that it will be better. Chris Schmidt, thank you for the donation. How many NDA texts do you send? Can NY win again? I think the New York Knicks can go back to back. NDA? I don't know what that means. Like a non-disclosure agreement? Ghosty. What are you doing, man? Oh my god, dude. Thank you for the donation. Just to max out the cap for YouTube gifting. I didn't even know there was a cap. Thank you, man. That's way too kind. Holy shit. Thank you. I don't know how to react. Dude, you're too kind. I'm glad I give you enough entertainment that you feel like that's worth it. So thank you. There's a cap. Gotcha. Thank you so much, man. Josh, thank you for the donation. What would the Wolves have to do to be contenders? I think they are right now. Like, they just got to fill out the bench and hit on those veteran minimums. But yeah, it's insane, Ghost. Thank you. I don't know how many times I could say thank you, but it feels like it's never going to be enough. Basketball tall. Yeah, the Clippers can go for Watson and Brown. What Watson's going to command to make the Nuggets not match it? I don't think so. It would be tough, but like, hey, Lawrence Fink is good at his job, so we'll see. I don't know if LeBron's signing tonight. I don't think we were going to get there. Tony Bronny's whole contract. Is Jock Mondo going to be the biggest news today? Kawhi Leonard got traded. Well, I guess free agency wise. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a Miami Heat. That's pretty big. Nothing has really happened. Lonely Fry. Tim Hardaway Jr. was the biggest thing. Did I play any sports growing up? Just mainly baseball, basketball, football. Was never like good enough to go to like any of them for college or playing college. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know if nothing happening tonight so far is maybe want to stream more tomorrow or less because I don't want to have the same thing kind of happen. Because I would stream early. I'd probably stream like 10 a.m. Eastern to like 2 p.m. or something like that because I think that's a sweet spot where moves can go down. So that could definitely happen tomorrow. I would say be on the lookout for that. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. Guy, thank you again for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Love your videos. There's been getting into a lot this year, specifically around the draft. I think the Raptors will still have one big move for a center, either Sabonis or Turner. Any thoughts on what they could do after the Kawhi trade? Sabonis is going to be tough financially, but then again, it won't because they do have decent contracts to give up, like RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, and maybe Jakob Poeltl as well, which I think was talked about at the deadline. I mean, you are surrounding Sabonis with an insane defensive ecosystem if you trade away like Poeltl and Quickly for Sabonis or Poeltl and RJ, something like that. It's just like they've already traded enough draft capital. I don't know if they want to give up any more. That's why I think Turner could make sense because you could do like an RJ trade for Turner. And then you can have Turner, Poeltl, Murray Boyles, Graves. I think that would make more sense because I don't think Turner's going to cost major draft capital at all. Retro, thank you for the donation. Any updates, man? I wish I could give you something, but there hasn't been anything. There hasn't been anything. I've been so like, I don't know. Nothing happening. Are we going to get any top 10 free agency signings tonight? I don't know. I think tonight, yes. Like, I feel like when I hop off, we will. It's just nothing's happening right now. We could see something on July 6th, probably. Probably. Yeah, I think RJ's a little overrated, but he did hit that game winner, and he's from Canada or near Toronto. I think near Toronto. Hey, Nico, thank you for watching from Italy. Who do you think the Pistons should target if they lose Duran? I mean, that means they maybe get Domantas Sabonis. They maybe get somebody in a sign and trade. There's not that many good centers out there. So I would say, I mean, you're going to roll in with B-Ball Paul next year. Oh boy, I don't even know who's the guy. Like Yves Missi, you could trade for, good athlete. Take a flyer on Jonathan Mogbo, Charles Bassey. I know they're not like great names. I would say Mitchell Robinson if you can get him. David Daniels, thank you for the donation. Who do you see as the best free agency fit for the Pacers? And is there ever a world where they could just bring back Edie, back to Indy to pair him with Braden Smith? That would be cool to see them reunite. I don't think the Grizzlies are trading Edie anytime soon. Best free agency fit for the Pacers. I really wanted Ayo Dosunmu. I thought that would have been a fun fit. I would say like I thought Marcus Smart. I think Quentin Grimes could be a good fit for sure because he's a good defender. But shoot me tomorrow, TBD. TBD. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know if anything happening tonight changes that or not. Like no Zion trade, nothing like that. We got Joe Dumars asleep at the wheel. Now we probably see something on July 4th. I mean, 10 years ago to the date, KD. Yeah. Isaac, thank you for the £5 donation. Projection for Portland with versus without Brown. Sending love from the UK. Thank you, man. Here's to another OG chip. And Amari Williams playing time next year. Maybe a casual take by me, but I didn't know Amari Williams was from the UK. Maybe I did do that when I was doing my draft prep. Yeah, he's from Nottingham. Sorry if I butchered that, but I think Portland, where they finished this year, right? They finished playing 7th seed, but they finished as the 9th seed. 8th seed, won 42 games. I can't see how they lose more. They had a lot of injuries last year, and their coach got arrested. I feel like they could finish as a 6th seed next year. And then with Jaylen Brown, maybe the 4 seed, maybe the 3 seed. It depends on what they give up. But yeah, I would say 6-4. I think they should make the playoffs next year again. I would be surprised if they took a step back unless everybody got hurt. Trae Young tweet. See, he's just tweeting for the engagement, man. He knows nothing's happening. A day stream? Okay. Maybe we could do a day stream tomorrow. We'll see. I know. I'm like, do I just end the stream and then my guys are going to sign immediately? Maybe. I think we'll stream for 20 more minutes. I was going to go to 9 anyway. And I feel bad that like we didn't get a lot tonight. I hope I am good luck or bad luck, and then I stop and then the moves happen. Sean Blake, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. What moves do you think the Wizards make? Maybe solid backup center. I do agree. Russ reunion would be cool. Mark Stein, you're killing me. You've like posted like 3 things on this Kristaps signing, but I do think they need another backup center. Marvin Bagley could be a cool reunion. So that he retweeted this. It's an extension. It's already official. Does not include a greater than 5% raise from year 1 to year 2. That means Porzingis is immediately trade eligible. Now, why would that happen? Or what did he do? Why would that happen? No, thank you for the donation. He had to leave for like 2 hours. What happened? Like nothing, man. Like if you missed Tim Hardaway Jr., that's kind of it. Hey, thank you, B30 channel. It's Canada Day tomorrow, so you get the day off. Okay, good to know. Pistons trade Sasser for Dallas was possible. Yeah, I saw that, and like nothing kind of, I don't know, happened there. This person retweeted this from 2016. Oh man, free agency streams in 2016 would have went crazy. Rui to the Pacers would be a great fit if they moved on from like Walker. That would be a really good fit, and he would go to a team to win. I feel like everyone's lining up to give the mid-level to him. Nets Kessler would be, I think, a solid addition. Obviously, Kessler getting $38 million is a lot, but if it's like 3 years, I can live with that. Will Kawhi be celebrating Canada? Maybe. CM Peldambi, thank you for coming out. I know. I don't think LeBron was ever going to sign today. I think he's going to take his time. I don't think he wants any news to happen. Maybe there's going to be a decision day. Like, I would be surprised if LeBron signed in the next week. Hardenstein got $25 million a year and Kessler's demanding $40. Do you think he's worth the difference? I mean, in order for him to leave, that's what he's got to command. Like, if he's going to get 30 from the Lakers, the Jazz would just match that. So you do have to pay the upcharge For 3 years, I don't hate it, but it is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. I saw a post on Twitter that a Pistons trade is highly likely by the end of tonight. Could definitely see that. You going on vacation soon and don't have internet, cranky? Ugh, I've been there. I've been there. It's tough. Is it a cruise? Or maybe you're camping. I don't know. Ghosty, nothing. Nothing, man. Nothing's going on. Nothing is going on. Don't know. I don't know why. Don't know what we're missing. Kuminga to the Bucks would be interesting. Camping, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Just give us something. Maybe teams are waiting on a Jaylen Brown trade. Maybe. Teams are just always waiting on everything. We were waiting on Giannis for so long. End the stream. I want to see some moves. Hey, I'm gonna end the stream in 16 minutes. I was gonna stream for 4 hours. Noah, I think I had to leave for 2 hours. What happened? Yeah, just Tim Hardaway Jr. Prism, thank you for the donation. How do you think Yaxel's going to develop? I'm intrigued. Yaxel's been kind of hilarious in some of these interviews, maybe for good or for bad. But I do think it's the right pick. I do think he makes a ton of sense. It makes even more sense if they sign LeBron. And I think he's going to be a really good player. I think he's going to be a great help defender, great transition defender. I think he's going to have the motor. And it's going to be like a new spot for him too, where he's been like the older player in college, and now he's older going into the NBA, but he's playing with some Hall of Famers, so I think it's going to be interesting. Interesting. I mean, like, he's going to have, I think, a linear development. I don't think he's going to have the ceiling as some of the other guys around him, but he's going to be a good player right away. Orson, don't really have a hair care routine, to be honest with you. How do I feel about NBA Europe? I don't know. Like, if it's going to be a cool, like, pipeline I don't even know. But, like, younger guys aren't going to play that much in NBA Europe, probably. I have no idea how they're going to go about it. Noah, thank you for the donation. The decision, I'm going to take my talent east and toward the Charlotte Hornets, LeBron 2026. Somebody said Bojangles might convince him. Not get braids. I don't think I'm going to do that. Besides 2K, do you play any games? Not really. Not really. Sometimes I'll play, like, COD with my friends. Probably will play GTA when the new GTA comes out. Used to play, like, Rainbow Six Siege, Madden, play Out of the Park Baseball. Don't really play a lot of video games, unfortunately, anymore. I don't know if that's 2K what that did to me. JMA, thank you for the donation. How is OKC dodging the second apron? What's up with Lou and Kaysen? What do you think they do? I think Kaysen extends. Like, that would be crazy for Presley not to do that. And it would be crazy for them not to be able to trade Dort. Like, why pick up a $17 million? He's not worth $17 million with this team construction with the apron. So I think they got to have a suitor for Dort, which is interesting because I don't know what team is giving him $17 million. I thought the Lakers could, but the Lakers are trying to get Walker Kessler. Maybe a team has a traded player exception that they could pull it off. Sean Blake, thank you for the dono. Thoughts on Yegor and Mikal Brown for the Nets? I'm excited. I don't know how it's going to work out. Yegor was a tremendous shooter last year as a rookie. I think both of them could be on the ball and off the ball. We'll see if it's enough around Randall and Porter Jr., but I think it's a good foundation to have. Jimmy, sorry, I think I just answered that. Sorry if you had to donate that twice, but thank you again. Breaking, Knicks signed Matthew Geist to a 5-year, $275 million contract per his agent Rich Paul. Would be the youngest player in NBA history to make over $10 million. Or smallest, too. How tall is Isaiah Thomas? Am I taller than Isaiah Thomas or the same height? Don't tell me Isaiah Thomas is 5. He might be 5'9". Or Isaiah Thomas might be 5'10". No, he's 5'9". Can't say I'm taller than Isaiah Thomas. Nothing, man. This is crazy. I think Bryce Gallons is an underrated free agency signing. I just saw S post about it, but Bryce Gallons was low-key not that bad for the Pelicans last year. Shot 41% from 3, averaged 8 points. Pretty good athlete. Like, I thought ran like pretty well downhill with the ball in his hands. 2 attempts a night, not bad volume. Like, God has a nice touch. I think can lock in defensively. I would pick up Bryce Gallons if I'm a team as the veteran minimum pickup or like a sleeper pickup. Yeah, do we just make free agency during the middle of the season? How do we revet free agency? Thank you guys that everybody that came out. I hope I was like still somewhat entertaining to watch and follow, even though there wasn't that many moves yet. Stop talking about Bryce McGowan's. Yeah, we're at that point. But yeah, I hope it was still entertaining to be here. I do apologize though that nothing's happened. I wish more things happened. But maybe when we had so many trades, Maybe that just resulted in nothing right away. Maybe teams don't want. I mean, tampering's not really that much. Who's been caught for tampering and has lost like anything of value? I'm excited about Alan Graves, Zachary. I didn't love the pick just because it felt like another archetype that the Raptors already had, but we'll see. I think they hit on the Walter pick. They hit on the Colin Murray-Boyles pick. Could it be 3 in a row? Doman, thank you for the donation. How likely are the Bucks to trade Kuz and Turner? I don't think they move either one. I don't think they move either one this offseason, to be honest with you. I think they roll into those guys next year. So, and they think about maybe having a seller's market probably will be, and they trade them. And I think they want to see if they can make the play-in with this roster. Because they don't want their first-round pick, so, like, what's the point of trying to be bad? You guys are just chilling at work? Okay, gotcha. 3 hours? Thank you, Blake. Thank you, man. Kendrick Perkins. Oh, what's up, man? Thank you for coming out. Miles Turner for Reset and Kispert. Yeah, like, that's not bad. Like, I would probably do that if I'm both teams. I mean, there's a lot of mouths to feed on the perimeter in Milwaukee then, but like, is Reset value that low? I mean, they did trade for Wiggins, but they moved on from Kuminga. Yeah, I don't know what Reset's value is at. I like Tower Nickel. Tower Nickel shot the lights out of the ball last year at Vanderbilt. I don't know if he's going to play much for the Knicks, but I think if there's somebody that will play him, it's Mike Brown. If it was Tibbs now, yeah, I'm playing. He is not playing. Bam isn't the best fit for Giannis. Yeah. Thoughts on Bam for White, Kata, and a future pick? Whoa. That's crazy. I feel like it'd be like Bam for Jaylen Brown. Elmatic, thank you for the donation. DeJounte Murray for Quickly. DeJounte Murray for Quickly. I don't think the Pelicans do that, to be honest with you. You should play a round of error ball. All right, let's see what this error ball is about. I've not played this. Sim across errors. I think I saw Pierre play this. So you pick your simulation error, spin the draft, fill 9 spots, positional fit matters. Okay. Special players are important. Defensive anchors. I don't want to like derail the stream too much. Error ball is addicting. Okay, maybe I'll play this for like an extra sauce video. So I play it with an error. I'll just pick 2020s. We'll pick the normal one. There's a salary cap draft. Sure. Somebody said that before. Oh, there's like tags. Okay, I don't want to go into all of this. Like, I kind of want to read it and not just play it on the fly. What the hell? What team is this? Is this Minneapolis? All right, give me Bob Pettit. I actually don't know if I'm going to play this because I feel like I need to read about it. I don't want to like read about it and bore you guys. End the stream when I go 82-0. We could. It's playing music. All right, I'm going to play that way. I'm going to learn how to play that later. I don't want to play it on stream. I want to like sit there and actually read it because I'm going to be too distracted when I'm streaming. Sacramento 2020s. Yeah, we're going to refresh that. I'm not wasting my spin right away. God damn it. Whenever I play this game, I always get the Hornets too. That's why. Let's see. Can we go 82-0? Take your time and read. I'm ending the stream in like 9 minutes, so that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to. Miami 80s, but let me respin the era. Salary swish. I think so, yeah, Eric. Thank you for the donation. Damn, what era? Oh, I got 2010s. Let's go. All right. So we have LeBron. Where do you play LeBron? Well, I think later found out I can move these players around. I'm going to play LeBron at the 3. All right, let's spin it. Let's spin it. Give me Milwaukee in the 80s. It's not, oh, it's Kareem in the 70s. Shit. Okay. Give me Oscar. Wait, no, was Oscar not in the 80s either? Damn it. Why did I'm so off. Damn. Oh, and I can't even spin my era again. All right. Who do I go with here? Sidney Moncrief. Low-key not a bad player. Terry Cummings. Do I go with Moncrief? Or do I spin the team again? Let's go. Let's live with Moncrief. I don't want to waste my spin again, my team again, because what if I get the Hornets? All right, Lakers 90s. Who's the best Laker player? Is it Shaq? Oh, wait. Do you get Shaq for the 90s? No, because he was... First year was... Yeah, you do get Shaq. I guess for the 90s, it's probably Shaq. I guess you get Magic Johnson as well. Oh, thank you, AJ the Kid. You better go 82-0, takes defense and stuff into account. You could do better at 82-0. Gotcha. Shaq, okay. Dark mode? Is it really hurting the eyes? Okay, we'll go to dark mode. Shaq at the 5. Give me a good 4. Because I low-key think this team could go 82-0. Duncan. Yo, and I get a respin on the team. Is this going? I don't even know. I haven't played this game in like a couple weeks. Let's see what we got. Please give me a good team. Philly in the 80s for my point guard. But you can move. Oh, you can't move LeBron. Oh, no, you can move LeBron. Okay. Is Charles Barkley getting me to 82-0? Why'd I go Duncan over Ginobili? Was Ginobili actually the play? Damn. That sucks. So do I take Julius? I was going to say, do I take Julius or do I have to respin? I don't know. Is this team even touching 82-0? Barkley? No, you were trolling? Okay. I was going to say, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's like an efficiency. Spin for MJ? No, I mean, like, what are the odds of getting the Bulls there? Chuck is a good pick. Do I go Barkley or Jay? I don't know if it's going to matter. Oh, it's 74 wins. It's not 82-0 anyways. Okay, then I'm not going to lose sleep over. Oh my God, I'm stupid. I thought maybe Moncrief did suck that much of a pick. All right, sorry for wasting your guys' time there. Let's do this one more time. I'm like, maybe that's going to do well. No. All right, well, I'm not starting off with Charlotte there. Let's do this. We got 66,000 people here watching me play this. I appreciate it. Phoenix 2010s. I mean, you're getting a terrible net. I guess you get Booker. I don't know how good Booker is for this, but we're going to put Booker there at the 2. Next up, we get the Clippers in the 80s. Bill Walton didn't. Oh, no, I don't think Dominique played there until the 90s. I'm going to spin my team, or I'm going to spin the team here in the 80s. Give me something better. Golden State. Okay. I don't know if that's that good. Thank you for the donation, M2. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Free agency was supposed to start 3 hours ago, and we haven't gotten it. World B free is the play. All right. Let's do World B free. I don't like at one point do I just restart it because okay, thanks for that, Charlotte. And then I get to spin the era. All right, well, it's not happening. All right, I'll play one more time. Maybe. I know. Knicks in the 20s. See, like, is the Knicks in the 20s even the move? I feel like no. I don't really even know if it matters that you play on hard mode. Philly's in the 80s. Okay. We can start with Irving again. Let's go Irving at the 2. Was Moses in the 80s? Was that a terrible idea? That might have been a terrible idea. I don't know. Minnesota in the 2010s. The worst time to get them. Do I spin the team or the era? We're in a bad 2K offseason scenario. Yeah. Chance of sleeping. Moses was the play. Nice. I feel like I gotta just spin the team. All right, let's do the team again. Please give me something good in the 2010s. Okay. So 2010 Spurs, is Kawhi the play or is Duncan the play? This might be my last one, so I hope it's like, can we go 75? I don't even know if you can, because I know you need Oscar. Russ is great. Play the game named after you, the 6 Rings game. Kawhi? Okay, we'll go Kawhi. I didn't know what's... All right, so Kawhi does give you some optionality. Throw Kawhi at the 3. Next up, I do have Chicago. Oh, please. Please. Give me the 90s. Oh, damn it. Give me Derrick Rose. All right, damn it. Well, that was it. Portland 2000s, great. I don't even know. Did Kawhi go into the... Kawhi's not even here? Or I can't even do Kawhi. Well, can I do you there? Can I not? Yeah. Can I move you there? And then can I do Drexler? Can't even do... Oh, maybe it even go into the 2000s. That's on me. All right. So let me do that. LaMarcus at the 4. And then... spin it at the 5. I'm going to get the Indiana Pacers in the 70s. Boy, do I not know if any of these guys are good. Darnell, get in there. All right. Helmy Boy, thank you for the donation. Where do you think Zach LaVine will go? Detroit? I don't know. I think he does get bought out this year. I don't know what team he's going to end up on, but I do think he gets bought out. So I'm going to say this was, I don't know. We didn't get anything that happened here. I appreciate everybody that came out to the stream. I had a blast. You guys were very kind. for you guys donating. Go sleep, like goat sleep. Thank you guys though that everybody that like donated really does mean a lot. And thank you that everybody that came down and watched the stream. I'm going to maybe be live tomorrow for day 2. It kind of depends if things get going. I think I'll be on standby in the morning. Like I don't want to go live and no moves happen for 4 hours again. So I think I would like to go live if, all right, we start to get things going. This move could go down. This move could go down going forward. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. If you could drop a like before you leave here on the stream, that would be great. How does this work if I go to live there? Yeah, cool. So thank you all for coming out. Maybe, I don't know. If LeBron James signs in the next hour, I'll go live again. If Jaylen Brown got traded, I'll go live again. But yeah, maybe I'm bad luck, and I hope I'm bad luck, so then you guys can get some good stuff. So thank you guys all that came out. I'm going to go record my Kawhi Leonard Raptors rebuild. That will be up on my Six Rings of Steel channel tonight, so you guys can go check that out. I don't know about a Brandon Carlson Blazers rebuild. Maybe we'll do that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you all for coming out, and I'll catch you guys in the